Okay. Okay, အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါမင်္ဂလာပါ Okay နောက်ဆုံးနေ့ပြီးသွားရင်နောက်ဆုံးနေ့စပါတော့မယ်ကဲ game number 1 random ပွဲစဉ်လေးစတင်ပါပြီကဲအားလုံးပဲတဲလေးမထားတင်ထားပေးကြပါဦး share လေးတဲလေးနဲ့ကူညီပေးကြပါဦးဗျကဲ let's go ပါကိုကြီးကွက်တီပဲကွက်တီတက်လာပြီလားတာကြီးပြီးရင်ငါရဲ့ဒီဇိုင်းကလားညစီးမတောက်လိုက်ရဘူးဟေးဆေးရ3ရက်ရှိပြီတောက်နေရတာနေ့ညငါပျောက်ပြီးထေမတောက်လိုက်ဘူးအဲ့ဒါနဲ့ဒီမနေ့ထက်ဖြစ်ချင်းနေမကောင်းတာကြီးတို့အဲ့ကိုငါရဲ့ဒီဇိုင်းကလာနေထောက်ရှုဟုတ်လားမင်းဟိုလက်ပိုက်ငါကောက်ခွက်တာမင်းရှုံနေမရှုံနဲ့ကြိုက်လားမင်းကလေဝိုင်းကြီးအင်းကြီးလည်းအဲ့လိုဘာညာရောထားတော့ကြာရောအင်းကြီးတွေချွတ်လိုက်မလားမချို့တကယ်ချမ်းမြန်ဖြစ်မှာကဲအားလုံးပဲ game number 1 random ပွဲစဉ်လေးစတင်ပါပြီကဲအားလုံးပဲအသေးလေးမထားတင်ထားပါကြပါဦး follow လေးမထားတင်လောက်ပါကြပါဦး check ကဲအားလုံးပဲ let's go ပါဒီနေ့ငါမုတ်ကညီလေးတို့ထားပြမှာတော့ဒါလေးပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ညီလေးတို့ထားပြမှာဒါလေးပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ပြီးဆုံးကိတ်ပဲရှိပါတယ်အေးရတော့မှားလာပါတယ်ဟုတ်လားအေးရရင်အောက်ဆင်းရပါမယ်ကဲ let's go ပါကဲဝိုင်းကြီးမြင်ကောင်းလို့ပါတိတ်တော့နာစီနေပါတယ်အေးရတောင်းပါအေးလို့အိမ်ကတည်ရင်ငါထဲခံမှာတည်လားဒါပေမဲ့တောင်းမှာတခုမတခုလုံးနေဒီခေါင်းကောက်လိုက်ရှင်ဆော့ကဲဒီဘက်ချမှာဝိုင်းကြီးအတင်းနေရဒီဘက်ချမှာ4တင်းတော့ဆင်းလာနေတယ်ဟိုတင်း2တင်း3တင်း4 5တင်းရော BKE တွေရောအစီအများကြီးပဲရောတင်းနေရဒီဘက်ချမှာ high နေတော့ 1k စားတော့ရတာပြီဟဲ့ ABCR first way အောင်ပါတဲ့အော်ဘာကြီးတော့ဒါကြီးอ่ะဘာကြီးတော့ဘယ်ချမှာလဲဝိုင်းကြီး BKE တဲရာတင်းနေရတော့အများကြီးပဲ SCU တွေရောဟုတ် SCU ပါဖြစ် CSU တွေရောမှာ baby 1 second တော့ဒီဘက်ချမှာတရားတော့အိုးရကောင်းလိုက်လားခုံးပြုတ်อ่ะကောင်းလိုက်လားမင်းဘာလို့နီကောင်းတော့အန်တော့တရားတော့ပါလာသေးတယ်ဘယ်ကြောင်ချူပြီးဘာလို့မင်းတို့ချူပြီးဘာလို့ဟောဒီကောစမိုင်းတော့ဘယ်လိုကြောင်တောင်းမတော့မရသေးဘူးတင်းနေရဒီမှာနေတာမှာငါလောက်ခွန်းလူကြီးကြီးကျွေးတာကြာလူကြီးကျွေးတာကြာလို့ဒါကြီးတော့ဘယ်ချမှာလဲ high တွေ NGG နဲ့ဗတဲ့တော့စတော့ဖြစ်နေပြီ NGG ဇက်ဒီဘက်ချမှာထိုင်းရောက်ရေးတပါတီမင်းနှကောင်းတော့လာပြီရောက်ရေး But I think Hive they still have Ramon. Last we've seen he's slightly on the northern side of where we were. Hello, di ko ni miao. Another team going out early Sisu. The one that is dominating right now, winning a lot of. Tama to na miao yi. Ba phit wa bi sao. Of course, Hive International. Oh man, and the fight's not stopped yet. I mean it's Rondo. Tama to na đâu. Na A tao ma ya rồi mày. Makes himself known towards NGGZ. We have mine and Mr. Clutchman Red here. And Mr. Clutchman Red, as usual, showing up, getting that one knock. Now it's got to be hash. And if he wants to save his teammate, he has to hashtag eliminate them. But a little bit too late there. I wonder if he will still pursue. Red is doing a lot of work just now. မီးရလဲတနေ့ကမလာဘူးရောက်ရေး48 hour လိုက်စဉ်လောက်ပါမယ်ဆိုတော့မီးရမလာပါဘူးတဲ့ရောက်ရေးအခုတည်းကကြိုပြီးမလာတာတဲ့ဒီနေ့မီးရပြက်နေတာကြာပြီးရောက်ရေးမနေ့ကလေးက
Sao tên này lao cái là mỹ à mà lao với rồi phải suy a mới chịu là khoan nhá chạy lại nó là khuê phỉ bây giờ mà OV nhưng mà vẫn là tiếng rồi được qua mình à mà là nhưng mà thế này nhá về sau này là ok bị cả quát đi về ta là nó quát đi về em nghĩ sao anh cha rồi mày nè có cho gì là có cho rồi mày na xin là có phim cho mà đây à rồi như thì bây giờ baby one second thì tiêu rồi sao nó nổi là gì đấy bây giờ mà nè baby one second kia thì là sao bây giờ vậy vậy nhìn thế nào vậy kia thế này rồi nhá lại rồi thì mà giờ nên rồi xa đấy
They're playing it slightly safer and a bit more tactical approach. Seven Sky against YG.
cái lý chú nhà không có mà mai có này đây em em như là không có còn đấy mày làm gì đâu sao mai tiêu đâu bà đi Leo bây giờ này mày biết à ở bên này biết à không phải à cái cũng là hoàn nhìn này neo rồi chân này đấy tụi kia rồi à đấy đấy OV này là thì bây giờ mà cái lý chú nhà bị có nó piano sẽ là vì OV này là tông ngồi à thì xem gì đấy thế là này khả năng tấm hai bây giờ lại đấy lý do là vì có nó piano khó quá vì cái nó từ đây vì kia sai rồi sao cao rồi giàu lại cái tiếp theo là thế đi thôi bây giờ không ok mà nè một xí cái lọ sai rồi tiêu rồi pha rồi nó ra đi đấy thế đi thôi bây giờ không follow lim nữa để lo bây giờ không Seven Sky bỏ em mà tiêu chi là tiêu đi mà nè sao rồi ta đi vì cái bây giờ này bây giờ support này đi tiêu là ba khó ra đấy BKS oh ma wa
but nevertheless it's now a situation where they are in the 2v1 so they have the numbers
okay Seven Sky này là tiêu về chơi mình đi mà tiêu rồi nó đấy Seven Sky tiêu đây vậy lúc bia mà lệ không có bỏ không xem là vì cho ngay nè ST cái xí cái lao tới giờ nó rồi mẹ xí cái lao sao bây giờ nó vì mà nó mà sao nó rồi mẹ con này để hơi short đi rồi ye mà nè tôi hi rồi chơi nó yao à vì xí cái lao rồi yao nó bảo nó con đi đấy xí cái lao bảo lý đó khó khăn này đấy mà số đó bảo không khăn rồi mà số đó tháo cấp gì mà là khoa tí nó xong mày tí nó xong mày cái mà nè sai rồi không nó sẽ là đi cho ra tiêu thì cha con nè lệ ôi rồi mấy ông bị lại đấy rồi thì quán kia mà mấy ông rồi cái quán như thế rồi thì bây giờ đi rồi phê thôi cái đúng như thế này bị gọi đi tiền khó biết mà đâu vậy vì có mà đương như chịu là đúng không chịu là
Last we saw NGGZ got a couple of members down. I think they managed to do the recall around here somewhere there. So high chance. The whole crew gonna be.
Ôi, Romeo bà cha rồi mà nhau ấy, phía bên là lâu bà rồi.
At least Mal is also bearing the same amount of risk.
Bây giờ mà có tiêu rồi nó vào GC đi.
Are they desperate enough?
Thì nếu mà GC em hay sao mà, thì nếu GC này về đây rồi. BIA tiêu rồi bà liệu bị lại à bị. Thì nếu GC này về đây rồi. Anh ấy tôi thấy cái là này tha fine nè mi rokai cha luôn mi họ tao thôi ê mi có con đã bb rồi ê có bây giờ ê sao mai tiêu rồi ali về đây lại à bây giờ ê GC này nè rồi Romeo đây vì có kho thì anh em chỉ rồi tay rồi quay nhìn này nè mẹ cái nó mà quan mà rồi mẹ chỉ nên mà con tay ngã quay nhìn như vừa làm gì vậy nè eo nè trên eo mà con này tay được đúng như đấy mình tí đó mà mình đi bắt recall mà mình né nào mà ôi nó recall tôi này lần to mày à သမိုင်းတော့ပြန်မကြတော့တာကြီးတို့ငါ YG အင်ကြီးဝလို့လာမသိဘူးရောင်းရင်ဆောက်ပြန်လာတက်ပြီးရောင်းရင်နောက်ကကံမကောင်းတာကွာမင်းအဲ့ showman နေတော့ငါ YG အင်ကြီးဝတာရောင်းရင်ဘူးချက်ပဲရောင်းရင် showman နေရတယ်ငါ YG အင်ကြီးဝပြီးငါဆော့လာရောင်းရင်လိုင်းကြလာရောင်းရင်လေးပွဲပဲဆော့ရတာငါလက်ခွမ်းပဲသုံးပွဲလိုင်းကြလာပါတဲ့ဟော
obliterated by YG but managed to go for the recall. I think they're still gonna have a
ဟောလေလေအေးဒီမှာဒီဇိုင်းကလားဘာညာဒီမှာလက်အိတ်တွေပါဟုတ်လား
YG still not recalling. They're still in the game but unfortunately no recall tower nearby.
Yeah, and the best part of OV recovering all their players is that they are an aggressive team naturally. I mean, they showed up a lot.
လက်အိတ်တွေပါဟုတ်လားဝါ
That's why they are number 3 now. In fact, their performance is that good that I wouldn't be surprised if they will be able to take the number 1 spot. Considering that the first round here, YG is down to 1, we don't see the recall.
အေးအမြရသေးလားမင်း
Recall that
အေးတောက်ချင်လာပြီ
opportunity is wide open not only for Hive but
ရစီမင်းနဲ့လိုက်တာအတိမပြုတ်ရတဲ့သွားနေလိုက်တော့
Ion and see if they can come up with a surprise number 1.
Back to it.
ဟုတ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးကြတော့အရန်ပြချင်ပါဟဲ့
Waiting things out.
အဲ့လိုမျိုးကြအရန်ပြချင်ပါဟဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးကြအရန်ပြချင်ပါမတိအာမင်းစောင်းရန်ခေါ်နေတာပဲခေါ်ထွက်နေတာပဲမင်းနော်ခေါ်ထွက်နေတာပဲဟုတ်လားတကူတခါယူအဲ့လိုပြတာအဲ့တကူတခါယူပြတာ
But here comes another go. GFS in trouble. Losing Sharko instantly. There's going to be Ranger or Range.
ဒီမှာငါတရားလည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးပဲမင်းတို့ကစောက်ကြမကောင်းတာကွာဟဲ့ရသုံးပွဲမြောက်ကြရင်ငါအချိန်နေမကောင်းရင်ငါတော့ချွတ်မယ်ရသုံးပွဲတော့ပေးဝက်လိုက်ဟုတ်လားမင်းသုံးပွဲလေးတော့ပေးဝက်လိုက်လှပလေးလူနဲ့သူနဲ့တူအောင်ငါပေးနေလိုက်ဟုတ်လားပြီးရင်တော့တလဲမယ်သုံးပွဲအဆင်မပြေရင်တော့လဲမယ်
Just them finish off their recall and reloot where they get to meet up with another
နော်လူနဲ့သူနဲ့တူအောင်ငါပေးပြီးကတ်ဆက်လိုက်
nearby recall tower for them to get into the circle after
ဘောတော့ကြောက်တာရောတင်းတာမရဆောက်ခွင့်မပြောနဲ့ဒီကကိုစားတိုင်နေရလားခုလည်းစရမဟုတ်ပါဘူးဘာညဘယ်လိုဖြစ်တာတဲ့တီတော့မှာအခုလည်းစမာနဲ့ထိကောင်းနေတော့ပြန်တော့ဆင်းလာပြီသမိုင်းကတော့ဆင်းဖို့အတတ်မရှိတော့ဘူးသမိုင်းနေနဲ့ record ခေါ်ရင်လည်း short ပါသမိုင်းနေတော့မင်းတကောင်မပြစ်လိုက်ရဒီဘက်ချမ်းမှာ BIH rest တယောက်တော့ grenade ထိတော့မထိပါဘူးကောင်းနေဗျာ exit ရဲ့ grenade နောက်တစ်လုံးကွက်တီပဲအော်ကောင်းလိုက်တာအီမန်ကဲ2ပါစော1တိုင်းနိုင်အောင်ပြစ်မယ်ဟာအော်တွေ့တဲ့သွားပြီအပါကြီးကိုခေါ်တာမအေးနော်မအေးနော်အာ GC မလာနဲ့လေဟာကောင်းလာ GC ကောင်းတယ်လာလီးရဲမင်းတို့ကိစ္စနာလေဟာတောင်းဝဲဆိုရပါကြီးအောက်ရောက်ပါပြီဟဲ့မစောကားနဲ့ခဏနေဦးတောင်းဝဲလာတော့ပေးဝက်လိုက်ဟုတ်လားငါတေချာပြင်လာတာမင်းရလေမလက်အိတ်ပါတေချာဝတ်လာပဲမင်းနောက်တော့ even ရတဲ့လက်အိတ်လေးနဲ့မင်းရလေ
Yeah, and it's great, right? For NGGZ here, 7 eliminations. They have a bit of a gap with observation.
ဒီပဲကောင်းနေပြီဟိုမှာ
Anything can happen. The higher they place, the better their chance is to be in
သူမိုက်လေသူကင်ပြီးអော်မရတော့ငါ
points later on.
ဒါမထောက်
They were to qualify. So great work here by NGGZ. And all their players contributing to the elimination points. Now for Observation Esports in action against BKE, the moment they show up, maybe 1 sec, got 1 player.
တွေ့ချင်ပါ OB နေနဲ့တယောက်တော့ပေးတာပြီ baby 1 second ညီမ only ကိုလိုက်တီးနေတာမအေးနော်1 second ဆိုတဲ့နာမည်ကြီးပါနေလို့လားမသိရောညီမ only လိုက်တီးနေငါလက်ခွန်း1 second နဲ့ဘာတော်ရလဲမသိဘူးရောင်ပြောညီမ only ကိုလိုက်ပြစ်တာလို့မင်းဖေးမလိုက်နိုင်နေ OB နေနဲ့4កောင်လောက်ရတာလေ2ယောက်ပဲကြံတော့တယ် recall လေးရမလား
getting a couple of pick off against Black Eagle Esport, but the problem is this.
ဒါမှဒီနေ့တော့ဝင်မှာရဘာမျိုးရဝီဝမ်မရအောင်ချန်ပီယံမဖြစ်လဲဘာမှဖြစ်ဝီအောင်ဒီကငါဝေးရဖို့အရေးကြီးတယ်ဝီဝမ်မရှိတယ်ဘာဖြစ်လဲအေးလို့အေးလို့ဝီဝမ်မရှိတယ်ဘာဖြစ်လဲရှုံးလဲဘာဖြစ်လဲပြောပဲလေအဓိကငါဝေးရဖို့အရေးကြီးတယ်ဟောမတော့ပါဘူးကွာအော်တေးပြီအာကြည်ဖြစ်နေတာငါလို့ငါပြောတွေ့တာ baby 1 second ဆိုတော့ကောင်မင်းညီမ only လိုက်ပြတာလို့မအိမ်တော့ကြည့်အောင်သူကြီးပဲပြစ်နေတာမကြည့်အောင်ခွေးမျိုးရုပ်ရမယ်ဘာရုပ်ကြီးလဲရောင်ရင်ငါလို့ခွေးတော်သားဟိုဟာနဲ့တူတယ်ဘာလည်းမသိအကောင်ဒါရင်ကေကိုလည်းရှိုးလာအောင်ငါလို့စောက်ချုပ်ချုံအကြည့် BK ကထပ်ပြအောင်မလားအချင်းနေမကောင်းခဏနေ
of NGGZ, but unfortunately for NGGZ, they will have to leave Yulin. It just shifted slightly downwards, and GC seems to be interested.
ဒီမှာချမှာlion share နေပြီ oh ကိုစေ 1v2 lion share ဘာလဲဝင်လာနဲ့ lion share နောက်တလုံး granite ကွက်တီလေးကြားလိုက်မလား granite နော်ရတယ်ဗျာရိုမီယိုရဲ့ granite နော်ရတယ် VI အနေနဲ့တယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်ရိုမီယိုတယောက်တော့ပြန်တော့နော်နေတယ် GC ကတော့ပြစ်သွားတယ်ကဲပြန်တော့ကင်လို့ရမယ် GC ရောင် GC ကလုံးဝတပ်ပါတီကင်းဖြစ်နေပါလားရောင်လုံးဝတကယ်ကိုလုံးနေတာရောင် GC ကဟောစေကလာရဲ့ lion share ကတော်ကောင်းနေပါလားအဲ့တယောက်ပဲတော့ပြောလိုက်ပါဦးဟာGC ဒီနေ့တကယ်ကောင်းနေပါလားရောင်ကြည့်ပါကောင်းနေချကောင်းနေအော် Gosby ကောင်းလိုက် Gosby တော့ကောင်းတယ်အန်နိုတူမန်တော့ကောင်းနေ GC အနေနဲ့6မှတ်ရပါပြီ83မှတ်တာကြီးတို့လုံးမယ်အော် GC ကိုအားပေးကြမယ်တာကြီးတို့high ဗီဒီယိုမင်းရလဲ9မှတ်ရပါပြီရော4ယောက်လုံးကျန်နေတယ်ရောဟောပြဿနာပဲငါ YG အကြီးတက်ချွတ်လိုက်တော့မယ်ဒီနေ့မကောင်းတော့တာကြီးတို့အဲ့ဒီရောက်ရင်4ယောက်လုံးကျန်နေတယ်ဆောက်ပြဿနာပဲ Sorry.
We're gonna wait and see whether they can carry forward for the entirety of the day. But GC kind of surprised me today. They're a bit more proactive than they.
ဟုတ်တယ် GC ဒီနေ့မင်းတပ်ပါတီဝင်လာတယ်ကောင်းနေတယ်မင်းကေးလေးတွေရ
If you're a bottom team and you get
တကယ်လောက်ပြရတာ
this is what you can get.
ဟုတ်တယ်
But the next challenge will be against Vanix.
ဟိုရတယ်ဘာမှမဖြစ်ဘူးခုမှ week 1 မှရှိတယ်ဒါယူအေးစေး
can still be revived. They do have a combat to play with. Smokes activated right now. Oh, crazying. Not by Jared from NGGZ. And they're not too far away. They're on the northern side looking at the minimap.
A lot of teams slowly got taken out of this lobby right now. Seems to be unfortunate.
ဟုတ်တယ် GC ကမြန်မာ
For Hive, we're still at number 1 in 5 eliminations. Points getting better and more with them taking on
အဲ့ဗီဒီယိုမှာအခုမှပေါ်လာတာ
one of their closest contender in this lobby right now because Ovi is taken out. The 4th place is practically not playing here today. That was Hybrid Esports at 4th place.
Oh, grenade move.
The NGGZ
Grenade move.
at least the 4th place in the overall rankings. But they have to fight against a
GC ကမြန်မာ
probably. Back to Vanix Gaming. Down to 2 players.
အေးချစ်ကမ်းပဲ
Try to box.
အော်ရောဟိုကောင်ကဇုံကောင်းနေဟာ
against MSI.
ဒီလိုတင်းပြောချားနေတာဒီဟိုညီမလေးဆိုတာဆေးပဲဖြတ်တာ
But it's actually on the right side more. It's Hive and Goodfellas.
အော်ရောဟိုက်ဒီဘက်ကိုပဲဇုံကဆွဲတာပါဟုတ်သိပ်ပဲမရှိတော့
The team that wants to take the number 1 spot from the hands of Yagu Galacticos. But now we'll put our focus onto our highlight team here, Golden Cross. 6 eliminations looking for their 7th. Trying to eliminate Marcos. Not able to land that nade into the inside of the building.
အဲ့အေးကမရောက်တော့ဘူးလားမသိဘူးရော
They have to do it fast. 20 more seconds. And the zone will close.
အော်ထွက်လာသေးလို့တော်သေးတာပေါ့အေးရထဲထဲမှာရေးတွေပြောကုန်လားမသိဘူးငါလို့
Yet. Smoke's activated. Okay, maybe they're just waiting for that smoke bridge. And
ဒီဝဲပြီးမှပဲအေးရရောက်မလားမသိ
They have to go now.
အဲ YouTube ကလူလက်မလေးနှိပ်ခဲ့ပေးကြပါအောင် follow လေးမလို့တင်တော့ပေးကြပါအောင် TikTok လူအသေးလေးဇက်ဇက်
Might as well drop a couple of minutes before we are moving. I guess GC
Crazy ပဲပြင်တာ
are splitted. Some of them do want to go for rotation. We saw themselves get into the vehicle just now, but then they cancel it out. Just toss a couple of nades to make sure that Vanex will not follow them hard behind. VKS versus Time also going on somewhere. Kim, he got oh, why? Why you have to pull over that? He got stuck somehow. At the worst possible timing. Marcus coming in, GC, that one member will leave Ronin and Crazy. They should have left early when they had the opportunity just now.
Oh well, I guess they need to continue to play without him. At least they're in the circle right now. Even Renix Nova eliminated. Okay. Being in the middle of the circle at this point, stage 6 isn't a bad idea for them because they can still hold on to this position.
ဒီဝဲဟိုက်ရမင်းပတ်ပတ်လေးလိုက်ပြမှာ
They got a long range knock. No elimination yet for them as a follow-up. For NGGZ, 8 eliminations this round now. NGGZ, they're also starting to turn up the heat. Maybe they got a little bit more motivated after looking at the fact that observation esports.
အဲ့လိုမရတော့
Hive. This is surprising, Hive, just waiting things out. You know, they know they are in the center of a circle. They know that they don't have to put up too much effort to go out of their way to find a target. A target will present itself to to them. But it's also unusual to see Hive is sitting and waiting things out.
Crazy.
I'm not a big fan, but they definitely have something.
Crazy အေးစင်းနေလိုက်အေးစင်းနေလိုက်ရအောင် round ပိုက်ရတယ်အေးစင်းနေလိုက်ဟိုဘက်ကျမှ VKS တွေနှစ်ယောက်တော့တယ်
They are doing
တယောက်ပဲကျန်
something at the same time.
ဒီကငါတို့က GC ဟာဘာလို့ဆဲနေတာလဲ GC ကိုဟာ
They need to manage
ဘာလို့ဆဲနေတာတော့ GC ကို
and potentially clash with GC. While that is happening, Whisper International is out.
GC ကိုဘာလို့ဆဲနေကြ
Down to 9 teams. One more team to be eliminated, and we will start to see teams gaining placement.
ဝိုင်းကြီးကိုပြစ်လို့လား
We have a
ကောင်းတယ်လေ
couple of teams
ပြစ်
with
လေ
one player left, like Elevate.
ကောင်းတယ်လေ
GC
မှတ်ရတယ်လေ GC ကဟာ
will be one player officially now, so that
GC ကအမှတ်ရတယ်လေ
will be coming very soon.
GC လည်းအမှတ်ရတယ်လေဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲ ကောင်းတယ်လေ
And also not to forget good fellas inside of it, the southern side. But good fellas, we need to be prepared with the fact that.
နောက်ကဆဲမြူမှာ
And also another team, Terra Esports, is a
ကောင်းတယ်လေတက်ပါစေလေဟာ
and there's a chance that they might go.
ကိုရီ GC ကအမှတ်ရတယ်လေ Oh my god
Speaking of GFS, they're not
တော့ကဒီနေ့
taking
GC အားပေးမှာ
It's quite a flat up there, but yep, it's still good enough for them to secure around the other side of the hill because it will be a barricade across a team.
ဟာအေးစင်းနေလို့ဟာအေးစင်းနေလို့တေးပြီလို့
Now instead of the left
ဟာ
to deal with a lot of pressure, but NG
အေးစင်းနေပါဆို
denied the entrance.
အိတ်နေပါဆိုပြစ်သေးတာပါ
They slightly have a better
Ah, look, huh.
performance initial fights early on, but they have to bat out with 7 damage. Still plenty. Back to NGGZ, Red bleeding out. Nobody can actually reach out to him. He's still score a 9 right now with the trio. It's a very doable, but it's not going to be easy. Hive making sure they will try.
Yeah, VKS in there, do or die.
VKS, they don't care. We just won in and we got it. 2v4, why not? Let's go.
ကောင်းတယ်မုံမွိုင်းတယောက်တော့ပါတယ်ကောင်းတယ်
Look at this too. They are
အဲ့မုံမထပ်ပြီးပါခေါ်တယ်ဗျာအော်သူ့မှန်တော့ hype နေနဲ့နှစ်ယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်မင်း
of BKE.
ကောင်းချက်ပဲရောက်ရင်
Highlight teams, Hive International now down to only 2 players, and there will be at least.
VKS လောက်ပေးနေပြီသားကြီးတို့
One of it is going to be VKS.
အဲ့တို့ VKS လောက်ပေးနေပြီသားကြီးတို့
Right in front of Pretzel now.
အဲ့ဒီကောင်မောင်းရင်ဘယ်သူမှမဝင်ဘူးရောက်ရင်ငါတို့ VKS ပဲဝင်တာပါတဲ့
6 damage, but he's still all right. Pretzel now.
ကျန်တဲ့ကောင်တွေကြောက်အောင်နေတာရရင်ငါတို့ကောင်တွေမင်းနှစ်ကောင်နဲ့မင်းလောက်ကွက်တယ်အော်ရောက်ရင်တွေ့တစ
It's going to be a 3-way war here.
ဘေးနားမှာထိုင်
For Hive, they're waiting for opportunity.
ဒီထိုင်နေရတယ်မင်းကစောင်းဖင်ရတဲ့ကောင်တွေငါလို့
So he's slightly overexposing himself on top of this wall. I'm not sure that's going to be a wise decision.
ကောင်းလိုက်တာအမဖင်ရညတဲ့ကောင်အမစောက်ခေါ်ရရ
Bangs managed to
အမသေးရ
on hash.
အေးနော်
Probably going to be a huge nade just now that we kind of miss again. But for VKS, even though they are just 2 players, they're giving Hive really a hard time to survive due to the sudden rush just now. Hive more members they could have count right now. Down to 2 players, 6 eliminations. But NGGZ and Terra Esport, like you mentioned, Terra Esport is getting those double digit, but NGGZ will not keep it quiet as well, despite they lost one of their members. They're still gonna go for more.
Oh, there we are.
Position wise, it's just not the best. Terra Esport, VKS, Hive.
တဲ့ကအနေနဲ့ဒီဘက်မှာ 11k ဟောင်းရင်ငါမကြည့်တဲ့အချိန်တွင်းမှာ 11k ရပါပြီဟောင်းရင်ကောင်းလိုက်တာ
And because of that, now NGGZ might lose minor.
ဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့ grenade တစ်လုံးကြည့်မယ်
Oh, okay, point stolen but unknown from Terra Esport.
အဲ့ grenade နောလောက်တယ်ဟောင်းရင်အဲ့ပရင်မတော့ဝင်တော့နောလောက်တယ်ဝင်နောလောက်တယ်လို့
If he landed into past the window into
ဝင်အောင်ပြစ်လိုက်မလား Rain နောပြီ
second attempt here.
ဒါပဲလေ
And there you go.
အဲ့မှာနောက်တော့မှတွေ့ရပြီတာကြီး
Range
အေးစေးပဲ nice 2v4
international.
အဲ့အောင် BK ရရပါ ဟာဘာမျိုးကောင်းအဓိက high တွေတေးဖို့ပဲအဲ့လိုအေးစေးပဲ လက်ခွမ်းကွာ
where they have plenty of opportunity for whoever try to catch up on the top. Speaking of catching up, now it's still around 23 points for NGGZ to catch up.
Oh, Terra အနေနဲ့ဒီဘက်မှာ12k ဟောင်းရင် What a comeback.
A chicken dinner. But for Terra Esport,
VKS အနေနဲ့တာဝန်ကြီးသွားပြီတာကြီးတို့တေးရင်တေးလို့ရပြီတာကြီးတို့တာဝန်ကြီးသွားပြီအဓိကNG ဆက်လည်း10မှတ်ရသွားပြီကွာမင်းအဲ့လို Terra နဲ့မင်းတော့အဲ့ပဲရတော့မှာကွာ Top 5ရတော့အရန်ဝေးသွားပြီပြောလို့မရသေးTerra ဒီမှာ K တွေရအောင်ပါဟေ့ K တွေရမှာနော်အေးစေးပဲတာကြီးအေးအထက်ကကောင်เนี่ยငါတို့ရဲ့ K တွေပဲတာကြီးအေးစေးပဲအဲ့ဒါငါတို့ရဲ့ K တွေပဲတာကြီးအားလုံးမှာ K တွေကောင်ကောက်ရောကောင်းတယ် nice and no Gosby ကောင်းတယ်15ကောင်အေးစေးပဲအလုံးမှာဟိုကောင်မီးပလင်းရကောင်းလိုက်လား
for Terra Esport with that huge explosion. What a banger. But back to the side of unknown. Can he still do the same? He got only 1 Molotov, but I assume they will try to reload their resources as much as they can. But they
အဲ့မှာလူမရှိတော့တာကြီးရှောင်းမပြစ်နေတယ်ငါလောက်ဟာ
bullets flying over their heads here. But at least on the bright side,
အနှုံးတွေ့ပါပြီ
spotted out Terra Esport, but the seems to be busy among themselves for being VKS among them. But VKS have the lowest percentage in this case because I mean they practically only have 1 player that's still healthy enough.
Yeah, so BKE having the highest percentage because they have a full team still. Oh, Terra Esports, they just lost unknown to Frenzy. Now BKE showing up, and BKE they're also looking at
what BKE.
Whereas for VKS, they'll be happy on the other side. Like what you say, right?
မရောက်ကြနေတဲ့အတိုင်း
percentage because of the amount of players that they have, so they'll be happy.
ပါသေးတာပါဟာရောက် Gosby ပါချောငါလုံးမှာ BK ကတော့
And they're out. But 15 eliminations this round. They're all right.
Oh, they got plenty. I mean, it's more than all right.
လုံးမှာ BK
Amazing run.
4-2 လေးပါ
No, I think they don't need it.
ကိုရီမြန်မာတဲ့တင်းမှန်ကြံမယ်စုံလေးလည်းမပါဘူး ဒီမှာတော့တော့မစိုးရောက်
Don't forget about BKE. They are one of top 10 teams, including for
Ah, yeah.
who's aiming to be in the top 3 for the.
ဒီစကောင်းနေဝိုင်းကိုချတော့ကဒီလိုမဟုတ်ဘူးတဲ့ကျွန်တော်ရှင်းတော့ထားမထားအမှတ်ရလဲအဲ့တင်ပြုတ်အောင်မလားမပြုတ်ဘူးလေအဲ့တော့ဒီကနိုင်ငံညာအတင်းမပြုတ်ပါဘူးဘူးမှ W-1 မှရှိတယ်ငါတို့စိတ်ပူရမှာစနူကာတွေပဲစိတ်ပူရမှာတာကြီးတို့
BKE on the other hand. Well, I guess this plays a big favor for VKS.
အဲ့တော့ငါအကြောင်းပြောတယ်မလိမ့်ကြနဲ့လို့
Despite they had a 4 early on, thanks to NGGZ, kind of gave them back to almost square one equal field to start with.
Well, BKE, they still have the best advantage. Even though the circle is now out in the open because they have the numbers. But it could be anyone's game though, frankly speaking. And let's see here, spray by Lil Wangs will get MM from NGGZ. And Jarrell's a little bit too far from him.
ဘာကြီးလဲအေးတမငါဖုံးမဆောက်ဘူးလား
VKS now, look at the
တာကြီးတို့ခဏနေငါအောက်ဆင်းလိုက်အောင်
forced to move forward. They're creating this smoke bridge so that they can get into the circle at least. And And while that
အောက်ဆင်းလိုက်အောင်မယ်ဟေး
point stolen
ဘု
away
ဘ
by
နာသ
the
မား
Lion.
ငါ့ကို
And then, oh, he made it himself. Oh no, what happened there? Oh no.
But owner for NGG first, but they did score himself a double-digit eliminations. But scoring at third place is going to be more than enough to push them slightly forward. But for BKE, I just hope they don't have another blunder at the very last minute. They cannot botch this one now. It's going to be 1 against 3 players. I mean, mathematically wise, how hard can it be? It's definitely not the easiest one for Liu Wang, but the rest of BKE, they know it's going to be a 3v1. I'm surprised they are still very careful for this.
Yeah, at this point, they can just finish the job. I mean, 3v1, come on. And don't allow Liu Wangs to deny the point. That point.
Leave Yulin, it just shifted slightly downwards, and GC seems to be interested with the fight though. We have VIX, and it's gonna be tough because they are competing against YG, fighting head on for our former or still defending champions for PMWC and defending champions for PMCL too. YG, oh, they're holding strong with the compound at the cost of losing Small. It might be Romeo as well if they don't try to rescue, but I guess it's very doable. But unfortunately, still licking their wounds. GC coming in with a full squad rushing into it. They have to deal with 2 teams at the same time for YG now.
And the fight will continue on with Mernat being knocked down. Now it's down to only Romeo and Saycloud. Saycloud gets 1 target for himself, but he was too low to tank further damage. And Golden Cross will get him. And Yagu Galacticos eliminated by Golden Cross. They're out with 4 elimination points. Hive International will be looking at the elimination feed and telling themselves that this is their chance.
They're definitely cheering right now. So they will try to catch up and shrink the gap. Probably even overtake if they want to, because it's so doable with 4 eliminations already for Hive International. A lot of 4s across our board right now. But another team that we see them coming up and down throughout the entirety of this week, that's going to be Terra Esports. And they're doing great right now, losing 3 members. OV got eliminated, which opens up a different opportunity. That 3rd place will open for all, including NGGZ. But Terra Esports at 11th have to slowly climb up, but not that too far off. Right now, they're slowly getting their usual groove and usual self, a bit more confident than the middle of the week. But we gotta wait and see whether they can carry forward for the entirety of the day. But GC kind of surprised me today. They're a bit more proactive than they used to.
Yeah, I like it, right? And I guess that's the effect of if you're a bottom team and you get desperate, this is what you can get. And I'm loving this for Golden Cross. But their next challenge will be against Vanix. Vanix Sova down on his knees though. He can still be revived. They do have a compound to play with. Smokes activated right now. Oh, Crazying? Not by Gerald from NGGZ. And they're not too far away. They're on the northern side looking at the minimap.
A lot of teams slowly got taken out of this lobby right now. Seems to be unfolding itself for Hive. We're still at number 1 in 5 eliminations. Points getting better and more with them taking on NGGZ. One of their closest contender in this lobby right now, because OV is taken out. The 4th place is practically not playing here today. That was Hybrid Esports at 4th place. So it's a matter of time now whether NGGZ can still make it at least at the 4th place in the overall rankings. But they have to fight against, and force the fight against Hive probably. Back to Advanix Gaming. Down to 2 players with GC try to box them in and might get themselves in a pinch against MSI. But the circle, will they favor the center? High chance it will be. GFS do have this elevation, but it's actually on the right side more. It's Hive and Goodfellas circle all day long.
And the best part is that it favors Hive, like what you said. A team that wants to take the number 1 spot from the hands of Yagu Galacticos. But now we'll put our focus onto our highlight team here, Golden Cross. 6 eliminations, looking for their 7th. Trying to eliminate Marcos. Not able to land that nade into the inside of the building. But if they want those points, they have to do it fast. 20 more seconds, and the zone will close. Now Renix Tova on his vehicle. Is he going to be the one to rush in? Not yet. Smoke's activated. Okay, maybe they're just waiting for that smoke bridge, and then they will go for it.
have to go now. Time is not on their side. Blue start to shrink. Oh. Might as well drop a couple of nades before we are moving. I guess GC, they are splitted. Some of them do want to go for rotation. We saw themselves get into the vehicle just now, but then they cancel it out. Just toss a couple of nades to make sure that Vanex will not follow them hard behind. But VKS versus Time also going on somewhere. Kim, he got oh, why? Why you have to pull over that? He got stuck somehow. And the worst possible timing. Marcus coming in, GC, that one member will leave Ronin and Crazy. They should have left early when they had the opportunity just now.
Oh well, I guess they need to continue to play without him. At least they're in the circle right now. Even Renix Tova eliminated. Okay.
Sorry.
In the middle of the circle at
Huwana.
stage 6 is in the
Huwana phóng ra ngã để phóng mình hê.
position.
Sắp chết rồi nào.
On the other side,
Sorry à bỏ.
Clive
Mà bia hoa luôn.
They got a long range.
Nhưng mà như vậy gì ra đấy. Em làm gì chịu đấy. Mà. Em làm chịu. Nó sao nó cô yên đi ngoài. Đó là bên nó phải bảo hiểu. Tao chào bảo. Strawberry smoothie. Hoa nè. Oreo nè. Tao chào bảo. Tao chào bảo. Không sao nè. Sao chào bảo. Chết sao đi là bảo. Quay lại rồi bị hoài nó à biến bia. À nhiều. Nó sao mà season nó bia. Oreo nè. Strawberry nè. Cool. Ha. Đâu mà nè. Sao chào bảo.
They need to manage the next phase of the circle and potentially clash with GC. While that is happening, Whisper International is out. So now we're down to 9 teams. One more team to be eliminated, and we will start to see teams gaining placement points. And we have a good amount of teams with only one player left, like Elevate, GC will be one player officially now. So that 8th place coming very soon.
Let me overhear that. Tiếng như vậy thôi à. Nó sao nó xe này chẳng ai chơi nhau. Thế này chẳng ai chơi nhau luôn. Lý do thế này ảo. Nó nhiều. Cái lê thông luôn. Đó là cho anh quay video mà. Video mà video.
Yep, it's still good enough for them to secure
Yeah,
around the other side of the hill because we'll something out of this map for now.
I don't mess around in Liva. Ngon. Em hui đây rồi tay. Hui mai à rồi. Kiểu báo này là quái nhìn đến đây rồi. Ồ, sao con mà nó sáng nay trong mà về quả rồi đấy. Không bảo, ngã bên lô toa này là. Ấy ngã bên lô toa này nó sáng nay trong mà. Sao trong mà. Rồi, tin trai à, to chết về rồi. Lúc tôi sao giờ bảo. Ngã sáng nay ngã bên lô toa này là. Ngã ô nào giờ này. ngã sao chỉ sinh là đông thiên à, sorry. Mình chạy. Nên luôn là khả anh đông lại. Con này chiều. Ồ, im nhào à. Rồi, đừng bí mà qua của mẹ. Lấy xem bí mà qua của cái lê thâu rồi mà. Qua của video dây rồi mà. À là khoa. Ba nhà tôi lý biểu giờ. À, ba nhà vô. À. Cú lô rồi mà thâu rồi. Cú lô rồi em bê mà nè. 那难棒，စကားပြောလို့မကောင်းစကားပြောလို့မကောင်း那难棒မကောင်းကွာမကောင်းဘူးတို့တစ်ခွက်8000နဲ့မတန်ဘူးတာကြီးတစ်ခွက်8000မတန်ဘူးနော်တို့လည်းပိုင်းရိုက်ချင်စရာ what the fuck ပိုင်းရိုက်ချင်စရာမတန်ဘူးကြိုက်ဘူးကွာရောတောက်လိုက်တော့ရောမကြိုက်တောက်လိုက်တော့မဟုတ်ရင်ငတ်နေလို့တောက်လားရင်ငတ်နေလို့တောက်လားရင်ငတ်နေလို့တောက်လားတမျိုးမထင်နဲ့ရမ်းကြိုက်လို့တောက်နေတယ်လို့မထင်နဲ့ဟုတ်လားနေမေကြီးတော့ကုန်မကြည့်အခုမှထိတ်လေးပဲကုန်နေတာဟာအများကြီးပြန်နေတယ်ငါလက်ခွားမင်းတို့စေရနာနဲ့တိုက်နေနော်ဟုတ်လားဟုတ်တယ်ကြိုက်လည်းကုန်တယ်ခဏနေရောမကောင်းတိုက်တကယ်မကောင်းတကယ်မကောင်းအရန်ချို့ပြီးရင် Oreo နဲ့မလိုက်ဘူးပြောရမယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ဖြစ် review ပေးမယ်ကွာတာကြီးတို့ review ကတော့မကောင်းဘူးတာကြီး bad review မင်းတို့ငါပြမယ်ငါမနက်စားတဲ့ဟာငါပြမယ်အရန်ကြွားကျင်လို့မင်းတို့ကြွားကျင်လို့ငါဓာတ်ပုံရိုက်တာမပြမင်းတို့အရန်ကြွားကျင်လို့ငါဓာတ်ပုံရိုက်တာကြည်တက်စီသမင်းနဲ့နော်ပြီးမှစားပြမယ်ခုလို့ဆိုတော့ကုန်သွားပြီတရက်ဒီနဲ့ဗာညာဟုတ်လားတကူးတခါကြီးဒါပေါ့တကူးတခါကြီးကြွားကျင်လို့မင်းတို့အဲ့လိုစားပြကျင်တာဒါမှငါအဲ့နေလေစားလိုက်လို့နေလေကြာလိုက်မနေဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တကူးတခါကြီးအဲ့3မိနစ်ကြံနေတာကြီးတော့မလုပ်ကြအောင်အဲ့ပြီးရပွဲလေးတက်ကြည့်ကြအောင်ဒီကဒီအင်ကြီးညီမအလံမပါဘူးရောက်ညီမအလံလေးထည့်လိုက်တော့ကောင်းလုံးဖြစ်သွားလေဝိုင်းကြီးပွဲရှိလို့လားဒီနေ့မရှိဘူးမလားညီမပွဲอ่ะအော်ရောက်
我准备，我来踩一波。
အော်အဲ့ granite ကောင်းလိုက်တယ်ငါအော်တာလေးပါလား
nice。
哦，要，我起码过地呢，我偶尔咧光年呗没，大姨讲了，红眼哇，谁？红眼买这呗。
刚刚那个视角上来看的话，想要一眼就发现刃还是有点难的。
刃的神秘的一双腿。
哎，你那么高，你那面来。
我先丢一颗烟，让你往那儿排。让我们听一下选手语音。
右边想踩，右边底边。
我偶尔一没路边那边喏。
他开了波枪，听到没？
听到了。我伤你晃一圈。
你这是这样的，我搞一个把握啊。
别晃太远，别晃太远。
看到了，全在沟里，两个全在沟里，往沟里丢雷。我打个药。
大沟吗？
对，那个很深的沟。
对。可以吗？
我丢了。
来，再下一波。
我没雷了。要不给我一个？
停在我脸上。
给你一个。
那我得先到了。
你换个线呗，
去这，
或者不要
去这，我给你打烟。疯子，我给你打烟，你去那。
去打吧。
我给你打两个。
老王来给我们应该快有
我们这跟着
别啦吧啦吧，但被拿套了嘛路。
起码天马模式。
当然就是要的。
我把车支进去。
先支。
都表呢，但俺都话加了要的，3万买的。
我们左边底边有没有人？
哪么来啊？都酷的。
没人，左边底没人。
想搞我不听。
欧的，你跟他管一下。
人家奥拉一别了没？
小人很近。
我知道。
有脚步吗？这个？
小就在我们这，在欧的脸上，在欧的脸上。小人在欧的脸上，懂吗？
信马的，我别马的。
不，你得管我。
咱们都把他边没买我对了。
能踩起来看左边底边吗？好难受啊，感觉这样。
你都要来我这无痕。
哎，我这里续烟，
你现在别来。
微博很好炸我。
你没烟吗？
我没烟。
我续了。
我续了一个。
吸一颗就行了。
操你个边。
你点好吐啊都。
我左边是有人的，头上。
哦。
躲波雷。
就在那个吉普车那就行。我跟你说，天霸爬到。
打下来呀！
等
他不打，11到一个。
哦，数据高那个哇，MK 啊。
那3
我奥拉一没过来那记。别。
我左边，我来踩一波。
我对呗。哦，实打当样路面的啦吧的，俺路一路之间没路面了。哦 ，nice 啊！呀，实打冇有没当样路天的呀，路你那面的大有没啊嘞？实打你对追啦路。
这个方向发力了。
对，因为外面倒人
我
了。
方向被你进来了。哎，你来么讲的我？离了，来么讲的路？要 A 面上哦，啊，骨地位要配了，骨地位要 A 面上加路。cái mà tu para mà rồi orang yang buat ni saat ni mami. Ya di mana? Ayo, wah di jangan ni yo. Audio apa di jangan ni yo tadi? Ah, belum lama le. Audio apa di jangan kan ni yo. Đi à, sai chứ này đi. À, lu, ông mà cái jangan ni.
But yeah, this is actually the first rank.
À, tao không còn quá, xin lỗi view.
It just happens sometimes.
Tao không còn.
Foggy start of the day, I guess. But when it comes
Thì mẹ này này giấy khả biện.
It's everywhere. Circles everywhere in here. Except for Zaki, of course. Zaki never exists. For once, not ever. So we're gonna see whether finally Zaki time, Urango, please, once, just one time.
À, biết rồi, ngao biết gọi được mùi là, à, tiếc gì nào. Có hơn gì là yes.
Well, for the millionth and one time, we will see Chu whether she will get her wish of getting a lucky circle here. With this flight,
Cái sao anh nhớ đi vô.
all the way down
Mày nói với đi nó nhau liền xoay ra vậy.
Towers area. And
Hoa cô mi. À.
the usual suspect.
À, bao bao ông mà chẳng nghe.
So we
Vô gì ai vậy?
1-4 versus ABC
Oh là.
happening.
À,
But we have got a fight inside of Saberni before, and that happened like
왜?
now with the fight back on top of
Hoa nhỏ thì ấy bao bao chẳng nghe là hả?
early fight between Good Bad
Đây rồi, khá là nhiều nhiều.
and the team.
Chả là nghe về đây rồi.
There seems to be an overlap.
Bao bao chẳng nghe.
We're going to get a fight in Saberni early.
Elevate versus GFS, perhaps. Elevate, are they the one that actually crashing into GFS? But that shows that they really want to move their ground rather than being the hot stock 20th place down there. But will it actually work? Because last we've seen Elevate forcing himself to drop or crash into different compounds that they're not used to. Seems like it's slightly lost with their objective there. Hopefully this time they do have a little bit more structured approach compared to last time, which was yesterday. And definitely it shows. They actually got shins straight away getting those spawns, and there's going to be a tricky circle. High chance we ended up right on top of Farm Mill or even Medusa intersection. But undecisive circle. Might as well ended up in SMB or Jet Fast. There's a bit of trade between both teams. It's 1-1 for both Elevate and Jet Fast, but yep, they didn't manage to get the elimination or execution just now. But other than these two teams that are fighting I don't think anybody else seems to be crushing in early.
Yeah, so that means we can just focus onto this fight now, whereby is Elevate that lost one player, that is Mango. Time is being picked up. But Shaco, it's very close. We go for it. Okay, revive kicked in. Closes the door. Holy smokes, he will shoot from the outside. Nice jump shot though to get Shaco. And Shaco will be eliminated. On the other end though, Say will be out as well. Thanks to Wrong. He did nothing wrong there. But because of that now, Elevate and Goodfellas, both of them, 2v2. Can be anyone's game now.
Still going to be tough, even though they are winning over this one. Heavy casualty for both Elevate and GFS. The more they got to lose, it's going to be GFS, but everything for the win is going to be Elevate. They got nothing else to lose, might as well just try it out. But for the others, it's going to be quite a peaceful start. Not going to have too much action until stage 4, perhaps with a sort of circle. Well, set 4, if it shifts down to SMB now, there's going to be a hectic run for the teams in the main peninsula. Not for YG, I assume. They're pretty happy themselves and OV around the SMB area. I guess for GFS, they
Kìa lái xuyên tê đểပြန်sang mày hey.
more compared to Elevate.
Đấy ai gì?
Want to be slightly
Chi đi là?
safer and try
Lái xuyên tê đểပြန်sang mày hey. Thi qua vì hey.
relatively popular 7
Chúng ta đâu hey.
Just gonna loot up the usual PUBG Mobile. I mean,
Dạ là nghe mày hey.
fighting is always gonna be, you know, drop down, survive, loot up, have another go. It's just same repeat of the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since there are no big
Chứ
challenges.
tao mà lâu mà
elsewhere,
biểu tao ủa.
So that means that we will still focus onto this fight. And this area is about 1,000 meters away from the circle. It's going to be quite a travel for them, and they will be one of the earlier places to get the zone. Speaking about the zone,
Thì
zone
ai
is
biết
closing
ai là.
now.
Hiện nay biểu xin
Both
nhà
teams
rồi.
still at a Mexican standoff because of that one.
Bây giờ mà
notice
đi
place
đi
there.
đi nó tiếng à máu đầu đi là.
Looks like there are no
Đi em
more
nhá phát mẹ
notices,
còn đi
so
qua.
exiting Severny.
Ngân nu
And
đi.
to me, that's a good choice. Exit, get a vehicle,
Đúng mà
and
có
either
trên
focus
nhiều
onto
quá.
rotating or get another spot to loot up.
Sung tí 唔會靚喎，sung tí唔知。
Peekaboo, I see you. Yep, denying their mobility while waiting things out. They're just gonna come out.
Kể từ đó luyện tới lên thôi bây giờ bỏ.
For both teams. I guess that's gonna be stage 2 to answer for that one. 1,000 meters far from the safe zone. Still stage 1, so they have whatever it takes they need to before hitting stage 4. Oh, I see that one. I mean, like, we need to get out. We are losing more than we should have. We are the one that actually not getting any benefit of this. So how do we exit out without making a sound? Bikes, I guess, for Goodfellas gaming. That's pretty smart. I like that.
Yeah, and because of that as well, then, well, both sides are out. Goodfellas getting creative as well. Yeah, and great call by both sides, right? If the fight were to continue, if it was a Mexican standoff, then it's a lose-lose situation. When it becomes a lose-lose situation between the two, the bigger loser is going to be Goodfellas because Elevate, well, they will still be at number 20 and you can't go lower than that. But for Goodfellas, they might still be able to be caught up by other teams below them, and at this point, they don't want that for sure.
Yeah, thank you for
Tới lên thôi bây giờ chứ bà.
in case you guys just missed that fight just now. Coming up from Cloud, but yeah, Elevate.
Yeah.
Plan B, they go. They know that GFS just now will not force the fight anyway. It's been quiet for quite a bit. They don't want to waste their time.
Tới lên thôi bây giờ luyện chứ nhà ai thế mà đấy.
Try to find a couple of places to loot up.
Đó đâu kỹ này mà
Prime
tu.
is doing his own thing.
Rồi nghe quấy gì đi bà.
Got himself a meeting up point or rendezvous point afterwards after they're done with the northern side, knowing the fact that stage 2 circle will be slightly further than they hoped for. Quite a central circle, I must say, still slightly on the right side, of course. ABC just now.
Cô ấy chỉ xin nè nó chứ sao nó lê mà nó thà con nó mà rồi nó sẽ mang cái nó cho bị nó nó con nó mà to sao cho ra nguyên một lô đấy vì ai này giống mày à mày đó là tính thế mày giống à mà không có rồi quý tư mà nó bù giống à mà
slower and less aggressive compared to when 214 is actually playing.
Yeah, no 214, no party, right? For them. It's like all of a sudden, it's like, okay, even in the first round, they only went up with 1 point. So, yeah. But ABC, they need to push
ကဲ
forward.
YG
Because
အနေ
they
နဲ့
have a
တော့
good chance
16
of
မှတ်ပဲ
winning
ကွာ
Team
တယ်
16.
ဒီနေ့မှာ
And
YG
hopefully they'll be able to do better.
W-1
Even
champion
without
ဖြစ်မှာလား
214,
champion မ
because
ဖြစ်
they're
ဘူးလား
very
ကြည့်ရမယ်
early.
OB အနေနဲ့ကလည်း
They
top
need to
3 ထဲ
start
မှာ
as
တော့ဆက်
early
တော့
as
ရှိနေတယ်
possible. If
အဆင်ပြေတယ်
they leave it until the
တဲရာအနေနဲ့
later games,
121 မှတ်
yeah,
တော်ရည်
will
တယ်တော့ရောက်တော့မယ်
too late.
BKS 124 မှတ်
ABC
BKE
that
နဲ့တော့
is
အမှတ်တော့တိတ်တော့မ
hoping
ကွာ
they
တော့
can
ဘူး
play the early. No
19 မှတ်ပဲ
214
ကွာတယ်
them early.
အဆင်ပြေတယ်
The rest is up to them next.
နော်ကိုရီအကောင်လုံးကြောတက်ဖို့လိုတယ်တော့အဲ့ထဲမှာညီမကြီးရှိနေအဆင်ပြေတယ် VIA နဲ့ GC နဲ့တော့တန်းနဲ့ဝင်ပိုကောင်းတယ်တော့တန်းအမင်း120ဆိုတော့မဖြစ်နိုင်ဘူးဒါပေမဲ့17လောက်ထိတော့ဖြစ်နိုင်တယ် CSU ကိုကြော်လို့ရတယ်ဒါကြီးတို့
No, I never know. I do know Philippines cuisine
Oh.
a bit because
အဲ့တော့ YG ကိုတက်လို့ဆိုပြီးတော့ GC ကိုဝိုင်းမဆဲကြပါနဲ့တောင်းမှန်ပါတယ်မင်းတို့
Naga.
အာလောက်ခွမ်းမယ်
I never tried Burmese
မင်းတို့တောင်းမှန်ပါတယ်
or
နော်
cuisine before. Have you tried them before?
No, but I know that there is a mall here that actually sells Burmese cuisine.
Really?
Yeah, it's around the area of Puduraya.
ကဲဇုံကြီးကတော့ချက်သားဇုံကြီးပါ YG နဲ့တော့အဆင်ပြေမယ်လို့ထင်ပါတယ်
Oh, yeah,
Which am I,
Burmese
VIA?
cuisine, actually.
Yeah,
Anh
I
xem
only
ba
saw
sao
like
lại
some
để anh
content
nè,
somewhere
thế
in
rồi
Southeast
tôi
Asia.
la
I
quay,
have not tried
OB.
it myself, so I can't
ပြောဆို
say
ရင်
much.
GC အနေနဲ့
That's
တော့
all
တရား
I
တော့
know. I
နော်
know
တယ်
there's a location there, and that's about it.
If you guys know, do verify for us. If
Hi,
you
hi, ma.
are close to Kuala Lumpur as well, do tell us where we could find, a different. I always love regional
ဟိုင်းအနေနဲ့ဖြစ်နေတာ
cuisines. We always have, always
Anh
surprised
nhìn
me
kìa,
the way
yes.
that- well, this is quite.
Yes sir
I mean, the basics, the
Anh nhìn
fundamentals
kìa, quay làm
is
không?
always
Cô phải biết à?
something that's very familiar to us, but the way they mixed it, it's a very unique combination. And speaking of combination,
YG ပေးမှာမှားလို့ရပါတယ်ဗျာလား
to actually see Vanix versus BKE because BKE they don't really into early fights that we've seen.
Right, yeah.
From my
အတစ်ထွက်မှဟာပိုလှတယ်ဒါကြီး
fights, to,
ဂိုရန်ဂျာစီလေးကပိုလှတယ်ဗျာ
engaging
ဂိုရန်ဂျာစီလေးကပိုလှတယ်ဗျာအဲ့ဒါလေးလိုချင်တယ်
so when it's a bit more cramped down. Vanix they love
အဲ့
fighting.
YG ပေးမှာတမ်းမေးကြည့်ပါဗျာဒါကြီး
Well, the one that
ပို့ပေးလို့ရလားမရလား
is always gonna
ဒီ
be
ကလည်းမသိဘူး
CC and GGZ. These gonna be your usual suspects.
Yeah, ABC especially. That's
ရန်
why
ကုန်
it's
ကလ
always
ကြီး
like
ကို
a
ဖေးဖို့ပေးမှာ
roller coaster
တက်ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်
Like
အဲ့မှာ
sometimes
တင်
they
ထား
do
ပါတယ်
well, they win and they can go a little bit further, but if they don't, then yeah, that's why they are currently bottom four. So they can
BKS အနေ
only
နဲ့
find
မစ်ဆိုင်က
something
တ
wrong
ဘော
with
တော့ရ
that.
ရှိတာလေ
I'm
ဒီ
all
ကွန်မောင်း
okay
လေးအ
with
ဆင်ပြေတယ်
that, but you gotta like
ဒီ
use
ခေ
your
တ်က
brain
124မှတ်
with the early fights. That's all, and that's the case for ABC, right? Sometimes it's hard for us to see more of them because they keep losing early. But if
Tele
they can
thao
win,
ra
like,
bảo không
maybe 1 or 2 early
ပြ
fights,
တော့လွယ်တဲလေးထောက်ပြပါဦး YouTube မှာလည်း subscribe လေးမလို့ဒီလောက်ပြပါဦး YouTube မှာ subscriber 4K လေးလုံးမယ်လေ 4K လေးသွားကြမယ်လေ
Shouting out to, one of our very passionate audience there. Rohan, you've been awesome. I've been watching the entire week. He's there. He's a die-hard fan
Hello
of
there,
YG,
Bobby.
of course. I'm curious about what YG do have for their, daily meals as well, especially prepping for a bigger stage like world stage. Example, definitely they have their dietitian there. But when it comes to preparing Elevate, they were quite prepared in the start when they changed a bit and crashing into a different compound, but they weren't prepared enough to caught off guard when they are
YouTube
transitioning
က
into the circle. They got caught
Pika
in
online ပါ
GGZ.
ဒီနာမည်ပါပဲ Pika online ပါ
Uh,
ခုလို့ဆို live လွှင့်တာပါလေ
It was definitely straightforward. Now, unfortunately, Elevate. It's not enough. They already suffered at 20th spot, but they're losing it more this time.
Yeah, down to only one.
Pika
I don't see
online ba?
them- I mean, with this kind of performance, I don't see them getting out of number 20, the dreaded number 20. So if that's going to be the case,
အ
by
င်း
the
နဲ့
end of
စပြီး
the
တော့
year,
တော့
next year
OB
will
နဲ့
be
ဒီဘက်ချက်မှာ
very
Romeo
strong. They have to finish
စပြီးတော့
very,
တွေ့
very
ပြီလားမသိ
high
ဘူး
next
OB
year
နဲ့
in order for them to have a chance to win the grand finals. If not, this will be that season.
Yeah,
that
look-
Elevate
look
gets
big at
eliminated
Pokemon, eh?
early. And Elevate, they're also not like a new team. Like they have like this organization or this team has been around for multiple seasons. It'll
Oh.
be funny to not have them in the finals.
Terror Esports, BKE, 7 Sky losing men now. But for Terror Esports, I like the fact that they're back to their usual self.
Rain.
A bit more confident.
You know so yes.
compared to
Rain.
the
Pa no tia. Hey.
high run
Nice.
It's just doing
Rain.
well for them.
တရားတော့ပါသွားပြီ
So far, I mean, starting from yesterday, it's just going south.
အဲ့ဒီအကုန်ဒီ အဲ့ဒီတော့တက်တဲ့အတင်းကိုငါတို့အားပေးမယ်ရအောင်အကုန်အားပေးဟောဒီစီကပါသွား
Esports still managed to get himself an opening, and Terry Esports just
ပြောဦး
like
နော်
how we just
မပြောဦးနော်
eventually did
အဲ့ရပြောဦးမအောင်
as well. But we talked about GF
အာခေလေးကျွညာ GC နဲ့တော့တွေ့နေပြီ
taking too much blues and
ရရင်ဒီနှစ်တင်းကမဟုတ်တော့ဘူးရရင်မဟုတ်တော့ဘူးလို့ဒီနှစ်တင်းကမဟုတ်တော့ဘူးလို့
Observation needs
ဟိုဘက်တရားမှမတွေ့တော့ဒီဘက်တရားမှလည်းတွေ့တာပါတဲ့မဟုတ်တော့ဘူးလို့မင်းတို့ကောင်းအောင်နေရ
long range. Hopefully we'll find that out later.
မင်းတို့ကိစ္စနာမဟုတ်တော့ဘူးလို့
Spending time in the blue. As for time, actually we gotta think about it as well. Now that I
ခေလေးကျွညာအနေနဲ့တရားတော့ပါသွားပြီ OV နဲ့အာ
they didn't start off the
GC
week
နေနဲ့
well,
တော့
but they
Okay.
are slowly and quietly now they are in the middle, so that's not bad for time.
coming up from Group A, majority
YouTube မှာ subscribe လေးလုပ်ပြီးမှ second မိနစ်20ကျမှ comment ရေးလို့ရပါမယ် subscriber တွေရဲ့ comment မှန်လို့ရတာပါ
their performance trajectory slowly and surely, but it took them a longer time than we hoped for.
subscribe လေးလုပ်လာပြီးမိနစ်20ကြာရင်ရပါပြီ
Whilst Vanning Sport is like one trick show, they are super high up there. Second map, which is on the same day,
Ika
they
bia.
lost the entire week. The second map onwards is just completely different.
YouTube ကလူတွေအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါ TikTok ကလူတွေအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါမင်္ဂလာပါ
One that feels slightly
ညငါတို့ရရမရဘူးခဏလိုက်ဆွေးမှမင်းအိမ်ပြောနေတာမသိပြောက်သွား
inconsistent trajectory right now. They are ups and down. I would say it's 7 Sky. Because GC very
တောက်လို့မကောင်းတဲ့အချွေရည်လေးပါ
at
Tí
least
biệt mình xì à?
not going backwards. Same goes for
အကောင်ပြအကောင်ပြ
Yeah, 7 Sky we see them a lot on our screens too. But
Alun
overall,
nila biya de.
number
Bama ba?
16 now. Yeah, top 16, but ABC is not far behind them. GC is not far behind them. So they
ဖေးမှာလွှင့်နေဒါပေမဲ့အခုကဖေးက error တက်နေပြီးက
circle shift.
လိုက်လွှင့်လို့မရဘူးဖြစ်နေ2လ3လလောက်ရှိပြီ
With the compound in the middle of the circle, that's a really good
2လ3လလောက်ရှိပြီဖေးကိုပေးရ
That
လိုက်
means
လွှင့်လို့မရ
this
ဘူး
hardship, a lot of teams at the south will need to
Like
work
ခလောက်မပေါ်ဘူး
together
ဖြစ်နေဘယ်လို
and
လုပ်ရမလဲ
expect a lot of clashes at the southern side of the circle.
ဖေးကဆော်ရှိတာမရှိဘူးပြင်းနေတူတယ်ရော
crowd there just on the northern shelf.
ဒီကအိမ်မှာနေပါတယ်ဝိုင်းကြီးနေနဲ့ 1K ဆရပါတယ်
Yeah, fast
အားလုံးမလို့လဲလာမလို့လား
run before. I just hope they don't start to lose momentum now, because the moment they start declining, it's gonna be just rolling down the hill and keep on going sour for their performance an entire day. I just hope that's not gonna be the case here right now. But they're still in 10th place. Like I mentioned before, we talked about it yesterday. I think 100 points is definitely going to be a borderline benchmark for them to
Ai
be
lè.
16th place.
ငါမှမသိရစကား
Already super low right now. I mean, if compared to the average, I think it should
ဖေးကလည်းမေးရတဲ့
points for
လာမ
them.
လို့လားလို့
But nonetheless, we're going to shift over for our shelter fight. That's
Cosby အနေနဲ့တရားတော့ဆရတော့ပါပြီ
in a pinch.
Cosby 2မှန်တောင်းလာပြီလေ
Elevations. They are in
အော်စမိုင်းလည်း VN ရောတီးနေပြီ
Now, BKE do have a wider spread.
အော် Romeo GC ရောပပလေးကြီးကိုပြင့်နေလီမလို့ ABC ကိုလည်းပြနေတာကတော့ ဘက်တရီယာဟိုစိုက်ကဲ S မှာဖြစ်နေတာဘာလို့ဒီကိုလည်းပြနေတာလဲလို့အော်
I mean, now only Spyro
You know
has
what?
lost the MVP. I think.
ဘာပြနေမသိဘူး
Yeah.
ငါတို့မြန်မာတွေဟိုမှာတီးနေပြီဟာ
You were talking about Spyro and what that
အာလီမလို့ဒီကောင်ကိုလည်းပြနေတာလားလို့ငါဆောင်းရမ်းပေါက်လာပြီ
number 20.
လီးတယ်မှာပဲ
Oh, okay. This is a high
ကောင်းတယ်
We only one active player, which is Rex. Going
Hello,
up against Mr.
ma.
International is going to be really hard. And the moment
Oh,
they
you
rush
are
him,
bad,
they
boy.
take him out.
Hee.
And Observation Esports will only gain 1 point this time.
ဟိုကစပရေးပြကောင်ဆော့တော့မကြောက်
Cleaned up their ends quite differently when it comes to the last day. Terra Esports, despite having a trio, YG now on Vanix. We do have a lot of smokes here where MSI is starting to shoot against Golden Cross. I guess YG do have the aim right now fully focused on Vanix, which
အဲ့ကောင် game message ဖတ်လို့မတော့လားမသိဘူးကွာစပရေးပြတော့ကောင်ဆော့တော့မကြောက်
curious about the southern
ပြီးတယ်
side.
မှာပဲ
They were practically in the eastern
GC
half.
နေနဲ့1 man ပဲကြံမယ်
But just checking things out. I like how YG actually make it into a habit for the entire roster here. Despite
ဟိုကောင်run မတူလူကလည်းကူနော်မမမတော့ princess တယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်တာကြီးခိုင်းပြီတယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်ပြသွားပြီ
Five international outs
ဒီကောင်နေအချင်းချင်း granite ထုနေတာလို့မင်းဟိုပွဲတော့ကြတော့မုံဝိုင်းကိုဟိုကောင်ထုတယ်အခုပြန်ထုတယ်မင်းပျော်စရာကြီးပျော်ပါနေတာရအောင် ပြီး
and they will continue to pull away
easy ရအောင်နေငါဝိုင်းကြီးအင်ကြီးချွတ်စရာမလိုတော့ဘူးဝိုင်းကြီးအင်ကြီးချွတ်စရာမလိုတော့ဘူးဟာ
I mean, he did redeem himself for the rest of
မသိဘူးလို့
I guess that's just we can take it as, you know,
စာရေးပြရင်ပြောပြမယ်
an indicator from Prezzo that he's going to go all bang out after this. He's definitely going to push all the way to us getting the
You see, man?
here. But I'm trying to be
အောင်ရေးစောက်ပြနေတာတက်ပြီမနကောင်းလိုက်လား
Sonics that have been aimed by YG a long time, but right now it's going to be crash time to us.
Hiya.
Lord,
အိမ်မောအိမ်ခေါင်းမောကောင်ပြန်ပြစ်သွားမင်းကောင်းလိုက်ဗျာ
put their objectives on hold. They thought they could just wipe off advantage.
နှမျောဖို့တော့ကောင်းရတယ်ဟောရေးဘက်ကလေမကြလားဒါပေမဲ့မနကလည်းသူကသူကြုံသွားတာသိတယ်မဟုတ်လား
Of miscalculation with their timing there, but the circuit have
အော်
news at least one
Wow.
and Van
အော်
team their fight. It's gonna be MSI trying to be a third party.
အော်
Oh, YG has a good clear shot on
Hey!
but now YG not having a good time
နော်ပြီ
and the plays are really low. Smile will be knocked down by Jeffrey with that beautiful nade. Cloud will be alone in that building together with Marcos and Lord.
အော်
And here comes Misfit International.
ကိုလူက
as well.
လည်း
The
အော်
Be eliminated.
လီပါကွာ
James
လီရပေါ့လို့
fight in this area.
ဘာတွေမှမသိဘူးကွာ
Misfit International.
စိတ်ညစ်လာပြီ
trying to take out Vanix.
မနက်ကတို့ကဒီအိမ်ကိုတို့မလို့ယူလဲရတယ်သိမှာ
Master Lion. Our top three's gone. And GGZ. Will they want to do something about it? It's still gonna be a long howl.
ဒီအိမ်ကိုလိုက်နဲ့ကြုံသွားတာရောင်မနက်စကြုံသွားတာရောင်ကြုံသွားတော့မင်းအမဖေဖေကြီးဖြစ်ကုန်ပါမင်း
They definitely have
ခွေးဖြစ်သွားတာကောလို့
you know,
ဟောဟာတွေဖြစ်ကုန်ပါမင်း
kind of
ပြစ်တာတော့ကောင်းပါ
got eliminated slightly, just slightly a bit early, around stage 5, 6, and 7. They couldn't make
အဲ့တော့ VI ကေးလို့နေတာမှန်တယ်အော်ရော
Oh,
Oh.
a lot of good knockdowns, which I was going to mention. But can they execute? And execution sometimes an issue because there's so many teams where they start to fight, and third party is real in this lobby.
Yeah, especially with this kind of open space, right? A third party could come from afar as well. And Master Lion, too much open space for him. Receives damage from Jeffrey. And he will be knocked from there.
အဲ့လိုရေးပြီးတော့ငါဘယ်လိုကြီးဖတ်ပေးရမှာ
Screen,
မေးပေးလိုက်အောင်
one player left. He's going towards the middle. Can he make it though? Okay, found a spot. Okay, he'll be
ဟို
okay
နဲ့
for now.
VI တဲရာအမှတ်တွေလိုနေအတင်းလေးတွေတော်တော်ကြီးကိုကောင်းနေပြီတာကြီးတို့
On the other end, and Jeffrey
အမှတ်တွေလိုနေတာဝိုင်းကြီးကအမှတ်တွေခွဲပေးနေတာတာကြီးတို့အေးဆေးပဲ
Speaking of spoilers alert. Vanix, they're not saying
ညီမ3တင်းကြံနေတယ်
the spoilers, but unfortunately MSI do have these eye grants. Marcus managed to make a way in.
ညီမ3တင်းကြံနေတယ်
Will not be. Yep, it just might as well explode it. Seven Sky got taken out. We do have 8 more teams to go. Given the opportunity, NGGZ to catch up to.
အော်ဒီဘက်ကျမ BKS
It's gonna be the museum.
တီအခေါ်နေတီအဲ့တော့ပေါင်းပေါင်း
Over this big time.
အဲ့စကွာငါ
and big time esports out. Now we're down to 7 teams. Stage 5. This round is really fast right now. ABC in a fight of their own. And
โอ้
now it's only
ရော
Sega
2မှန်တော့တောင်းပါတယ်ရော
By
ABC
the
က
edge of the circle, his teammates will be eliminated.
ဟောနေ
And
ABC
Hawkins
တေးမှပဲငါတို့တော့
still not
မင်း
let go
GC
of
တော့အ
Misfit
ဆင်ပြေမှာ
International. They will still put pressure on
VI
them.
ကတော့ဒီဒီဘက်အေးဆေးပဲဖြစ်သွားပြီတာကြီးတို့
Picking up the points from ABC.
ပြီပဲမရမ်းဒီရောရင်ငါလည်းမောလာပြီ
Technically, they can still overtake Seven Sky, but with 1 player left, it's going to be pretty difficult.
ဒီရပြနေတာလားတို့
BKS. Very difficult sprays. Ambitious.
ကဲကိုရီမြန်မာတင်းနေတော့3နှစ်တော့ကြံနေတယ်ခုဆိုရင်တော့ပြေတော့စစ်တယ်တော့ညီမ3နှစ်
Castle, whatever esports there.
အန်ဂျီ MSI ABC နှစ်ယောက်ပဲကြံကောင်းတယ်
But still, they managed to
အဲ့
penetrate.
အန်ဂျီကမင်းအိမ်မာကြီးရောက်ရင်
From then, it's
အိမ်ကြီးမှာရောက်ရင်
meters apart, but the circle.
ဟိုအာ
itself in
အဲ့ခိုင်လာ
20 seconds now. Whether they still gonna be in VKS.
ဒီကောင်နေအိမ်ရောက်တာကောင်းချက်ပဲဟော
will, but the one that's not gonna be in MSI, they have to start shifting.
Oh yes, as the circle shifts, of course. And for ABC with the final
ဘယ်
play,
သူမှလည်းဝင်တိုင်း
with
ဝင်မရှိဘူး
the
ကြာသူ
circle,
တို့အိမ်
I'm not sure how much
အဲ
more
တင်း
he
မှမရှိ
can
တော့
last. But within the circle, and GGZ again doing well, considering that this is not a rondo match. Again, 7 elimination points for them at this stage. It's pretty nice. And maybe they can overtake Observation Esports.
And GGZ, or they want to get out. I wouldn't want. I mean, if I'm GGZ now, I mean that's gonna be the worst case possible to got over. Yeah, it's gonna be a
ငါ
great.
အဲ့လိုနေနေချင်းငါ့ကိုပြည့်တော့ငါဆဲပြီဟုတ်လား
You got himself.
ဩ
Might as well just wait out for the blue. But for Vix Jaffrey, always good at long shots, but it's gonna be a three-way battle.
ဟုတ်တယ်
Terry is kind of in a pinch right now. They're under the radar of Alex.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဗျာဂေါ်စပီ
Z got spin.
တဲ့တော့3ယောက်တော့ကျန်နေတာနော်
Swing.
2ယောက်ပဲကျန်တော့တယ်ထင်
There's gonna be
အကောင်တော့ပြည့်
He's got surrounded.
Oh.
Oh my god. He got it in pinch. MSI still licking their wounds for Terry spot, but MSI got themselves an upgrade. They do have this elevation. Take advantage of those death boxes laying around from the last team they fought against, which none other than Vanix.
တဲ့တော့3ယောက်ကျန်နေတာကွာ2ယောက်ပဲကျန်တယ်
Of the British smoke, they want to get into Terry.
တော့ပြီးရရေးတော့ပြီး
Nade! Almost a double down. Godspeed, barely alive and down.
ရှော့ဝေးရထိရတာမင်းအဝေးကြီးလေကွာနဲ့ရ
So close. Yaka is still far though.
Oh, that is a rain though, and no way Yaka can do anything about the
အ
situation.
ကောင်တော့ပြီးအကောင်တော့ပြီးအကောင်တော့ပြီးအကောင်တော့ပြီးအကောင်တော့ပြီးအကောင်တော့ပြီး
Shots.
ထပ်ပြပါဦးကားပေါက်ပြီးနော်တော့ပါ
On the other side, maybe.
ကောင်းတယ်
To Yaka. This
နော်ပြီး
This Nate. And
ကားပေါက်လိုက်မလားဘက်ကီလေး
Buy away the points.
အေး
Oh, then not really though. Instead, it's gonna be Nate from.
ပေါက်သွားတယ်ပေါက်သွားတယ်
Where did
ငါပြောတယ်ရခကီးရတယ်
Yaka getting south, okay.
ငါပြောတယ်ကားပေါက်တော့မှာလို့
Oh man, that was such a messy one. It was so hard to tell who actually got what.
Oh, but this is
အေးအန်ဂျီစားတော့ OB ကိုမှီပြီးအောင်ရင်
tuned down.
ပြတော့ကောအိမ်တီးတော့ရှိပြီ
Oh, that was so close. But Yaka, this
Eh,
is
lo bhai
very
kya hai bhai
lonely ending for him. Same goes for Xiao Jiao. So I guess two lonely men can be friends now.
အေး ABC ကကြံခဲ့တယ်ဟောမင်းအဲ့ရ GC တော့မကောင်း
and GGZ full squad. Just let them do their job because these two solo players definitely. I mean, they just want to be friends. They are becoming friends. That's a Morse code they do. They're doing like, how are you coping up alone? Now Xiao
Hello, OB.
He can respond with a message.
OB
Wow, now I
Top
know
for
one
Yaro.
new language that you know. Moscow. Oh man, two lonely men being friends reminds me of my life. Anyway, Xiaojia is still in the game. I'm actually quite impressed that he's still alive. And the longer he stays alive, obviously he'll be collecting more placement points. So it's still pretty nice for him. But I
ရရောက်ပြီ
now
လား
don't know whether he can go beyond top.
အေးလို့ဖိလစ်ပင်းဗျာ
But if a commotion happens within the circle, maybe he can still survive to go maybe top 3, maybe top 2.
Do they know about him? That's the question. I love the fact NGGZ and BKS fighting things out. I do want the solo players
Yo.
to have their own limelight, but unfortunately, the reposition of VKS might actually discover Yaku's position by now. Same goes NGGZ. And Zalja, they definitely see him running away from the blue zone by now. I think they definitely know for both solo players. Unfortunately, I have a feeling they might end up at 3rd and 4th place anytime soon, Cloud.
အော် VK ကလည်း4ယောက်ကျန်နေတာကွာ
And we will know that in a little bit for sure. Now that the movement is happening.
အဲ့ဆိုတော့မပါတော့ဘူး
Ah, they saw Xiaoza. Ah, okay. Oh
ဟာ
well.
ဟာဟာ
But the rooftop position definitely gave Red that point of view. And now they are at 9 elimination points. NGGZ, man, something fired them up today.
ဟုတ်လိုက်လား
NGGZ are always on fire. It's whether they get extinguished by other teams early or not. But when they got it right, this is where they ended up.
ဟောပြစ်မကောင်မရှိဘူးရောက်ရင်
Incredible place. Very incredible. They love early fights. The thing I love
ညံ
about
ဖင်ရ
they always keep the actions rolling from the start till the end.
ကဲဘယ်တင်းချင်းခဲ့ရမလို့ထင်တယ်ကိုရီမြန်မာ2တင်းတော့ကျန်နေတယ်
But his view is not the best. He
Mm.
barely get any info. You can see a lot of grasses. And I don't think glasses can help him relay any information at this point. But I mentioned before, NGGZ, since they are not in the circle, this is where they might walk themselves in a trap. They need to pop a lot of smoke. Just to
NGZ မြန်မာမဟုတ်လေ
corner
မြန်မာ
of the wall.
VKS
And
နဲ့
what
တဲတာ
they
နဲ့
will actually choke them to death with that kind of angle.
Well, for Yaka, somehow miraculously he gets the circle. So now he'll be hoping for between NGGZ and VKS to fight, eliminate each other. He goes up one more placement and gets more placement points. They don't know that he's there yet, and they're just focused onto each other, which is great news for Yaka. VKS, their move now. 10 more seconds before the zone closes, and it's time for them to decide on what they're going to do next. Lots of open space in front of them. If they drive straight to crash, then it might be their demise. But then again, NGGZ, they're coming
well, I
close,
know,
and here comes
wow.
Minor getting Amura.
သွားပြီ VKS ရှော့ပြီ
Yaka's position is prime to get chicken.
အော်ရောင်လောက်ပေါ်တွေကထွက်လိုက်တော့ကွာ
For Minor. But Nate's flying close, but I think Yaka's definitely jittering. But Amura's bleeding now. Definitely just hovering around. Ven's gonna be the main target. Amura's on the ground. Ven also. Oh, here comes a. Oh, that was a self-driven 4 wheels.
အော်
just
ရောင်
now.
လောက်ပေါ်တွေကထွက်လိုက်တော့ကွာငါ
Minor,
လုံးမကောင်းလိုက်တာ
just managed to
Whoa.
shut down M-Hop. Oh, I feel like VK as they are losing a lot of members, but they still go for anything possible for the points. But for NGGZ, these are monsters today.
ဟောနေတူမှန်တော့
These are the guys that will be taken out by Lil
Oh.
Wangs. What a comeback, but never mind, close enough. Oh, it's gonna be a 2v1, so no, never
Oh.
mind. Yaka, they can see your tush.
လောက်ပေါ်တွေကထွက်တယ်ဟေးလောက်ပေါ်တွေကထွက်တယ်ဟာ
And GGZ, what a game.
ကောင်းပါလေဒီကွဲက ဒီမှာငါတို့ရှောင်းကုန်းကုန်းနေတော့ကောင်းနေပြီမင်း
这怎么操作啊？
也被淘汰出局。大胆预测，今天会拉满。
ကြီးကြီးတောက်ပြီးချောတော့
哇，无痕还在水里游。
其实贴着前面这个，
ညတတ်မှတ်ပဲကွာဟေး
贴着前
အဲ့
面
ဒါ၄ဝဲပဲကြံ
还有药吗？有药的话，
看不到了。
蜘蛛感应。
是的，我感觉西航其实一直在看水里啊，
嗯，
因为你想无痕是一个残血状态，
主要它水域面积比较大，
对
你可能要排的这个方向有点多。
无痕这个点它有圈啊，
正正好好带圈，
对，反而顶上的天
我
霸就
把它搞
危险
解呗哦
了
猫哥倒在信号接收区之外。
这个时候 ST 要往下攻厕所吗？但是他这个起步就会被
哦
TC 架死。
TC 不着急啊，一步圈儿，
是的
他现在就卡着 ST 就行了。
，TC 肯定是想拿 ST 分数的，他
ဒီ
现
စီ
在
က
也
400
敢
တော့
吗
ကျန်နေတော့
对，
他也很想接近这个赛点分线。这波 TC 进点其实处理的非常完美了，
အော်ကောင်းကြပဲ哦
而且阿兰这2天真的是
အားလိုက်ရကောင်းလာတော့
圈形一刷之后 ，TC 要过马路，
အားထောက်တော့ကောင်းတယ်အငြိမ်းပဲ
还有载具可用。我觉得 TC 现在这个物资啊、载具储备这块儿的话，
အစီရဝင်ရမှာ
帮他们去在决赛圈去争夺一个更高的名次的。
ST 往这个方向走，一定会吃到 TC 的枪线扫射。
对 TC 这个时候车也不用上了，先扫一波，先扫一波 ST 再说。
风许被点倒，
对，天已经单局
ငါတို့ wifi က80မှာ
上车了。
没错，拿到这个反斜，只需要小心 NV 的枪线就可以了。要丢集火雷，知道这边来的人比较多。
အဲ့年過
哦，
这个
TC
应该
的
配个音
集火雷丢的很到位啊！
哦
这波排点是直接把前
哦那
面
的话
炸倒了。
芷田说
而且补掉
前面什么地狱啊？
对，待不了。你看芷田慢慢的向旁边蠕动，不行不行，我得快走。
芷田你敢动吗？
这位置待不了，这位置待不了。
下面人比较少一点，这激活雷给的压力没那么大。
对，
芷田手上还有2颗雷。
哦，蓝宇这边被炸残，赶紧下去，不能再多待了。
对，但是芷田现在也不好起身。
天霸得再忍一会儿就有开枪的机会了。
你講錯喎，你講錯。
现在微笑还是顶上来想把芷田这个点拔掉。
我觉得他应该是算着 ST 人不多。
对。
对。
然后还在高
对。
蓝圈里面。
对。
TC 已经做2次动作了，他已经在提前部署决赛圈。
猫哥倒了，
先下来压 NV。
甜点火力被拔掉。不过天霸好像有输出一点的角度，而 TC 只能再往后退一退。
回收回来就好了。
这波退下来的话，控住岸边就可以了。
是的，因为不断削减邻居的一个编制的话，对他们吃鸡的局面会更加有利一些。
是的
，HHG 也出来了。HHG 的伏笔在于他們是3人編。
哎，之前那也搞在一起的呀。现在不会玩的了，刚不玩。
这把 TC
應該咪ဖွင့်ပြပါတော့6သိန်းလောက်ကျန်နေတော့မဖွင့်နေဘူးသူတို့3သိန်းလောက်ကျန်မှဖွင့်
收下了无痕。啊，决赛圈的话就是。
ရဖွင့်လို့ရပြီလေတာကြီးတို့
4321。
နိုဘာတကောင်ကျန်နေတာဟေးအေးကြားရဝင်ပြီးပုံနေရဟုတ်တယ်ပုံနေထဲထဲဝင်
看一眼呢。
ချင်းနိုင်ရဆင်မပြေဘူးမမီဆက်မိုက်တယ်အိမ်မမီဆက်မိုက်တယ်哦哦好了哎没澳嘛没好高兴
这边又还要扔好汉的雷。
来一些来一些
对，他的位置有点小。
哦哟
没事3打2打2322眼里活了一个
蛋好打了你小逼我
脸上这个
买的呀累死给你
我给他下来别站一坨小文虚右手虚右边
那不一样诶光来了
让他跑过去对面平
没按完都把这个会吗
一个在对面一个在右边底边
套了
烽烟过去踩呗我说得踩一波来从左边踩一个在中间
哦是单里的哇拉来的样诶是单都加把了哦哟要是单加进都面了哟哦哟哟老把老瓜了样诶老瓜的呀脱的样诶好啊嘿Holy shit Oh, what the heck? Thế là giả bài lệ. Thế là ông mà thằng con ấy chắc là lớn quá thì thoát lại là lùng à lô. Thế là gì? Quán bị xe lao tỏa trả này mày.
3打2打2
小
让我们听一下全程语音
没事
哎呦哎呀那面了我龙啊龙嘛龙啊我来老几家một tất tao thì con này cha nhìn như này bây giờ mà lúc nào mà từ rồi can à cha vậy nhìn nó rồi khá nào vậy can à maybe lúc đó tông sao can mà bỏ phụ cha vậy can này rồi giờ TC à mình tông rồi biết hàng này à rồi alo mà không phải mà chịu sao ta can lại cha vậy nó ngã sao cái nó can này ồ အဲ့မှာ3個အဲ့မှာ4個
等我，等我，等我，走不上墙。
哦
赢了，赢了。我们打，快快打！李金岩，鼻金岩。
哦
我操！
就是耶တယောက်တည်းခုနှစ်ကောင်ပါတယောက်အားပေးတာယူနားထောင်လိုက်အောင်မင်းထားអော်တာကြောက်စရာကြီးညို
别急，等我，等我，等我。
ထားអော်တာရရှိုးလိုက်အောင်
走不上墙。
အတန်ကျဲပြီမယ်ကွာ
赢了，赢了。我们打，快快打！李金岩，鼻金岩。我操！
တယောက်ဖန်နေအားပေးတာယူရှိုးလိုက်အောင်မင်းအောက်မှာအရောက်ကောင်းလုံးပါတယ်ကွာ nice ရှယ်ပဲရောဖုတ်ချက်ပဲဖုတ်ချက်ပဲ就是မလာသေးဘူးလားမလာသေးဘူးလားဟိုမှာတပွဲပြီးသွားရင်ဒီမှာမလာသေးဘူးလားအေးကောင်းချက်ပဲအဲ့ကြောင့်ပြီးရဲ့ကိုကြိုက်တာမင်းကောင်းတဲ့အတင်းဆိုတာမရှိဘူးမင်းကောင်းတီးခံရမှာပဲကောင်းတဲ့အတင်းဆိုတာမရှိဘူးတားကြီးတို့အဲ့ကောင်တွေမှာကောင်းတဲ့အတင်းဆိုတာမရှိဘူးအကုန်တီးခံရတာပဲအကောင်လုံးကဆရာကြီးတွေကြီးပဲ
不是这次的，这往右推啊！你们一会儿，我俩往左抢定位去了。你俩去抢，你俩去抢，我在救人。好的，好的。
对啦စတန်းနေကအရင်ကြာသွားပြီ
那边2打1。
ကန်းနေတာကြီးအကြာကြီးပဲ
人要救起来了，我们在救人。
ဟိုရမြင်းမော်ကြာသွားကောင်းလိုက်တာ
你们有车吗？有，你们往前压就行。打左边，OK，被捕了。1打1那边，
直接开车过去摇了，4打1打1。
抢分，跟紧我，
抢分，跟我动身，来。
အကောင်မှာလည်းဝိုင်းကြီးမှာတော့ဝိုင်းကြီးပေးမှတင်ထားပြီလေဒီပါလား
还吃了一下爆裂弓，但对方是
哦
4平的 DBS，不过最终伴随着东东
မင်းပြောမချင်တော့မရဘူး
北部这边是只剩下贴过来的 LTG 和体坛了。
ကောင်းချက်ပဲဝါမင်းငါလောက်နီးနီးကောင်းနေရရေခဏကောင်ရမင်းနိုဘာကောင်အေးနီဂျာစကင်လှ
天霸还在这里硬扛啊！
哇，天霸好有韧性啊！
နီဂျာစကင်ဆောင်းမိုက်ခေကောင်းတဲ့သေးလေးနဲ့ကောင်းကြီးပဲကြိုက်ပါလားကျွန်တော်မသိလို့ရန်ကုန်ကလာဒီကိုပေးမှသွားကြည့်လိုက်ပါဖေးဖို့မှာရှိပါတယ်ဖေးဖို့မှာရှားလိုက်ပါဒါကြီးတို့ရေရန်ကုန်ကလာဒီကိုပေးလို့ရှားလိုက်ပါ
但前面围墙会吃体坛的枪线。
反而放到了安岩，安岩是 LTG 的正线中间位。
经典的雷仔好像很神秘啊，
但是他这个出手的话，
最多马来西亚里
他这个点位也挺危险的。
只有一种可能就是后点位无线勾一下，然后但雷仔这里暴露了，
对他一直在扔投掷物。
往后走，这个过点成功趴下。北在这里出枪呢，那 LTG 的压力小了一点。
体坛现在要防北还要防南。
哦，这怕耶。
很好的地形，越吃到的压力就会越多。
看那你还要多尖嘛了我。
还要扔好汉的雷。
好汉的局势不太好啊。
对，他的位置有点小。
那你也多尖嘛。
没事，3打2打2，322。
眼里轰一个。
我过来。
6ကောင်မှသူ9ကောင်ရတာနော်6ကောင်မှသူ9ကောင်ရတာနော်ငါလက်ခွန်း6ကောင်မှ9ကောင်ရတာနော်ဒီတကောင်မှသူမရတာ
对面平台，2个全在对面，懂吗？
ဒီနှစ်ကောင်လုံးသူရ
一个在对面，一个在右边底边，懂吗？烽烟过去踩呗。我说得踩一波，来，从左边踩，一个在中间，一个在右边。
စတန်းနဲ့ဝင်သွားတော့ကောင်းတယ်ကွာ
能踩吗你们？我能踩，再来。
哦
来，倒下去，1打1，3打1，1打1。
哦
别急，等我，来，走不上墙。
哦
赢了，
အားလံပြစ်သွားတော့ကောင်းလိုက်တာရောက်ရင်ဟောဒီစီကတော့မင်းလေတိုက်ခံရမှာမင်း就是要ဒီစီကတော့ရှယ်လေတိုက်ခံရမှာမင်း3မိနစ်တော့ဝါအကြာကြီးပဲဒီ
看一下直播低打高，
见面2枪头，北斋也被淘汰了，哇！
苏 K 也没了。我在想呀，苏 K 可能不知道98K 位置。
我也唔知道地話嚟知嚟咩？
这个时候好汉这个角度也可以抽到体坛。
翟宝现在爽抽，
佟翟宝看到水里的体坛了，
就依然亏送一票啊我，地位啊。
一边扛着枪线，
地位啊亏送一票啊我大约。
哎，我觉得这波游过来就是活一个红盔，活2个血钻。
游过来有机会救。
是的，是的。
俺老你讲没错吧？
他北边那边河岸边可以打到啊。
是的。
他们现在上岸之后 ，LTG 那里也可以扫到一点，所以现在体坛还是人均残血。
直接顶吗？
嘿 ，PAD 的，嘿，科技呢？
近点人不多，3G 也是一个倒地状态，快被放到了明面。2个人看怎么守。
方言你妈低看啦我。
这边换倒一个。
方言你妈低看啦我。
司马光想用投掷物来拖一下。
啊！
一个折角雷，这样司马光给放倒。现在
往外退。你是干不了呢
状态。那这个时候东边肯定会有队伍过来劝架，看是谁过来了。
哦哟，方言你妈都要喏。
对，但是他这个残边的消息，周围的队伍肯定都知道。
现在到了别讲了，俺们抢了爆眼嘛。
这个时候好汉这个角度也可以抽到体坛，那就
人家呢呗。
3方枪线。
对。
方言你妈讲你哟。
没什么角度能动。
一个啊比。
主要是没什么。
他们讲就讲哎。
TT 进攻微博。
Crab 已经贴到 FUM 的楼下了，另外一侧。其实 Crab 应该是能够把这个战场给清扫掉的。
FUM 被淘汰掉了，
对，
榜2直接淘汰掉榜1。FUM 的积分定格在了135分，这个圈跟南部北切了。
是的。
你家多边没背不？
阶段觉得自己还算是吃到弱侧，让
你家多边没背的，就行。
看一下 TT 怎么去进攻微博这个点吧。
这是周积分排行榜上的2支战队。
对。另外的话 ，HHG 还是吃到了体坛的很多分数。
对，因为这个背身太无解了。
对。
你家特别离的边呢，那用技呢？特别离边那技呢？
职业生涯的2000淘汰，恭喜张建辉同学。
是的，感觉这个赛季格子的其实状态真的都还挺不错的，
很好，调整过来了。
对，然后有的时候其实我印象当中最深刻的就是HHG 的一些荣都地图，格子得分能力真的也蛮高的。
在这个阵容当中，格子是得到了队友的充分认。
是的。要看一下回放。
亏送一票啊，我地位啊！
哇，这波太紧张刺激了。
亏送一嘛，我刚亏了一票啊！哼。
我刚才还想说，因为太紧张刺激了，所以
我怎么讲嘞？
怕放出枪声来吓我们一下。
所以我卖炸吗？可以看到，格子在转会到 HHG 过后呢，也是成功帮助队伍拿了不少的分数，没有辜负队友对他的信任。
对，
因为在当前版本当中啊，一个队伍里面，我个人认为最多就2把连狙，但格子就挑起了队内拿连狙的这个大梁。
是的。那我们继续回到本局的一个对抗来看 ，TT 接下来还是要推进。
Amy 都冇有啊，我背啊！哎呀咦，我地呗，要 Amy 呀，哦，就是，但係 Amy 會補你啦，我。
Unfortunately, didn't work out for them. Didn't gain much. They lost more and they got eliminated, so they're still rooted at number 20. But on the other end, good news for NGGZ after scoring their chicken dinner. Who knows, by the end of the day, a surprise might come for them. But they have to continue their journey. And we'll return to Erangel.
Okay, game number 3. Erangel win sao thì mà biết, thì với pin nó lên này quan nào mấy.
Slightly southern flight path again, just like how we did yesterday. So I don't know about circle at all when it comes to Erangel nowadays. Just gotta wait and see, I guess. It's all about whether it's gonna be hit or miss, whether it's a pure sheer luck for teams or just unfortunate, unlucky bad day. But skills-wise, everybody's on par. We do know that it's all the matter of experience and how confident they are trying to get into a compound, try to flush it out.
Rồi tí nữa video mình tiếng nào tí nữa đi
We
làm
do
con
know there are a couple of teams that love early fight and so far NGG's
anh check cái nhà lại mình tiếng nào
and
tiếng nào vào
such a tremendous scary face on top of today's performance.
Ini video mình đâu
Top performance, our top teams not as wild as they used to be.
Yeah, some teams start to like chill. Some teams are starting to pick up the pace. I guess that's the effect of being the last day, right? Like some teams is like, okay, this is already our target. Then we can chill. But some teams start to get desperate, and that's where they tune it up. Yeah, and one of the teams that kind of chill for the first 2 rounds is Hype International. So we haven't get to see the best of them yet. Let's see if we'll get it this round. Of course, they'll have an okay start inside of Pachinki. Normally, nobody challenges them for that location. And the circle happened to be on the left side, so it's going to be an okay circle and good circle for Hype International for them to perform.
Still a tricky circle. It feels
Sorry
like
吧，
just
你们講到話邊啊？你們講到話。
I feel like the circle's getting lazy now. We're gonna give similar sort
你又唔拉啲喎，咪推下阿高多咩？
a mirrored way.
嘿，撇啲。
It's gonna be on the left side this time, but we ended up the main peninsula regardless of how the circle do have a bit of SMB. So I think possibly
Hi. Long time no see.
Pierre, I hope, but it's always going to be pulled to his side of Galka. But we talked about Elevate. 7 Sky and Elevate both happen to be in the very position. I mean, yeah, still plenty of time for week number 2. But based on this lobby and the reshuffle, you have to relearn the dynamics of the lobby. I don't think they want to jump.
Sara.
But besides what you just mentioned, right? Looks like Goodfellas got.
Wow, now down there, who might they say now?
And they lost 1 player.
Bebe, you go now down there.
Hey,
I just go my meow no. Bebe, you go meow now.
Because they normally start off in Saverni. Elevate. After taking out 1 player of 7 Sky.
7 Sky show 都用我哋都係 GC 都係虧嘢事咯。7 Sky show 係啦，第二位啫咪。
And just like that, Elevate. They'll start off with 3 points. Okay, not bad for Elevate. But they failed to locate the final player of 7 Sky. So 7 Sky, they still have that 1 player to try to survive. And yeah, let's see if they can retain their top.
我識嚟話鬧架人哋，咁啊你嘅都係面啊嘛。
2 points behind 7 Sky, so they can easily be pushed down.
我只知道咪得人比較一點咩？
With 1 player who just got literally enough time to loot. But Extrusion has been, you know, one of the most reliable players coming up from 7 Sky. We did saw him pulling a lot.
如果就話你 K 呢
the team itself.
，GC 呢收邊度拿得你邊邊三月，哎呀 GC 咁呢度會拿邊個？嚇 K 呢轉又玩咩？你掉人咯，大姨別慢咯嘛，大姨別慢咯嘛，大姨哦。 ဒီကောင်နေဆိုးရတယ်မသေးဘူးနော်ဒီကောင်နေဆိုးရတကယ်မသေးဘူးအပြင်မှာချင်းထိုးရင်ထိုးလိုက်မလား
I guess GC just knows that they will be passing over
အပြင်မှာချင်းထိုးရင်ထိုးလိုက်မလား
But OV should have
ရန်ကုန်မှာပဲဆိုတော့
they have been always dropping
တိုင်းတို့
SMB That's why question
ထိုးရင်ထိုးလိုက်မလား
it really
ဟောဆင်းရတော့
for them to get into these circles that fast because it's still inside of SMB partially of it. So OV, that's going to be a very detrimental move coming up early rotations here into that bridge.
Yeah, I mean, if we can see the pattern here. I mean, Observation Esports could definitely see that too.
လို့ဆိုရတယ်မသေးဘူးနော်မင်းတို့ဆိုရတယ်မသေးဘူးနော်
And they lost 1 player because of that. Rex is in the pickle as well. For him to retreat is still possible though. And looks like he is turning the other way. And they can still take their time to rotate the other side and come back in. That's okay. That's possible. Or maybe they're just worried to bump into Yagu Gadigos. Not sure. Or they can still take the water route somehow.
OB အဲ့လိုလုံးလို့မရတော့ဘူးနော် OB ရေအဲ့တို့မင်းတို့အန်ကြီးစားကြောသွားပြီနော်
But Elevate.
ဟောတော့3မှာဝင်မယ်လေ
Find the final player of 7 Sky. And with 7 Sky's elimination, that is opportunity for ABC to climb up to the top 16.
တိတော့လေအသေးလေးထားခဲ့ကြပါဦးတိတော့မှာအသေးလေးလောက်ပါအောင်ငါလိုက်ဆိုရင်အသေးလေးမို့လို့ပါတာကြီးတို့ရာတာကြီးတို့အသေးလေးဇက်ဇက်ထောက်ပေးပါအောင်လို့ကျေးဇူးပြု၍တားမှန်နေရပါ
Scenario, but not the worst as well for a Black Eagle Esport. Unfortunately, the moment I mentioned time, they still have full scope.
ဟုတ်ငါပြောတကယ်ပြောထိုးရင်ထိုးလိုက်တော့လို့မင်းတို့နှစ်တင်းอ่ะပေါင်းပြောတာနှစ်တင်းတော့အမှန်ဟောမဖြစ်ဘူးအဆင်မပြေဘူး
They are fumbling down for Black Eagle Esports again, down to last man standing.
ဒီကြီးကိုအမှတ်လက်ပေးတာပါတဲ့ငါလို့တိုင်းနေရ
He got 1. He might as well score this. But back
Yeah,
to
wait,
Spider,
General.
trying to find around the corners. Unfortunately, it's just too much. It's just too overwhelming for one person to clutch
hold it,
against the
ha.
whole crew of
Hold-
Team Esports.
hold it, ha.
Four.
我個呢啊 hold it 下
Pyro from being our MVP and
啊
not able to pull off
hold it
a
下
performance because yeah.
BKE 啊標下啦吧你哦
BKE well out early this time.
哦 hold 嘅
But I'm also starting to notice a pattern, right? Because it is the last day. Again, teams are starting to get desperate. Time, not really in the most desperate sort of position, but you want to finish as high as possible. So teams like Time, teams like Elevate, we can see those points going to those teams rather than the top teams. Like the top teams, they are still pretty chill. Observation Esports. Oh, they're not done yet here. Now fighting at the lighthouse area with Rex down. Leo is picking it up while his teammate Kid.
我表出咗多謝謝啦 OK
The
佢
rest
上
of
面一
Justin
路
now coming in. We have
我
Kid
係
here
之
at
前
the
咧咪
front
對
line.
你啦
Kid's
咪
place
都
and
話你
Kid's will get Kid. 2 more to go. 1 on the second floor. And here comes the rest of GC. Leo is still here. He's running low on bullets. He has to be careful there. S12K. Very clutchable weapon, but now there's a lot of them for him.
啊幫邊炮邊邊 hold it 邊 hold it 邊啊佢哋咪都拖人拖嚟咗咯咪都那點啊
Early. This is
拖人拖嚟咗咯 JB 好啦你過嚟人們騙人你過嚟 JB 喏 JB 喏掉開嚟邊喏 JB 喏啊 hold it hold it hold it 야비 JB 咯帶咗 JB 咯 Toby 咯帶咗nó bây giờ lâu nữa nó luôn nó bây giờ là to rồi nó帶được nó theo tao về yabi JB Toby 咯 theo này toa mẹ
For time,
à
they fought against Seven Sky early on, got
Ah.
and just taking the points.
à
out of
quét
Seven
khăn đi
Sky.
ra
They're-
quét khăn đi ra
Jeff, that's
quét
fighting
ra mà biết đâu theo mà bị lại ảo sao ta mà đây chỉ gì nữa rồi
Terry Esports.
hold it Toby 咯
Terry Esports really
Ah.
kill closely to
theo này bé cái đấy nhu đi nè mà là theo này nhu đi nè
There's another different fight going on, which I think is way more important because of
Nhu đi
how
nè,
they
heo đi.
just lose the
Nhu đi
position.
nè.
Terry Esports and Jeff Fast just next. to
Còn là-
each
còn
other
là-
for
đó,
over
đó.
rounds.
Yeah, our observers wanted to get.
cái mà này nè trông mà chỉ mà hậu là à bao nhiêu như cô đi về xe
Alright, the moment's over. Now the next moment
Nó bây giờ
is
nó mà lâu nè.
will go.
giống như là OV giống như rồi
Wow, Chu. Wow. I can't believe this. I thought we were gonna get.
ngoài gì nè thì bắt đầu là bố con nè Romeo nè ý nó giao này
God, choose to give us a 50-50.
Very tricky. This one very tricky. That's why I've been asking.
chỉ
why
xí
are
nè
they
thì quay mà
doing
trò lấy
so
con mà
well?
mẹ
Got-
cái lý này là giống như ta rồi xem gì đấy chỉ xí
And when
thì
they
quay mà
hit
mẹ
this
quay mà mẹ
now,
yeah
I
mà
feel like they definitely it hits the stomach really bad. It feels bad inside. If
Thôi
only
thôi
they
thì
could hit it slightly a bit
đó
more,
lý tay mà mẹ
it's
téo
not
cái lề
too
không
They
là
don't need to
Đây được,
cross
bao nhiêu cái nào điều.
that bridge. YG's not crossing. They're on Nova Repnoi. They're definitely way further when OV was. So this is the question they have to ask themselves. They called it right. Was it too early? Was it too much trust on Circle might go to main peninsula? Well, you know, today's Circle has been, for this tournament Circle has been too haywire. There's no predictability factor in that. But for Hive, ABC will be their next target. And ABC, they also cannot afford to lose this one fight for once.
Well, looking at this circle, they'll be kicking themselves in the back like, ah, man, if only we kind of chilled. Oh, well, I mean, frankly speaking, if it was me as well, like I look at the circle, it's like, it's gotta go to Gatka. So, yeah, but then the circle chose to scam and pull down to a 50-50 now. So, for all we know, the final circle might be in military base now.
I guess Hive seems to be, you know.
cái đó là chỉ xí đấy
I think if anything.
téo cái lề đó OV nè chỉ xí nè đó téo cái lề tay đồ chỉ xí không tay biểu mà biểu ra này tay đồ ít xí về OV à yên lâu rồi bảo lúc OV à lâu rồi sao two before you chỉ xí à phê hoa luôn đó cái mà số là lâu mà vậy thì được mà à nhỉ cô đi về bảo hiểu ít xí về cái đó thì mình phê ra này Syria mình yêu ra này phải nè we do chân này là ra we do chân này là nó cái đó thì mình phê ra này ít xí
slightly further sort of rotation.
မင်းတို့လည်းပေါင်းဖောက်တာခံမှုလို့ရှိရင်ကွာတည်တယ်မှာနောက်ပွဲငါတို့နိုင်သွားလို့ရှိရင်ငါတို့ပြန်ဖောက်မယ်ဗျာညာ
nearby in
ဒါ
case they miscalculate or something. So
ဒါတယောက်ဖက်ပဲဗျာမဖြစ်ဘူး
calculation for YG. I think they need, other teams should probably pick up that kind of habit. that YG
ငါတို့ဆိုလည်းဖောက်မှာပဲတည်တယ်မှာ
Yeah, and what helped them is that they have a superb idea in the name of Smile. So their decision making has been, for the most part, on point. And what's the decision for them? Oh, 2-2 split. Okay. Now we want to see the circle. Is it going to go down? Oh man, you still have a piece of military base.
Yeah.
As long as you have a piece, there is a chance that it will still pull down. And imagine if it does. At this
အေး
moment,
OB ဆော်ပြီးပြောက်
all
သွား
the
တ
teams
မျိုးတော့
except
ကော
YG in main peninsula. Only YG in military base. It will be super fun.
Fun for the players, of course. Master D2K is watching out for any newcomers coming in. But ABC, on the other hand, this warehouse is great. But unfortunately, the moment you step out of it, there's nothing to hide yourself from the shots of these elevated grounds. I wish they have placed somebody outdoors for so ABC. Now they do have
အဲ့တော့ GC ကိုမပလိန်ကြတော့တော့တာကြီးတို့အေးဆေးပဲ
before, but it's just slightly delayed to get into the warehouse.
အာ GC ဘက်ကနေနေပြီမဲ့တာကြီးတို့
Of ABC now might be the main prime target for Terror Esports. They just spotted the whole crew into that warehouse. I'm not sure if GC is interested in this as well.
Well, for now, I guess they will.
ငါဆိုလည်းဝိုင်းယူလည်းနေနိုင်ဖောက်မှာပဲအာဟုတ်လေဟုတ်ဟုတ်ဟုတ်ဟုတ်
In case the signal does go to military base, at least they will have the quickest access there. And now it's about if you're the team in the main peninsula, you'll be like, I don't know where to go now.
ဟုတ်တယ် GC ကအမြဲတမ်းအဲ့လို OV လန်တွေကဒီ military base ဆိုတော့ GC လန်တွေကဒီဘက်အိမ်
Oh, no one
ရှစ်လုံးခုနှစ်လုံးဆိုတော့
so
အမြဲတမ်းတရားကကန့်တယ်ကွာ
they can just go up.
GC ကအတားကြီးပဲတည်းဖြစ်ရတာ
Maybe a lot of teams will have eliminated each other.
ဟိုဘက်မှာ GC က
come in.
2v4 ရှုံးသွားလို့ OV ကပုံဖောက်တယ်
Peninsula, right?
ဒီက GC ကပြန်နိုင်တော့ပြန်ဖောက်တယ်ဒီလောက်ပဲ
It's super duper.
ဒီလောက်ပဲတာကြီးတို့
It's of course fun and
မ
entertaining.
နက်က OV ကအမြဲတမ်းဝင်ရတာကွာတိလား GC ဘက်ကနေကြည့်ရင် GC ကအတားကြီးကောင်းတယ်တဲတော့ဟုတ်တယ် Oh I know
Works right for Elevate regardless of
I know 1v4 လား ဟာ
their rhythm,
ဟာ
their approach.
လေးအောင်နော်
just
တာ
don't
ကြီး
work out. Good news. I
အေးဆေးပဲ
hope
အေးဆေးပဲတာကြီးတို့
version 2.0 of
ငါတို့ GC ကိုအားပေးကြမှာတာကြီးတို့ငါတို့ဒီဘက် GC တော့လိုအပ်နေတာတာကြီးတို့
time to
အာ
try
နာစီးနေငါတိတ်ပြီးမပြောနိုင်ဘူးတာကြီးတို့
what needs to be done.
နာတိုင်းပေါ့အောင်လည်းအဆင်မပြေနေဘူး
A lot of it mostly is going to be mistiming and misjudgment. That's just it. When it comes to skills, definitely.
GC ကပါပြီလားမသိဘူးကွာ
because everybody's on the same par, same benchmark, but they say cloud.
အာစေးကလာဘလို့ပြုတ်ကြပြီနော်တာဟုတ်မင်းတို့ဘက်မှာဘယ်သူမှမရှိဘူးတာကြီးတို့ရဲ့ကောင်းတယ် Gosby ဒီဘက် FP တယောက်တော့ပြန်တော့တော့လာပြီတယ်ရခဒီဘက်ကျမနှစ်ယောက်တော့တွေ့သွားပြီအာနော်ကားမဖြတ်တော့ကြိတ်ထားသေးတယ်အချီတယောက်တော့ပေးရဆိုမှ3 vs 3 MSI vs Terra Esport
of the same direction, but Terra Esport, whether there's going to be the
ဘယ်ကျမထိုင်းအဲ့လိုတပ်ပါတီခွေးတောင်းသားရရှိနေတယ်အာနော် Granite Showway နှစ်ယောက်ထိ Gosby
No.
အာနော်အဲ့ Granite တလုံးနော်ပြီနော်တိုင်း
Minimap.
နော်လိုက်မလားတယောက်
Pressured by
ဒါပဲကောင်းတယ် nice
International. Okay, Circle is going to be main.
3v2 အလုံးမတိုင်းနေဖေမရနဲ့နော် Gosby အာနော်နော်ပြီ Showway လေးပဲထိပါတယ်
Later, because right now at the northern side we have on
စမုံတရားကောင်မင်းတီးဖို့လိုရတာအပါလေးတော့ရပြီ
Terror
နော်တော့နော်ပါ
surrounded by all of them. The smoke is still protecting them for now, and here we are.
နော်ပြီ Granite 3လုံးမင်းဘဲကိုရှောင်းပါဘဲကိုရှောင်းပါမင်းမေးမေးအောင်ဘဲကိုရှောင်းပါလေတကောင်မင်းကြံပါတကောင်မင်းကြံပါတာကြီးတကောင်မင်းကြံပါငါလို့ခွေးတောင်းသားပြစ်ပြီ
Position, but one say we try to deny them away the point.
ရပြီအနောက်သွေးပြေးပွားပြီ DB ကဖောက်ဖောက်ဖောက်ဖောက်ဖောက်ဖောက်
The Lions ways to decide. But
အနောက်ကလည်း Granite တွေဝင်နေဟေးငါလို့ထိုင်းအောင်ကောင်နေဖင်ရတဲ့အိုးဖင်နိုင်ပြီအိုးရ
Oh,
what the-
got it and it
ဟာဒီပဲ
what a wacko time to do the wacko call.
ဟာ
Time wacko is breaking his back to carry out so
ဟာငါလုံးမအန်တော့ရကျွတ်စင်ရော
needs to go for the rescue. He needs to be the
အန်တော့ရကျွတ်တယ်ရော
everything the
Ha.
team needs. Oh man, but
Ha.
it's not done and dusted. It's still
ဘလုံးမဝါကို
licking their
အေး
wounds
နွား
this time, but
အ
unfortunately,
နောက်နေပြစ်ပြီးတော့မအေး
MSI Misfit International
စောက်ခွေး
pressure on the hit still up. But Wacko is just an absolute beast. Oh, what a good clutch.
လုံးဝတိုင်းအဲ့တဲ့ငါဆောင်းမြင်ကတ်လာပြီနော်အေးငါလုံးဝဖင်မနိုင်နေတယ်
They cannot
Sao miền
afford
cắt
to
lại?
let him transfer
Ai độ?
anytime soon. That's just
ပြောချင်မှာ GC နဲ့
Yeah, because of that time.
ဝိုင်းကြီး
Now becomes the
ဟောရောခဏအန်လုံးပြစ်တာကြီးဖောင်းလိုက်တာဟောကြီး
To the other side, we have Yangu Gaikos. As what we
အော်
expected
အဲ့
from
တရားဘောကော
They're
ဒိုနေ
playing
ဝိုင်း
with
ကြီး
Golden
စ
Cross.
မိုင်း
It's
Nó
not
bị-
the easiest position for them to be in. Ronin.
စမိုင်းတော့လောက်ပါပြီကွာ
Smile.
တနာပါတယ်ကွာ
And Smile will be knocked down
ဟာ
just like
ဟော
that.
ပြန်
But
တော့
oh,
ဝါ
Ronin
ဝါနဲ့
countered by Mernet. Gets taken out on the other side instead. Smile can still be safe though, but
ပြန်တော့ကင်လို့ရမယ်စမိုင်းကို
easy for him to reach Smile.
Renix came
Sick
in,
lot.
repositioning a bit, split it apart. Formation's broken for GC, not great. Nope, not like that, man. There's gonna be some full damage.
မင်းကပြန်တော့ကင်နေပြီ
Slightly an awkward angle here to watch, but VKS got eliminated without any points there just now. We're just hitting stage 4 to 5. What a long toss! Here comes another mid-air explosion.
ဒီကရနေရမတော့ဘူးလားကွာ
Trying to find a way around. He couldn't even.
Yeah, don't
use
game,
it
Wabby.
much. It might start spraying, but crazy managed to shut down on YG.
GC နေနဲ့တော်တော်လေးကောင်းနေပြီအော်
Side and GG.
GC နေနဲ့တော်တော်လေးကောင်းနေပြီတော့တာကြီးတို့ကေးတွေကခုနကောင်ရသွားပြီဝိုင်းကြီး2ယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်
Cross. They are the one that's stopping YG from getting into the.
ဟောဟေ့ရေးဘာလုပ်တာလဲ
Can they actually do it?
ဝိုင်းကြီးနိုင်မင်းတို့အဆင်ပြေသွားပြီတာကြီးတို့ဟာ
Say Cloud started
နိုင်အောင်ပြစ်ပါကွာ
just
Why you?
and GGZ, unfortunately, they already bound out with only.
ဝိုင်းကြီးနိုင်အောင်ပြစ်ပါ
But good news for NGGZ.
ကောင်းလိုက်တာကွာ crazy ထားတာပေးတာကြီးอ่ะ
Gone as well. GFS is a bit too far to catch.
တို့နေမတက်ပါနဲ့ကောင်းတယ်တယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်မနဲ့တယောက်ပဲကြံမယ်
Next, there's going to be a straightforward Manes cooking up the nade, but feels like the trade-off is not so great for one.
ဒီဘက်ထဲနိုင်မင်းတို့ပြီးသွားပြီဒီဘက်ထဲနိုင်မင်းတို့ပြီးသွားပြီအကောင်းပြောတာ
As a huge advantage at this point.
Ooh, look at the circle. Looks like this fight will continue on. And who will get the advantage? Yangu Gaikos only
Yeah,
Mernet
though.
left. Okay, the good news is that
ဝိုင်းကြီးနဲ့ဒီပွဲမှာတတ်မှတ်မှမရဘူး
This
ဆိုတော့မ
day
ကောင်း
fight,
ဘူးတာ
this
ကြီး
could end their journey here.
အော်
Boom! There you go. Nade on point on
Nice.
Mernet and Yangu Gaikos.
GC 9k let's go
International. Now is their chance to snatch the number 1.
အဲ့ဒီနေနဲ့တော့ဝိုင်းကြီးတော့မင်း
Advantage due to
တကုံးမပဲကွာတော့တယ်တာကြီးတို့
difficult for YG too.
တာကြီးတို့ဒီပွဲပြင်ကအင်ဂျီတွေတက်လဲလိုက်တော့မယ်
Speaking of GC, they're not showing any sign to slow down or even hit the pause. Next target acquired. That's gonna be time. Oh, this. He knows the count. He knows the countdown. He exactly knows the countdown. It was perfect timing to avoid that completely.
ရအားမျိုးကြအားရတော့ဟဲ့
A bit. They got
မဟုတ်
numbers,
သူတို့ကနိုင်မရတော့မှာမေး no high တွေကလက်ပြစ်နေပြန်ပြီတော့တော့
but Golden Cross will try.
တယောက်ပဲကြံပါတယောက်ပဲကြံပါ
They're forced
GC.
to just go for the enemy.
Time to ဖြတ်လိုက် nice
You going on with somebody busy.
ဟာဘာပြောอ่ะ
Crazy and trying to find.
11k
They don't
ကောင်းကောင်းကောင်းကောင်း
at this point. It was
ကောင်းကောင်းကောင်းကောင်း
completely decimated Chinese.
အာစီးနေလို့နော်
Last man standing. There's nowhere nearby here.
အာစီးနေလို့နော် GC တာကြီးတို့
And time.
ကြောက် 11k ကကောင်းသွားပြီတန်သွားပြီမင်း
The one last play will
VIA
definitely
ပါကြောတော့မှာမင်း
now. But Hype International moving in. Is
အဲ့ပြော VKS 7 sky ကိုမင်းငါတို့ဖြုတ်ချနိုင်ရင်တော့ရပြီ
just next to Hype. But Hype
That's
didn't notice
Sisu.
him. Okay.
အဓိက16တော့ဝင်16ဝင်ဆိုရင်ငါတို့တတ်မှတ်ရပြီကွာဒီလား
That's to the
တ
best.
တ်မှတ်ရလဲအရေးကြီးတယ်တာကြီးတို့
But anyway, now it's Hive in action against
မလောနဲ့အေးဆေးပဲ
and
ဒီဘက် ground မှာမင်းတို့ပဲရှိတာတာကြီးတို့
because of their bridge camp.
ဒီဘက် ground မှာမင်းတို့ပဲရှိတာတာကြီး crazy နည်းနည်းလွန်မယ်နော်
So here's going to be a brawl between the two. We can see both of them very active.
ဟိုက်တို့မင်းတို့ထိန်းနိုင်ရပြီတာကြီးတို့ဟိုက်ရွာထပ်ပြက်ကွာ rain တွေးရစက်ဟာဖေလို့မ Raimon ကလည်း
Tova's down. Hive still having a full squad. They got huge. Another chance given here for Hive to catch.
အဲ့ grenade crazy
But GC seems like they
Oh.
are definitely on the roll here. Very high time for them. 11 eliminations by far. But nobody's trying to save Tova. I think it's just too much of a jeopardy to go in for the save. Yeah, bleeding out. Hive, they spotted out crazy.
哦，飛佬嘛，拉滿意啊，撈地啦。
Yep, that's gonna be it.
次次人嗌咗你咪攞你嚟呢呗，
But not
點解 ground 咪
bad.
面都
Just
係
see
黐
that
大
they
路，
have
啲路呗。
players at the lighthouse area. Okay, just in front of the lighthouse area. Okay, that's a good view there. Okay, so to find out where time player is, oh, down south at CSU. Okay, at the docks area.
次次咧မြန်မာ話ပဲ啦，
How did he slide there unscathed?
講你，
That is like a magic show there. Just to
你都有講多話邊，次次
Hive now going
Ah.
against GC, last player.
你都有講多話邊做乜？
And
啊
that's
呢
just
邊樣嘢，把乜你冇樣嘢擺咧，
slowly dropping for GC back to his side.
把乜都冇啲嚟樣嘢，咪都裝㗎啦，不你媽啲數差人咯，
Is it gonna be
你
enough?
你差啲數咪都甩到㗎啦，唔知啩？
Enough? 214.
閪完啦啲啊，眼你啲流啊，邊低？
They scored chicken, but the question is, can they finish all the other teams? I'm gonna answer that myself because I think sometimes Cloud
又真係，咦真係定係地把唔要咯，
repeating, so I'm just gonna say it anyway.
閪完你咪得啲啊
ABCL
喎。
just seems to be taking the northern side. The rest of the teams are ABC quite far, so I think backup.
甩到㗎啦咯，
ABC.
啊老媽 ABC，
But the one that's
Yeah.
not playing now is going to be Hive.
啊爆火先，
Looking for
哦爆火呢邊來妹，啊多啲啊爆啊都眼咯。
Okay, anyway, Xiaojia will get one target.
講嚟 AC 咩？
Run
第二
got eliminated. The rest of ABC, they're taking the active approach, and between
兩萬幾位啊嚟啩，ABC 人民面都做活動嘛咪路啦嚇，
expert position because they're currently at number 17, but they can potentially.
係呢次啊多嚟，會邊啦？
So this is their
會邊啊咪路冇講講你 A 二用咯，
opponent to fight with, but still, it's points that they must try to take.
講你 A 二用咯冇，
10 eliminations.
話過啊嘛，
Nothing will change. Wacko.
啊老嘛話過啊，你會嘛看到講你未？
Phenomenal run. He's not
你會閪你 check 緊咩樣嘢？
for ABC
Ah,
Hive.
pero.
It's gonna be still the next.
玩嘢 A 二得叻咯咪呢？
Seen ABC
玩嘢 A 二得叻咯咪？
greatest
啊咯，
openings.
我冇嘢嘛咪啲啊大佬，玩嘢 A 得叻咪呀咯。
Different approach.
哦，你會邊嘛叻？
If Hive can get, but for Hive, they try to box in every single player that's remaining in this map right now.
會邊嘛叻咪？
Have advantage in terms of the players, even though they are trio. But ABC, they wouldn't even dare.
反正就 video 曳咯咪話。
On Hive have advantage with this view, so I guess they slightly have the bit of an edge, like I mentioned. It's gonna be a rare down first. ABC, those low grounds definitely not give them any information.
Ooh. But now Morbo has the information though. He sees the smoke, so naturally you will run to try to spray in the
Ê,
smoke.
thì quay bên tao le mà,
Then
alo.
you know that okay, somebody's there and you can continue to spray. But it looks like they're going to reposition themselves. They're going to go for a more safer approach. No, they're going to go for it. Okay, there's Mo Wang trying to defend his ground. Mo Wang gets one. Mo Wang. Oh.
Ôi ơi, ơi, quả mi tu.
Mo Wang.
Con à mi.
Two players of high by
Mo à, con à mi. Ờ.
Huge comeback. ABC.
哎呀，以前咧 N V 呢度話我表類似嘅大呀，人講嚟啦大呀，係你點解切咁樣咯大呀？講咗咪大呀 A B C。A B C 講咗咪大呀？呢個 A 嗱啦，兩下都別看你啊，咯 A 你啦吧咧，他哋咪咯。
ABC the only one with slight advantage with 2 players.
Ah.
But the rest of them pretty much a fair game for all the teams. It's gonna be
Đúng
a
mà
lot
biểu lại là
close
qua.
ending
Con
here.
như vậy.
It's down a matter of who sees who first and who is the furthest away from the circle. Speaking of which, that's gonna be ABC and Jeff Fast. Hive potentially have a chance to be in the top 2.
Oh, yes. They are in the top 2 now, but can they? Okay, here's Wako though. Your boy Wako. I wonder who he senses down there. Okay, but anyway, that gave away his position. And plus this smoke, teams will be looking at this direction. We're talking about like 1-1, 1-1-2 now. I'm also looking at how tight it's going to be this round. Okay, but circle-wise, it's going to be 50% of water this time. Land is not going to be much. There's a lot of open space in front of all these teams. The one that doesn't really have the circle now are the teams on the left side. Okay, that's going to be Wako out. Nice long range spotted by Seljia. That's going to be one more point to ABC. They could be in the top 16 by the end of this round.
Well, I do have to point out I'm talking about a match, not
ABC ကမင်း GC ကိုကြောပြီးရရင် W-1 ရှင်ကကျဆိုရင်အေးလို့ဟောင်းကြပဲ
This is going to be almost impossible for GFS to come in without being spotted here. We talk about Shins might get discovered by Hive across the other side, and ABC. The good news for Shins.
တော့မျက်ရည်ပဲကြာနေပြီငါချင်းနေမကောင်းတော့
Pretty hard to 100% locate him right now, but for Hive Press, he do have a prime position. It's matter whether he can see the rest of them across the other side, because Sisu Horshan might just resort to swimming if he needs to.
ကျွန်တော်မစားဘူး
On the other hand, Horshan behind him, he
အေး
might
လို့က
have
ကြီးမ
gotten
ကောင်း
some
နိုင်သေးတော့
damage.
ကြီး300တော့မှကြံသေးတယ်လီ
I think he's
ပဲ
definitely
ဘော
gonna go for
လို့
it. Sisu just spotted out his Shins, and he might want to
ကြီး
get
300ကြံသေးတာပါတဲ့မသားကြီးမှာ
play all men for themselves.
ဟာ1-1တူးလားဟာ
And who will be
Ah.
for himself at stage 8?
ဟာ
Shins out, okay.
ဟာ
Top 3, ABC looking good because they have the numbers. But their opponents are spread out. Okay, Pretzel comes in. Okay, because he brought the vehicle, surely they would have heard the engine sound. And I wonder if the final play of CSU will want to be
CSU
involved. I
love
guess
him,
if I was
Martini.
Oshuan, I'll be like, it's okay. I will stay here away from the action. And
Hey,
I'll
no,
be really
don't
happy
like
to try
Malawa.
to hold on. And let Pretzel and ABC to just try to cancel out each other. And then we'll see whether he has an opportunity to come up with a
အဲ့
surprise.
လိုဘယ်ဘောက်ကြည့်အောင်လို့မင်းပထွေးအပေါ်မှာရှိနေတယ်တာကြီးတို့ရဲ့
Problem with
ဟာတက်တော့လူအသေးလေးထားပြပါအောင်လို့
that's it. They do have what
တွေ့ပြီ
this chicken dinner. It's
တွေ့ပါရင်မဟုတ်ဘူးလားဟာမတွေ့ဘူးလား
or not. They should know.
တက်တော့လူအသေးလေးတယောက်100 200လောက်
Be a TV2. They have no clue regarding how many teams
Ah.
left. That's the view of a player right now, their POV. But if they are confident
မ
enough
ပူးနေနဲ့လေအဲ့တော့တယောက်သွားလေမပူးနေနဲ့လေ
their own skills for ABC, they would have set
ဟာငါလုံးငါ ABC ရောက်သွားကြ
and try to bait those position out.
ABC ABC
Which means
အာအဲ့တော့တယောက်တော့သွားလို့ဟာငါလို့ granite တစ်လုံးနဲ့နှစ်ကောင်လုံးပြေတော့မယ်လို့
player or
အာဆောက်ပြဿနာပဲဟေး
just something so distinctly very
အော်ကြောက်နေတာပါတဲ့တာကြီးတို့ရာ
that dude separate whether you
နှစ်ယောက်ကြံတော့အော်အေးရောအကောင် granite ရကောင်းနေတော့အကောင် granite ကမျက်လုံးပါတယ်တော့ဟေ့အောင်မလုံးနဲ့ဟေ့အောင်
pretzel
ဟေ့အောင်မလုံးနဲ့ငါလို့လီးပဲအဲ့တော့သွားလို့ငါလို့ပြောနေတာကိုစောက်ခွေးတွေရဲ့
do they still have their confidence here? They are already in the top 4.
ခွဲလို့ပြောနေတာကိုငါလို့ကြာ
And the confidence now will depend on whether they
မင်းတို့ဟဲ့ကို chicken ပေးရင်တော့ငါလီးတော့မကြည့်ဘူး
probably sense that one person is there, but they don't know where is the other one. They don't know where
Huh.
Hoshan is at. But Hoshan
Huh,
might be
let me
looking for
alone.
himself, so that's
Hey.
gonna be really interesting.
တိုက်ကားတွေလည်းရှိရလေကားရှိရကား
Moving
ဟာ
forward, he can still use himself
အဲ့
as
ကားလေးနဲ့စကောက်လိုက်မလား
does
ဟာ
himself
ကြောက်
jump
နေတာ
ahead.
ပါတဲ့ငါလို့ဝါမီတူကိုမေးကြက်ထားပြီးထိပါလားမသိဘူးကွာ
You don't have any other options
Thì
except for
khuê.
yourself, so
အေခင်ကအိမ်လွဲနေတာပါတဲ့
everyone else
စောက်
to
ခွေး
try to bait out all the other players.
အော်မအေးနော်အဲ့ကောင် granite ကောင်းသွားပြီတော်သေးတာဗော granite ကောင်းသွားတော်သေးတာဗောတိုက်တိုက်
Pretzel. Oh,
အဲ့မမင်းတို့နေရာတိသွားပြီအဲ့မမင်းတို့နေရာတိသွားပြီလေဟာ
now down to 2.
အာ
It's Pretzel.
အေးနှစ်ကောင်ကွာအေးနှစ်ကောင်ကွာ AKN နဲ့နော် AKN နဲ့ခွေးကန်းနဲ့နော်ခွေးကန်းကြိုင်ပြီးစောက်တလဲမလုံးနဲ့နော်ငါလို့
With just 2 it is.
စောက်တော့ကန်းနေအနောက်ဆုံးလို့
It's easier, way easier against a 4. I mean, they're willing to take what it takes.
ခွေးကန်းနဲ့မနိုင်ရင်တော့မင်းတသက်လုံးခွေးကန်းမကင်နဲ့
Face to face
ခွေးကန်းတိတ်ခါကြတယ်ခွေးမျိုး
It's not an
တိုက်နိုင်အောင်ပြေးလို့ဝါမီတူလို့
Now, this
Tayo
is very
yeah.
obvious. ABC, they know it's a 2v1.
Sige
This
na,
is
wah,
just
phe
a
mà
matter
tàu
of
này
whether
đi heo
they
nhỉ.
take the risk or not.
Ồ,
They
DBA
have
gì
chance
nó.
to try and get a bit of a blunder, but if they have a
Cái
risk,
gì lâu nè là nó còn đó
not in the same line of
À,
sight,
tí
they're
đó
gonna be
mẹ.
okay.
À
Right now, ABC, they're looking in the wrong direction.
sau tế thì
because
phòng này đi sau
they
tế là giá này
wouldn't
đi
be in line
gì
for
ya
punishment, so it won't be
hay vậy thì
a
con mới
big
chicken nhà mày thế này
So it
thì con này
can
lớp
be-
bụng nào mà
it's
xem
all
là
down
view
depending
rồi
on his reaction
yêu
time.
chính là này ta con biết bây giờ này bị
You
rồi
have to be so precise. He's trying to get on one. It's
ồ
not
to đấy à bò luôn
took them long enough. But still getting there. 1, 2, 3.
à luôn sau tế thì giá này ta sau tế là rồi giá là nó sẽ tu à bị lại đi để mày nói đi ရှတူးကပေးလိုက်သေးတယ်ပေါ့ရိုက်ချင်စရာကြီးတကယ်ပြောပေါ့ရိုက်ချင်စရာကြီး OB နဲ့ပဲလေးကိုပြန်ကြည့်ကြမယ်ပြီးရင်တော့က
Force themselves
အိမ်
into
တက်လဲလိုက်အောင်မသားကြီးတို့ဝိုင်းကြီးအချင်းနေမကောင်းရင်အိမ်တက်လဲလိုက်အောင်
Yep. That's the best case scenario, but not the worst as well for a Black Eagle Esport. Unfortunately, the moment I mentioned time, they still have full scope. There's only Marco, the rest of Calvary just arrived. Harsh taken with their DB as in hand. Baby, 1 second. Oh, they are fumbling down for Black Eagle Esports. Again, down to last man standing. Spyro. So much work. He got 1. You might as well score this. But back to us, Spyro trying to find around the corners. Unfortunately, it's just too much. It's just too overwhelming for one person to clutch against the whole crew of Time Esport. A 1v4.
Yeah, Spyro from being our MVP and yeah, not able to pull off a MVP performance because yeah, the numbers were just too much for him. BKE, well, out early this time. But I'm also starting to notice a pattern, right? Because it is the last day. Again, teams are starting to get desperate. Time, not really in the most desperate sort of position, but you want to finish as high as possible. So teams like Time, teams like Elevate, we can see those points going to those teams rather than the top teams. Like the top teams, they are still pretty chill. Observation Esports. Oh, they're not done yet here. Now fighting at the lighthouse area with Rex down. Leo is picking him up while his teammate Kid is buying time for him. The rest of GC now coming in. We have Kim here at the forefront. Kim sprays and Kim's will get Kid. 2 more to go. 1 on the second floor. And here comes the rest of GC. Leo is still here. He's running low on bullets. He has to be careful there. S12K, very clutchable weapon, but now there's a lot of them for him to handle. And Observation Esports out.
Twice in a row, they got eliminated quite early. This is a very bitter reality for Observation Esports, of course, right now. It means that they need to revise on the rotations here today. Things just didn't work out for a good reason. They have to definitely go back with the coaching staff to study what went wrong for the first half of the day. Good news, at least we're going to have slightly extended break for time. After they fought against Seven Sky early on, got and just taking the points out of Seven Sky, now their next aim is going to be GFS fighting against 2 teams at the same time. That's Terra Esports again. Feels like Terra Esports really tail closely to GFS. I mean, yeah, great GC. They won over that fight just now, but there's another different fight going on, which I think is way more important because of how they might just lose their position. And Terra Esports and GFS just next to each other when it comes to the overall rankings.
Yeah, our observers wanted to give Ronin his moment there to emote. All right, the moment's over. Now the next moment is where the circle will go. Oh, wow. Wow, Chu. Wow. I can't believe this. I thought we were going to get a normal Gaka circle and all that, but no. The circle gods choose to give us a 50-50.
Very tricky. This one very tricky. That's why I've been asking why OV did leave so fast. They got ample of time to actually work things out. And when they're looking at this now, I feel like it hits the stomach really bad. It feels bad inside. If only they could have waited slightly a bit more longer, things could have changed for them. They don't need to cross over that bridge. YG's not crossing. They're on Nova Repnoy. They're definitely way further when OV was. So this is the question they have to ask themselves. They called it right. Was it too early? Was it too much trust on Circle might go to main peninsula? Well, you know, today's Circle has been, for this tournament Circle, has been too haywire. There's no predictability factor in that. But for Hive, ABC will be their next target. And ABC, they also cannot afford to lose this one fight for once.
Well, looking at this circle, they'll be kicking themselves in the back like, man, if only we kind of chilled. Oh, well, I mean, frankly speaking, if it was me as well, like I look at the circle, it's like, it's got to go to Gaka. So, yeah, but then the circle chose to scam and pull down to a 50-50 now. So, for all we know, the final circle might be in military base now.
I guess Hive seems to be, I think if anything, yeah, Hive doing okay, but I do prefer how YG approach fight, despite they are being pressured by a lot of stuff around them. We talk about Blue Zone, we talk about teams, but YG, one thing I respect them a lot is how calm they can be. For example, they are fighting two teams at the same time, divide themselves into two different sides, but there will be one player to really do the job well, which despite they are fighting, the other one are, they will be alternating. Whoever's slightly free, they will try to find and try to clear their backs, just to make sure nobody's bulldozing them from behind. Slightly have a slightly further sort of rotation or monitoring, just to be the watcher for the team, to watch out for any teams nearby in case they miscalculate or something. So everything has been a calculation for YG. I think they need, other teams should probably pick up that kind of habit that YG actually has.
Yeah, and what helped them is that they have a superb idea in the name of Smile. So their decision making has been, for the most part, on point. And what's the decision for them? Oh, 2-2 split. Okay. Now we want to see the circle. Is it going to go down? Oh, man. You still have a piece of military base there? As long as you have a piece, there is a chance that it will still pull down. And imagine if it does. At this moment, all the teams except YG in main peninsula, only YG in military base, it will be super fun.
Well, fun for the players, of course. Master D2K is watching out for any newcomers coming in. But ABC, on the other hand, this
Yo,
way
yo,
is
yo.
great, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Bobby.
when you step out of it, there's nothing to hide yourself.
Lấy lại bà bị anh
The
nhỉ, ok.
shots of these elevated grounds. I wish
Anh
I
nhỉ
could
lấy lại bà
see
bị, ok.
some
Chứ
of
không
the
nhảy tên bà đi,
outdoors
ok.
for ABC. Now they do have somebody
Xem bia là đây được.
before, but it's just slightly delayed to get into the warehouse just now. Rest of ABC now might be the main prime target for Terror Esports. They just
Ý
want
chế
to
cho
go
này.
through into that warehouse.
Thực ra
I'm not
sẽ
sure if
hay
GC
vậy.
is interested in this as well.
Không.
Well, for now, I guess they will be
Oh,
more
oh,
interested
oh.
to hug the coastline in case the circle does go into military base. At least they will have the quickest access there. And now it's about, if you're the team in the main peninsula, you'll be like, I don't know where to go now. But if you're a younger guy that goes, you'll be like, okay, I mean, not many or no other team is around them. So if needed, they can just go up. And by that time, maybe a lot of teams will have eliminated each other, creating space for them to come in. So if you're a team at the main peninsula right now, oh man, it's super duper tough. But it's of course fun and entertaining for us. I can't wait to see stage 4 circle, how it will be.
Elevate. I feel like nothing works right for Elevate, regardless of how they try to change their rhythm, their approach. It just didn't work out. Good news. I hope we get to see a version 2.0 of
Nhưng mà nó không biết là con.
come, which means they have plenty of time to try to, reflect.
Holy shit, ý là đi.
A lot of it mostly is
Yo,
when it comes to skills, definitely not questionable there because everybody's on the same par, same benchmark.
Ý là đi.
Now just got shot while he was driving into the circle. We do have a very massive crossfire on the northern side. Terry Eastwood been waiting everybody to arrive. Time they might charge in with Hive Ranger was scouting over.
Nó không bắt buộc ta lại ngon đi à.
Process what MSI might get denied the entry completely because time just breaching at the same.
China 왜 또 어. 빨리 가나지. 한 야. 나 왜 나오지 와.
Starting at the bottom.
You get S.
But for Elevate.
我網上嘅呢，玩意呢214嘛，下邊呢209嘛，然後啱咪過嚟大到，地下呢140嘛，地下呢多快啲讓回咯嘛，大到講呢 ，VIA 地下呢個 GC 呢來啊咪大 ABC 啊，千要啊做，喏，哦呢，那麼lâu呢。
局的优势，因为
他是目前场上唯一一支赛点队。
而对于 4M 而言，上场比赛确实压力是吃到了爆。现在啊，收起所有的情绪，把一切的
不会傻逼了。
抛之于脑后，目标就是。
不傻那里啊，米让我们进去的，赶紧
没错没错，
因为上场比赛的
集装箱的人打掉呢，因为他要。是的呀，是这样的。没有，不用担心啊，阶段3。4防的正中央，天霸没有任何的理由去打 4AM。是，
卡死也把想要过来探信息的 ISG 给赶走了。
没错，
因为我们有点自。137分的 4AM 还差2分，重任是压在了神森森的身上。
神森森选择主动出击，关键时刻不等待，但是主动又换来了什么呢？
没有。
我都永远带有啊，耶。
常规赛的总积分争夺上，
那要危险了，4AM。
稳固，
真的稳固吗？
体坛要来吗？
我想真霸气。
体坛来了，看看这边2人的接车做的怎么样，同时天霸外围的枪线也能够给到 4M 一定的帮助。
看看体坛的一波阵型，2个人顶到对面平房，另外2个人是直接顶到了 4M 的脸上，连续了几个手雷，接车也完全没有效果。
我把钱买来 DCR 为你了，我把别的来 DCR 为哪把的？
但是没有做好完美的排点，
一个背身1换1。
哦，要有2加1的球，2加1的球，2加1的个球。
因为他们被 TC 给穿了。
我买 DCR 第2位奖没？
分的 4M 还差2分，重任是压在了神森森的身上。
神森森选择主动出击，关键时刻不等。
哦。我把买来问问，我把买来问问 DC 呢？干那边，冇啊，3-1一下，DCR 第2位奖了。
天霸说：“兄弟，这一波真不怪我们。”菩萨过江，自身难。
要没阿兰呀没。3-1哇。
正中心的一片防区，以马路分隔左右2侧，2片都。
3-1哇。
首先要说一下，体坛这波的进攻是建立在他上一个圈山神庙的观察之下的，他看到了这片防区是人少，
没错。那这样的话，另一处圈边的位置同样有机会突破赛点的 Grab， 现在已经贴到了佟家堡的大仓，
把同样去掉，是唯一
哦，确实是唯一。
如果说能够成功的吃掉这样的一片。
加油，我今年喏，OK 吧？技术压一点嘛嘞。
现在他们差4分，刚好。
哎呀，RG 在掉啊！
但问题是4打4，你又如何保证
下一
波战斗呢？而且北斋还在原点架枪，正面的技战力其实是不足的。现在
你家是跟上啦，那你刚要去看那个就对了。
对方不出仓，对方是满编，自己怎么打进去呢？
或者说抽奖雷。看看有没有效果，
你抽1个，我抽1个，抽完了他就只剩2个了。
看看第1颗雷出手，没有什么效果，没关系，队友还有雷。
这种抽奖雷风险很高，因为对方会扔反制雷的。
其实最
往来的。
顺道打开突破口了，
倒掉1个。
白小纯也是丝血，架枪的北斋也贴到了近点，应该是要发起全面的推进了。
98K 这颗火焰跟队友沟通啊，不然的话进去自己会踩的。
对
面的北斋带着2
个。都门呢 ，DJB 1慢慢见没？
公主齐发力，
细节排点，左右2边的高点都没有藏人，但是窗门口是丢了1颗燃烧瓶 ，K 哥拉进来之后玉石俱焚一般的打法，
头上的蜘蛛侠已经被 K 哥抓掉了。公主没问题，公主驾到，通通闪开。
嗰陣其實唔夠料啦咧，夠料，可能我輸了。
螃蟹不再是海岛上任人宰割的清蒸大螃蟹了，他们是吃人蟹、帝王蟹。
Match White 第2等陣就過啦，我好地下。
整個比賽
Match White第2等陣就過啦。
一半面積就只有他們了。
是的，這場比賽他們的任務已經完成了。
但是方言啊，沒那麼快錄了哦。
看下一個圈。
还眷顾了过来了，但很可惜的是，把大仓刚好刷在了。
你妈不要拿出来，我那谁你妈上嘛喏？让我第2不会比啊。
什么时候在周决赛15、16的时候看到阶段5就只有30个人？
只能说这场比赛确实非常的激动啊！
我不得不再感叹一句：发明赛点制的人是个天才，
真是个天才，
确实好看。
先来看墙边这一侧 ，RW 跟好汉，好汉是有底坡的一个优势。但现在这个局势来看的话，组合雷将会是破点的最好方式。
首先可以扔组合雷，另外呢高点可以站人，并且9宝已经被微笑拔掉了嘛。
再来一颗手雷，经典的平台2人都是丝血，
他们清理 RW 只是时间的问题，但问题是后续 NV 的架怎么办？
哦，刚呢，
好
对啊
像没。有提防，已经被放倒一个，格子这里可能也有点走不掉了，再具备逼停。
那现在在整个西边的山头是一片混战，对 NV 来说啊，不清理掉这片山头，自己进圈也是会被打飞身的。
再来看微笑，远距离的一颗3分球，非常精准，丢进厕所内部。劝架的 NV 已经来到了近点，陈赛的底坡好像位置还比较神秘，
他要和 YDD 打一波正面的单掰吗 ？YDD 不知道他在这儿，
选择丢雷，对方已经上车启动了。
一颗提前的预判雷，时间拿捏的不是特别准，同时位置也暴露了。
拉过来一波扫车，载具已经着火，自己也被其他角度的一个枪械补枪放倒。不过好在陈 C 已经拖延了大部分的时间，让队友在高点完成了有效的击倒。
但是微笑的发力啊，完全把 NV 是按在了这个山坡上。程 C 也在后点不断的往前逼近，目前看起来 NV 是
no 啊，巴的哩，那嘛哩 no 吧。
失血的情况来不及
等会
打，被格子直接收入囊中。
哎，所以也二只呗
打到现在为止已经拿下。
所以也二只呗。
而 TT 在周边的乱战之中啊，发挥出他们一直贯彻的这个思路：你乱任你乱，我就在旁边观战。
是的，这也是他们一贯的风格嘛。
没错。
刚刚也提到了 ，TT 他是有希望能够开启赛点去争夺周冠军的。这场比赛如果可以吃下一击的话，积分将会突破到130分左右。
而对于 Crab 来说，要做2手准备，下一场比赛开赛点直接夺冠，或者不断的提高自己的排名分，
是的，
争取在比赛全部打满之后，通过积分夺冠。
看完回放再一过来 ，Crab 是有人员的倒地啊。不过现在这个阶段啊，场上所剩余的选手已经不多了。天霸的选择啊 ，TT 的选择，这里应该是远点击倒了对面之后，想要把近点的厕所北斋给拔掉。
一波漂移，停车，对面有架枪的呀。北斋反应很快，他知道厕所不能待，先出来利用后点队友架枪的帮助，想打一波反制。
神慈拉到了一个后点，但似乎是拉到了对方的包围网里面。
阿杰不抬头，好像看不到。
另一边远点架枪的98K 是吃到了天霸的枪线。这场比赛 Crab 可能要止步于此了，但是他们的任务已经圆满完成了。
虽然说止步于此，但是他们是带着微笑离开的。
是的，突破了赛点，一切皆有可能。
是的，我说的不是带着好汉的微笑啊，是嘴角上挂着微笑。
你把来了呀，啦！哎，你们来有钱的呢，前天没讲喽。哎，你们来前天没讲喽。
主要他的位置都已经是被完全。
万一你们来啊，前天没讲喽啊，我眼看了。
中间啊，
哇，踢的雷。
俺家玩家前面没有票啊，那个。
瑕疵啊！他是不是没看到人在那？
就只能去把雷丢到前方的烟雾里面。神子这里也是强行的封了一条烟路。
我让人来边我的讲那个喏，你让我不会演几件那个。
枪线是永远躲不掉的呀。
另外一边体坛啊，占据着4方，也是
好，人别的踢掉了。
好汉的一波进攻应该是被体坛化解掉了。那么这场比赛最有机会吃鸡的几支战队啊，全部都存活在场上。
TT 现在是全场的满编，另外一支满编应该就是在整个圈型西南部的 STE。
现在来看的话，论位置，我觉得都差不太多，就看看打完了自己身边的邻居之后，自己的状态怎么样了。
先看近点4防的2支3人编制战队，
这种过马路的行为是冒着很大风险的，
但没有办法呀，体坛这一侧的防区是
有的山那个要什么的呀的。
封烟路去进攻前方的天霸。
现在 ST 的机杆枪全都看在这边。
拉的呀，稳了，拉的呢。
已经伸到了厕所内部，
秦志不断的打提前枪，但自己被刮到一枪头。
哦，刚的。
还是放倒了3-3，但是近点防区的队友。
OK，nice。
哦。一喷收尾。
我的朋友了，刚的要一张吧。
已经变成了天霸的幸运房了。上一周
给 SD 滴滴。
这个位置诞生的，他们这场比赛又在。
这把的电话是要讲的，另外来没有。
单兵，那这个关键的决赛圈，还是让我们把语音交给选手吧。
我舔了个空投，我怕有过点。
冬天家来没应该买个配备，没少买的。
哎我靠！
是家里要你家里啊？
我扭一下。
我给你妈
哦，狂体的哇！
没车，
哦
你经常踩着呗。
那个门得开的，杰哥，不然他能去到我这。杰哥，
我在打药呢。
我上去了，自己下一个吧。
你关一边底吧，我在中间埋着。
我在中间，我在中间。
你们能给他墓室卸了吗？他墓里面有个红86。
来的，这给你来的，
卸不了。
那底边应该太空了。
他底面过不来，他天霸那边不是弄楼抽到了吗？
我们只能。
你有烟吗，星爷？
我没烟了，我把烟全给你了。
看圈吧。
那你看圈吧，等个圈，等个圈再卡谁了？
他在马路边能带吗？哪个马路边？
需要吗？
好像能带。
他现在能驾车，下圈就看那个天霸打谁了。
看圈，不着急。
最好是给天霸点火力，然后去打左边，然后我们把右边。
但是不要把他们人打死了，最好是。
给他放过去，给他放过去打狙标，给绿标放过去打狙标。
把这个近点车给修一下。
绿标没。
啊，容易啊，SD 容易啊。
绿点，然后我们脸上泼有圈。
我跟杰哥守右边底，得防天霸。
守右边底，防天霸。
要不给你接过来？
天霸好加固容易嘛？
守右边底就行。
我有风烟度。
七嘎突然你啊！
跟我说一下，我就爬。
有扩容吗？思婷，我那个
狙扩吗？
不扩，
没有，我邻居。
别让天霸贴到我们黄点了呀，贴不了吧？
天霸黄点，
天霸
太难受的，你别倒。
还是天霸呗，不用一下。
他贴不到黄点吧？
得到了，得那套个讲，得到嘛撸系列了，奥利见着了没得？哎，得到嘛撸的见着了没得？
不是他俩说贴不了吗？
贴不了。
我这是
放了很多烟。
你外面比的，老没见的。
他想去往边封烟。
万一前天搞的嘛，哎，你那到哪来啊？啊，那快没？
他走了几个人跟我说，天霸就3个。走几个？
两个打底，走石头停了一个。
石头去了一下。倒了。
啊，没听的。
被 K 了，被 K 了，还 T 的。
啊，这样子，但也哪上都搞过。
机枪走。
在哪？
倒了。
我来出来了嘛，我哎出来了，比着我考来。又听着啦了。一见到我，这边不会被击到。
照到了这个。
后边来，打呗。
通过他们的队内语音啊，我感觉到选手们还是有点压抑的，
感觉是有些风。
那你还玩到天哪？
从这一些风。还有一个。牛逼！就！最后一个摸，刚拉出来了。说。
哎呦！哎，等那一呢，加十倍了呀，就是。哦，刚来的样子，哎，等那一呀，刚来了。哎，你把这个垃圾啊，对不来哦。
因为 4M 这个位置是目前圈的1/3位置。阶段4呢，也有很大的概率不会被刷走。
这个假车库呢是刚刚 TC 的一波放点，
就这么说吧，熬一熬就能够拿到2分的排名分了。
那另一边呢？
第3把你哎，到加的样子。
从天而降，被维森直接接住。
不好意思，我是来自江西的防空塔。一波空摘打完之后，也锁定了 K1 剩余的人，但是苏南的点位他们不知道，很有可能会被打黑枪。看看他们的背身能不能守住啊。
现在来看的话，这两队都是在白圈以外作战啊，再打下去其实没有太多的战略意义。
说实话，同家。
不要把他嘞，得有。
我一个 S
你来进。
战队，我不在的时候。
进入了吧一垒。
我一来，你圈就刷走了。
这确实让人没想到啊。体坛这里的扎点也是来到了中心附近的炮楼。刚说完。
有。
神秘枪线。
China 发现。
山治给点倒了，
被更神秘的人解决了。
这一场靠这边上呀哇！
现在是107分，如果连续2局比赛创下高分的话，他们
哇，前面比了。
在这一周拿下周冠的机会。
鼓车的差嘞。
主要是这一周的这个。
还不会比。
应该是近几周以来最高的了。
来，把都加下来了。还有得到嘛？游戏的也带那套的。考虑下减的他们的。
大家也可以打出你们心目当中的这位选手。要我来选的话，画面当中的这位。
哈牛，换你不要看他那么高。
非常不错。
还不怎么样。
团队拿到了上一周的周冠军嘛？
是的。
懂你讲的。
毫不吝啬。
那我也玩你不好，玩你少一倍哇！
吊稳健未来可以创一个麋鹿夸夸群啊，他每次麋鹿只要拿1个淘汰，就是其他队友拿3个，他不管。
那玩你少一倍哇！
厉害，王博。
其实我觉得对于指挥来讲，或者说是对于每一个选手来讲，一旦队友打出了高光，那就一定要不吝啬自己。
喺度冷家㗎咧，我 VPN 睇下你啲人啊 VPN 我兜一邊位睇到呢。
久了久了私底下也会玩游戏嘛。哎，一般来讲呢，我们有一句名言。
啊 ，Covid 到呢 VPN。
为什么要 C？ 那队友能打出高光，我们夸就完事儿了。
是这样的。那再看一下这个圈型啊，北边的圈型切完了之后 ，TT。过河应该问题不大，但是能不能满边过这个就不知道了。而对于 4M 来说啊，阶段4依然处在圈内，而且是一个防守的方式，守住了蓝白之间。
虽然说是一个圈边啊，但最起码还是在圈内的，一切皆有可能。另一侧在北部 ，AG 剩余的2个有生力量是来到了微博加油站的反坡，但是仅凭他们2人之力，想要去硬扛满边的微博还是有难度的。
他们肯定是要绕的，就是离开这片加油站。
天霸呢？这边来到近点，发现了 YDD，4个人一起下车，一波集火之后是把 YDD 给打残了。
77行说：“兄弟，你别跑呀，
不是，
你怎么把我的点位卖了呀？”
本来行业这个点位还非常神秘的，现在来看，随着天霸的枪线拉开，一点都不神秘了。
先溜吧，因为对于天霸来说，他也不知道这边是什么情况。
哦。
这边也遇到了一些麻烦，在外围2个队友都倒了。
炮楼的位置都是通过原点的对枪倒地啊，
可以服。
现在这个阶段最怕有人撞过来。
TT 他们是可以撞过来的战队，但是他们却把车啊开到了水中，
想要选择控岸边，
一波水中贵族。
岸边
哎你妹
！RW 是放了一颗暗子，旧爱在。
你妹！
那他已经暴露过枪线，
头个龙喺度要面，放辣。
角度去给到他一定的火力支援了。因为他的队友此时此刻还在南部阿城的高点防区，行业这边应该是没什么药了，最终是倒在了蓝圈里。
天霸看起来也不知道这个情况，要开始往里猛攻了。
绕边走火力车的战术吗？
这一台车上坐这么些人，被好汉碰到了，那不就炸了吗？
更何况还是一台物资车呀。
撑死一颗手雷，精准制导，但对方刚好把状态打了起来。先撤吧，双方也能站。
主要高点山坡他也不在圈，好汉就是做一波驱赶，赶不走你，那我就退到白圈里。
哎，对。
侧面这边体坛是被凹的一颗手雷给团灭了，看来 RSG 已经是顺利的控住了那一片炮楼。
现在来看的话，整个西边啊，所有的战队都是寻找其他绕圈的方向行进，那这对于 4M 来说又是一波天大的喜讯，
最起码周围没有太大的威胁。
对，能混排名分了。
现在说排名分。可能还有点早啊，
为时尚早了。当然，你如果等一个北边的切角，那水里的 TT，AG， 包括在 R 城的 RW， 他们进圈可能会有些困难了。
是的，那目前最困难的应该是绕边过来的天霸，要车没车，要物资没物资啊，人也只剩最后1个了。随着佟家宝撵过来，刚刚救起来的阿青是被直接铲倒，只剩下了挂边的雕哥，这一分是被。佟家宝顺利的收入囊中。
是的，随着天霸在这局比赛败北啊，102分的他们在剩余的比赛当中想要逆天改命，
难度很大，
确实困难。
但我们也提到，
在
新的战场常规赛总积分的争夺上面，他们还是很有竞争力的。看看下个圈型。依旧是刷向了东北角，
这种圈型对 4M
东北角
最不利的。
东北角。
看似距离赛点只有2分之差，但随着这个圈型出现过后，由于前期掉点的 4AM 现在只有3个人，在这个圈型之下，如何以3换2呢？
现在的情况是，这种圈刷完啊 ，4M 都不具备绕圈的这个能力。往南往北呢都没有这种好的地形让你绕，看看他们能不能贴到 RW 的这个坡。
RW
去给 TC 一些压力，
但是能够看得出来啊，谁贴到这个坡，都会吃到 TC 的致命威胁，根本没有人能够过来。不过在混乱之中，好像 4M 是拿到了1分
哦，
他应该是补了
38分，
他补了刚刚 RW 倒地的这个人。
你看，酷酷啊，咱们2个呢还是太正派了。
什么意思？
想着开赛点啊，必须要自己打自己拿，但是 K 也不是不行啊。
确实也不是不行。
不过神森森好像出现了一些情况，他被打倒了。
另一边在北部加油站的反坡，佟家宝跟 LTG。现在佟家宝已经倒地了数人，只有最后一个有生力量。
对他们来说，这一片加油站如果被清剿掉的话 ，TT 就有进圈的空间。
不會殺咯咪嘿，啊，加面呀你咪，Amy 成ဝင်搬你咪嘿。
The collaboration with Naruto, but this collaboration is also coming soon, which is the collaboration between PUBG Mobile and also Ferrari. So
Game number 4，腦爽杯先你沙定話到未 ？Game number 4有冇玩意呢？眼咩俾掛咗你？係連呢？ ทีนี้มันก็พี่ทีนี้นั่นไม่ใช่เลยตัวเดียวฉีดลูกตัวนี่ก็นี่ตัวตัวเดียวนะ大家伙啊มัน差ดี了然后都挨到佢們窗那裡都沒有醫院然後都有醫都沒有醫然後都超快也都沒有醫送到大庫拉堵了đó đó tôi sao khỏi đây mà tụ để nó lù nó khó lù này nó khá lù Kakashi rồi 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 Sasuke đấy xem gì đó tôi mấy cái đã mấy sao khỏi tầm nhiều一片mấy cái đã sao khỏi tầm nhiều一片này kìa我也变多了完了胖
好汉太大的压力，那么 4M 也不会有更好的机会。
这一波很低调。
虽然说好汉是倒了人，但也仅仅只倒了一个呀。
但是
4M 呢，等下呀，那 BB 那地位。
4M 距離他的1分也只差一個排名了。
4M 等下呀，那邊冇特別話啲話。
也能拿到1分。手雷來
哎呀，等下俾到 4M 嘅。
TC 真不給機會嗎？似乎。
點啲呢嘛，兩百呀，呀。
寶貴的1分，
天選之子要在
今年我呀。
在排名来看，全场还有9支战队。
以前嘛，特定係第1咪先。
唯一的獨狼維森現在也不會被淘汰。4AM for Angry Man， 這個時候能不能？
Sorry 呀，等下你亂啦，哇！這東西要嘢。
不敢扶隊友，因為隨之而來的 TC 的組合雷就在他耳。
以前嘛，別點解你們第一招要嘢？
服了，選擇扶人了，因為臉上的煙還在延續。但 扶起來最大的
等下你呀，要嘢。
人頭分沒角度，
又是一個雷，神狀態沒有被打起來，又被炸倒。阿蘭
手裡還有4個。
老闆呢？老闆呢？
出擊了，手雷毫不留情，全部都炸在了 4M 身邊。
阿蘭，我玩嘅下來，阿蘭玩嘅下來，哦，得哦。乜鬼呀？我要嘢，阿蘭老尾我來要嘢。
他們追上了上一周的自己，他們又。
阿蘭老尾我來要嘢。
已經無所謂了，
已經無所謂了，交給你們吧 TC。
感覺這場比賽打完被淘汰過後 ，4M 4個人癱坐。
阿蘭老話俾啦，要嘢。
已經是無力再說話了。
腦海當中啊，這個
第一件第六呀。
回想起了整個職業生涯的這麼多年的故事，
大喊一聲，我們終於做到了。
不，這只是開賽。
阿蘭老話俾啦，要嘢。
這一刀砍了，
是。
唔拉掉了。 我 Amy 上我們不了呀，
真是個天才。那現在已經有2隊達成賽點，現在就看後面的 TC、這2隊在這一局也是有希望開啟賽點的。
我們的緊張又刺激的情緒並不能下去，下一個敢達到戰場的是 TT， 他現在還差4分。
不過目前應該是已經進入了前8名，有排名分的加持，
就是只差3分了。
是的。
最多略低你套俾隻寶，最多略低你套俾我。你都玩6、7架啦。
派大星，因為我這場比賽還活着，已經低估他們3次了。從他們進海、進河之後，我就說他們進不了圈了。然後剛剛 4M 那一波，我又說 TC 沒什麼希望，但是人家
還有希望，
就是這麼的頑強。
那你能再說一次嗎？
我覺得 TT， 不。
最多玩6、7低你套俾隻寶。
這個我率先。
呀，
現在最大的難題是什麼呢？2隊有希望開賽點的隊伍啊， 他都在同一个角度。
哎，
应該唔係多謝你啊。
避免不了的。
More for the teams,
啊
especially because
是占据着。
啊 ，A 場會唔好到啩？你看你喂。
有高点，第二点是有高点，第三点呢 ，TT 的人早就被点出来了，你无处遁形。
清醒那个石头阵似乎还不在圈啊。
难道说派大星的这颗雷可以创造奇迹吗？
我對呗。
丢过来，稍微远了一点点啊，毕竟是盲视野的丢雷。
派大星的雷确實扔得不錯，但是王媛
哎呦
辟謠的原
好嘅啊，P 再頂得到的啊，老寬。
侧面绕过来跟派大星汇合。
呀，P 再頂到大家啊？呀，你邊話好啲啊？
把他们两个都切走了。
阿美老師，謝謝你啊。
那這種情況想開賽點，
感覺兩隊都很難。
來了，直接正面迎敵，
火力車搖過來，派大星剛好在丟雷。那這樣的話，只剩清醒了
，3打1。清醒上場比賽正面作戰的時候是被原點放倒，看看這一次能不能夠負荊。
P 再頂得多度呢沒
？1打3嗎？雖然說目前已經是第6名，有2分的排名分，但僅僅是加上排名分也很難開啟賽點。
是的，
更何況他已經被 TC 3個角度的槍線完全包圍，
拿一個有機會嗎？拿1分有機會嗎？
好像拿不到。
閃電也來了，閃電這個時候的出手啊，相當於是俠客啊，幫了清醒一手，他是止住了 TC 的這波圍剿。
但是身後的藍圈已經來襲了，這個角度清醒已經泡到了藍圈裡，吃到傷害之後，最終還是被 W-1 斬於馬下。那這樣的話 ，TT 加上排名分是137分。這個故事其實在場間的時候，我覺得 TT 的選手可以去找 4M 戰隊的選手取經，
去聊一下這個2分怎麼樣才能突破。當然了，現在全場5支戰隊，我們一定要把目光鎖向 TC，132分，第5名是有3分的排名分，加上排名分的話也才135，所以說 TC 還需要再往前再拿些分數。分數來了嗎？是到手的分數，還是索命的惡魔？看看這一波面對野貓的進攻，又是火力車。
哦，
吃下。
哦，講嚟就話 DC 721啊。
4分加上134。還差1分，
又是命運的1分。
雖然說人是可以救起來，但這個角度似乎還沒。
Number 3, which they know that they're gonna go.
邊度啦？邊度咯？
啊！估計不健康了，連續2波的火力車作戰。
Hello，咪倒埋前面阿媽啦。
無幾了，階段8要來了，會給 TT 一個機會嗎？天選之子。
南切有窄邊的位置，再磨一磨。如果說拿不到淘汰分，那就去拿一個排名分也行啊，
那就很舒服了。
現在的 TC 只需要按兵不動就夠了，一定不能漏破綻，因為北邊 LTG 它是一支滿編隊，
不能動。如果說 LTG 選錯了進攻方向的話，他去打微博，無論誰獲勝 ，TC 都將成為最終的受益者。
是的。
我們不妨大膽一些，在今天的第3場比賽 ，TC 啊也是因為77行的神奇發揮，錯失了幾分。哎，那麼這場比賽，
以為係邊樣之嚟㗎？同我
所丟的分數都收入囊中呢。
現在要求不多，再拿1分就夠，拿1分淘汰分就夠。看看 LTG， 雷仔騎着馬，一馬當先，隊友在火力車來到
哦，這當然北方邊嚟的。
起碼撞到近點，這1分可以補的，補下這1分，同時也防住了滿邊 LTG 的進攻，打破賽點。
TC 的目標是1分，但是你全隊來了，我都要。
接下來把時間交給我們決賽圈的選手。
TC 你那老妹，對呀，等陣那過來比劃比劃。
得打左邊，右邊已經死完了。那就打左，左邊就2個。不用，還有煙嗎？我沒煙了。有雷，有雷。吉普旁邊1個。
我煙已經全取完了，被。
吉普旁邊還有煙沒？能不能往吉普上來？吉普旁邊1個。來，給我丟。來，我給你丟雷，被。
哦，哎，以後我國內也對家讓我們別把握了。
我打有。這頭上1個，你們不行，別着急。
我也得過來了。我去扶了。
感覺只能扶了呀，不好主動清啊。主動清給 TC 做加1了。
啊，不是他在我們這邊啊。
可能小心右邊這裡，我右邊底線，小心底線，底線我有點管不了。 来，我树这边趴一个，我去右边底线。
里边得去扶一个。
对，
我到石头去，我能背你，你看左边。
别那么威力，对了没？
我操，这个踩到树我没办法。
哦，我妈呀呢！
咱得去扶。
对了没？老一他别打吧，来 W-1 呀！哦，谁人家吧？
他跟甩雷了。有可你管左边，对，你管左边，我跟超。
哦，可能要掉得漏了。
TC 也中20级了，中。反正反射我们后面他们都是全得踩出来的。
段说能救吗？我给你看一下。
我不知道，我感觉很难救。
我跑着看一下。
哎，
我踩一波。
倒了，我给你踩。
手按 TC。
啊，你还有 F1 代理。
可以控一下，控一下。
我救人。我要救人。
没抓不到，啊，抓不到，打一个。啊，这个。
走。
快快快！哎。
Need to be done because week 2, I would expect it to be
week
1 after these teams get familiar with
game mà
thing that is
po
going to change.
đang nghe quay trình lên sao tìm mà
The grouping. I also want to see how the grouping will go, but it will be affected.
Lại trên đây để biến sai rồi mình có
here by the end of the day. And before we jump into Miramar, which will be our last 2 maps, of course we have one more Erangel to settle with.
Settle into this last Erangel. I want to also shout out for you guys in the chat. You guys been awesome. Keep on supporting your teams. For Rahman, especially a hardcore fan of YG, we're gonna see whether they can perform in here as well. So let's not waste any more time. Circles, go and do your magic away because today has been incredible. Predictability of the circle. Let's head into last Erangel.
Yeah, we got a very interesting circle in the previous Erangel. Just when everyone thought, okay, typical God car kind of circle, but nope, circle just chooses to be creative. But we'll see if we get the creative one or not this time. So flight path is going to be from the south this time, starting from Primos, ending all the way to Lipovka. So teams that like to drop in Saberni, looking at Goodfellas, they'll need to travel there, drop somewhere in the middle, get a vehicle, and go all the way up north. But they have to be careful because the last time they tried to do that, they lost a player early. So this time, might want to try to do something different. And it looks like they did. They dropped in Lipovka. This time they changed their draw for entirely.
Lot of southern flight path here today. Not making it easy for the players that love to drop themselves in the north. I hope OV will be a bit more patient while waiting for the next stage. Some teams like Cloud mentioned they did change a bit of a U-turn just now. That first contact will be made soon. Not too many teams seems to be crashing each other out, but GC do have one play very far off. Probably going to be the one that's scouting for vehicle. But it's going to be a slightly northern circle this time, thanks for the Zaki circle. And Jogopol might be our end game, or probably the bridge in between, because it's still going to be some sort of a hot shift when it comes to stage 2 and 3.
Oh, look at this. I see what the Observation Esports is doing. Okay, because they were blocked by GC in the previous round at the left side bridge, now they decided to okay, so we'll find you at your drop spot. We'll find you at Ferry Pier.
Lý đâu đi à luôn.
They have a split. So Crazying is the one on the outer side.
Xây gì như vậy rồi, cả bên này ok bà, chứ thứ bà. Lý đâu này qua, xây như là qua. Bao giờ gì lê? Lý lê. No mà zone. Ê, ngáo anh nhẽ như chưa là nó ê. Mà.
Holy City will have a lot of things to say.
အဝိုင်းကြီးအင်းကြီးပြန်ချွတ်လာနော်အေး
But we
ဘော
do
လုံး
have
က
to
လုံးတော့မှာ
elevate further than
တိုက်တို့တဲလေးထောက်ပြီးတော့
Seven Sky probably put
တိုက်တို့ share ပေးကြပါဦးတဲလေးထောက်ပြီးတော့တတော်လူတွေ
while he's looting at the
Hello,
center.
Lucilla.
That's gonna show they will have to deal with elevate
တတော်လူ
only.
တွေတဲလေးထောက်ပေးကြပါဦး
But for elevate
တဲလေးထောက်ပြီး follow လေးမလားတင်လောက်ပေးပါဦး
find the fourth player.
ပြောစရာကြီး
Nearby probably down to yep, all four stacked up together. Sisu taking on Seven Sky. That's
ကြောက်ကြောင်တွေ့ကျင်တော့ဘူးမှန်တယ်
the scouter. So at least that's ample of amount information given.
ကြောက်ကြောင်တွေ့ကျင်တော့ဘူး
Sorry for Seven Sky. That is not just elevate.
တဲလေးထောက်ပြီးတော့ share ပေးကြပါဦးတိုက်တို့
Nearby, slightly on the north.
တေးတေးတေးတေးတေးတေး
At least they're gonna stop taking
မိ
action.
မိကြီး
here.
တော့ထပြေးရ
Say,
လား
like I mentioned,
စိတ်နေတယ်
Still, no helmet did
ဟောင်းနေတယ်နာနေ
give him that sort of
နာစီနေတယ်
to start with.
Yeah, and decent start for Seven Sky, though they lost V high. At least they traded back. And for the record, Elevate eliminated Seven
ဒီ
Sky.
OB ချင်းနေကောင်းဘူး
So
အေးလို့ဒီနေ့ OB
this
ချင်း
is Seven Sky looking for their revenge, and it's being presented to them, this opportunity. But now sharing this Lupovka with another team, that means the loot will be half as well. So looking at some of the players that we are going around, Robelo doesn't have much on him. So I don't think they're ready to really push, but looks like another team's really ready to push here. And BKE became the victims.
ကောင်းတယ်
Frenzy out.
ဟော GC အနေနဲ့ကတော့မင်းအမှတ်တွေကပြန်ယူမရတော့မယ်10မှတ်กว่าနေတဲ့သားကြီး
Here we go.
ဟေးခိုင်တော့
Marcus try to know if there's
ငါဝိုင်းကြီးအကြီးချွတ်လာရနော်အေးငါဆောက်ခွက်ထိုးမှာနော်
more, so I guess
ငါမဲ့ပဲကွာတော့တယ်ခဏတည်း
they're waiting for Black Eagle Esports to finally leave. They will start to pull over and try to get out and see if they still trying to go for the fight. And there you go. They want to just go for the second checkpoint of compound. I guess it's sort of a warning for Black Eagle. Like we're gonna take over this compound for a bit. Yeah, it's our moment and our time. Alternative taking the looting spot. That's pretty structured, by the way. If that's gonna be the case, that sort of communication. But Seven Sky, they lost their scouter V high. Now here comes another fight on GC versus Hive. Hive, while they're rotating towards the northern bridge nearby, just on the north of.
လောက်ပါနဲ့ GC ရဟိုက်နဲ့ကေးရထပ်ပေးရပြန်ပြီငါစိတ်ရညစ်ပါလေ
GC has been waiting for this.
ငါမှတ်ရအောင်ရေးနှစ်မှတ်ပဲအယောင်ရေးသုံးမှတ်ပဲကွာတော့တယ်စောက်ပြဿနာပဲ
Awareness they have for any fight.
အာ
Case they get rushed.
Say it again, yeah.
Ambush.
ပြောစရာကြီးလို့
And the awareness for them to be at this bridge.
ဝန်တာစရာပဲတာကြီးတို့ဝန်တာစရာပဲတာကြီးတို့
Elimination points out of that. And this is Golden Cross. Kind
Ah.
of getting a bit of a taste of what they did to other teams before this on the left side lighthouse bridge there. So something similar. It's still a bridge kind of scenario. And yeah, they kind of have a taste of it. But yeah.
ဝန်တာစရာပဲ
Live here, 2 players. Though they will be desperate to at least not be in the bottom 4.
ကြရင်ဆရာခေါ်မယ်ကွာ
For them. And we switch over to Misfit International. They see the remaining members of Elevate. Only
ပြောရင်
2
ငါတို့
more
မြန်မာ
of
တွေ
them
ကြီးပဲ
left, and
တေး
they
တော့
will be
ပြီး
chasing.
ငါငိုကျင်လာပြီ
See how far will they go with this chase?
အာနှစ်မှတ်ပဲကွာတော့တယ်နော်ပြောရင်မြန်မာစီက3កောင်ရတာပါတဲ့ဟိုက်တွေကအာပြောစရာကြီးလို့တာကြီးတို့
Quite split but interesting decision making.
Ah.
They're not going cutting across into the circle. I don't know what just happened. It feels like for me there's a bit of lag just now. A bit of a cutoff. But for Golden Cross, it's not the last player. I don't see Ronin nearby. I guess Ronin, they are playing a bit of a insurance policy game where since we're already 2 players, one more will be slightly far so they can have an exit out. I'll spot out Ronnie slightly on the northern side where Hash might get some information, but this is a bit of a trouble for Kim to get out. Slightly difficult. This in the center. Switching over to the moment we switch to
နှစ်ပွဲပဲကြံတယ်နှစ်ပွဲပဲကြံတယ်မြို့မှာနှစ်ပွဲပဲကြံတယ်တာကြီးတို့ချိန်နေကောင်းလားမင်းတော့နည်းနည်းတော့ရင်တော့ခုံနေရပြီတာကြီးတို့
gonna see if they can finish off.
已經控呢下俾大度。
Of the building where he's at for Hash. There you go. Finally got down, and it's gonna be a straightforward elimination since Kim is too far apart.
我已經控呢下俾大度。啲多女啱呢，第一套俾知俾就話啦，大度。ကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်တဲထောက်ပြီးလူအားပွားတဲလေးတယောက်100 200လောက်တဲတန်းလေးပြည့်ရောတဲတန်းလေးပြည့်လို့ရှိရင်ပြီးကတော့အဆင်ပြေတယ်အဲ့ဒီအုတ်ထုတ်ကြီးကြိုက်တယ်တဲတန်းလေးပြည့်အောင်နှိပ်ပေးကြပါဦးတဲ GC နေနဲ့တော့1 man ပဲကြံမယ်ဒါအိမ်ထဲမှာပဲကန့်နေဒီတိုင်းပဲဘယ်သူမှမသိဘူးအဲ့မဲ့လှုပ်နေတာပါ အိတ်နေတော့ငါတို့ဆိုပုံးနေမှာရောYeah, when you do that, I hope they enemy.
I think it's pretty straightforward. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. It's matter of whether.
When you come out, don't win. I don't see it. Don't be my.
So let's see.
We were down the meow. He's on here.
Actually, find the last member of Golden Cross Kim.
When you need to be in there, but we maintain our way.
And that somebody else, maybe ABC, don't know because they are arriving in this area. Oh, but here comes Hive too. Arrange scouting things in the front, his teammates behind him. And he's definitely not going to stop here. But ABC will have an entry into the northern side of Jogo Pool, so tons of space for them to play. They only just need to make sure that, okay, that place is kind of clear, they can park in, and they can pick a compound.
Yeah, that place seems to be very clear right now.
Mania throw my power.
And they will try to park somewhere.
Nia 18 na.
We do have a couple of.
Con nè, Gosby.
Wait and see whether they can start fight.
Cô ý Gosby yang con nè, cô ý. Cô ý hai ra tiêu là ba khối với lại.
So this is shooting range.
Ở OBA đi qua nên lâu mai à mày.
The North Jogo Pool. Or maybe they are taking the time. They want to find out first. Okay, now circle up here.
Mày nhìn ra sao vậy là?
Okay. So now this circle, Zaki hoping to get the circle there. As long as there's still a piece of Zaki in the circle, there's always a chance.
Yep, the chances are there. Zaki is still in there. But also a lot of teams coming into Jogo Pool, North Jogo Pool. And we're looking at also ABC. They definitely want to get into the compound. They find themselves a building. But also,
Ê rồi vậy là ê rồi anh lẽ lại à vì là ngà lơ ngồi anh đi bên mua giàu vậy rồi ai bị vậy à sao chưa mà con giàu anh này ra đồng hô bầu quý qua nó không nè hả anh đi bên mua u để anh đi ngồi bị chúc hay nào mà để mình bên đây vào phải xem sâu rồi là hậu đây là sao à tí này rồi để ubi này đi bắt chả mà sao bây giờ玩機沙rồi ra rồi mẹ TVN này rồi đi cái gì vậy ok 玩機cái lý do nha cái này là piano nào đấy tay rồi ấy bà đây piano ngà lập khoa mẹ ồ bà đi piano thì mình tiêu quá mà sao bà đi piano còn sao đó mà chào quá yo hô bà bà đây piano ha ngà tha cái rồi mà nó tha cái rồi mà nó
Can they get the second point? Are we switching over to observation esport? There's going to be a flying over.
Hả? Không phải là không mà quý mà mày chỉ gì quý mà mày chỉ ở AC về cái OB về đây là sao nó bia về liều và thân nó về 3 vs khi lấy chúng nó bia nó cái vai rồi 3 vs 3 vui ok cái này sao nó cái nó đi đây cô tụi cái này cô qua một chấm chết lại mà là cái OB thì bây giờ mà lâu ngỏ phi luôn nhau lâu ngỏ này màu ya mà OB sao nó tất là vì tôi nhá à bị quá đi qua ở xem mà là quá cái gì này luôn mà còn na đang bao nữa cái gì này xem mà biểu này phú này đấy oh nice 哎呀，ဘာပြောငါကောက်ရက်လိုက်တာ
Very nice
sorry
nade by Chewy just now for Clay Jr. He was waiting outside and now he's trying to find more points. He's trying to find the windows.
ဒါယူeasy
Kid now jumping. Oh, unfortunately wrong. He got
ဟာ
it wrong, but right for
ကောင်းတယ်
the time.
K လေး Junior 1v1 တာကြီး jam shot အေး K လေး Junior ရဲ့ jam shot တိလားဒါပဲလက်ရှော့ဦးနေမင်း214တီးရတာမင်းတို့တိလားတို့တိလားဒါပဲ nice တယောက်ပဲပေးလိုက်ရတယ်အဆင်ပြေတယ်၄កောင်ရပြီအေး K လေး Junior ရဲ့မင်းခုံပြီးပြတာမတိသေးဘူးဒီကောင်လည်းမတိသေးဘူးပြန်ပြလိုက်အောင်မယ်ငါဗီဒီယိုတော့တင်ထားသေးတယ်ဟုတ်လား
Tight indeed.
လာရှော့ဦးနေတယ်
On the side of MSI, they are trying to listen where the shots coming from. I think there's too many teams. Now
တော့ကအဲ့လိုခုံပြရတာကွာတိလားမင်းတို့ကလည်း
unfortunately for one side, this view is not great.
လာရှော့ဦးနေတယ်
For NGGZ minus Sisu. Oh, Sisu.
အတန်မထွက်နိုင်လို့တော့ဒီနေ့
They have better 4 points. There's gonna be 2 points.
ငါတရှုပ်ဖြစ်နေ sorry ပါတောင်းပန်ပါတယ်
Sisu and NGGZ.
Okay, they're not out yet at least.
ဒီခံမေးကြပါ
All right, so no follow up yet. Maybe it's in the building. Okay, that's the follow up there. Okay, so Miner is.
ကောင်းကြပဲ
Wish we could see what's happening with that one player, but it's okay. Because everyone here is in the building, so this is one of those urban warfares that will take its time for sure. Now on the outside. Okay, this Sisu and NGGZ. Let's go.
အန်ဂျီဇောက်တက်ပြီ
Let's go.
အဲ့ကောင်တွေတင်မရမယ်တာကြီးတို့
NGGZ versus
CSU ကောင်းတယ်တယောက်တော့တူမမဲကြတူမမဲကျွေးချင်မှာ email အပေါင်းတီ
Sisu get the point.
ဟာလို့ကွာရမသိတော့မယ်တောင်းရောင်းစားရဲ့
Pang in trouble. Oh,
ပြေ
oh, coming back into the
7စကိုင်းမှာပြစ်ပေးနေပြီခေါင်းကြီးထိခေါင်းပြုတ်သွားပြီမင်း
and they are waiting things.
အဲ့ grenade နော်မလားနော်ဒီနော်တလုံးတာကြီးနော်တလုံးကိုင်လေးဘာအောင်ကြည့်ဖြစ်နော်
Circle shifted away. Okay,
Here.
CSU.
ဟဲ့အောင်နေတယောက်တော့လာလေ
It's fight because of how this terrain is right now. That's why they send Ping behind.
အော်ကောင်းကြပဲကွာမင်းကလေ
Big target for
တယောက်ပဲကြမှာတာကြီးဟုတ်တယ်အိုးကောင်းတယ်ဗျာဟဲ့နောက်တယောက် last one
And now it's only MM left and Peng will
တာကြီးတက်လေမင်းလူပါတော့မယ်တာကြီးတက်လို့
now
ဟောပြီးသွားပြီလား
because his teammate got it.
အိုး
CSU.
ဘာလို့တော့ OB တော့အခွင့်အရေးပဲတာကြီး OB ၄မှတ် let's go ကောင်းလိုက်တာကွာသူများအတင်းမင်းကလည်းအဲ့လိုရုံမာတာကောင်းချက်ပဲမင်းကောင်း
Just now.
ကောင်းကောင်းကောင်းကောင်းကောင်း
Points, but for
ကောင်းတယ်ရငါ
only
WCSU
for Sisu, they will try to
WCSU နော်ကောင်းတယ်
have another fight coming on. YG Romeo, what is he trying to do?
ပြောကြအောင်ဝိုင်းကြီး
Okay, we see
ဟိုင်းနေတော့တွေ့နေပြီဟိုင်းနေ3ရောက်ပြေး
gap information.
ရောရူမီယိုရမင်းအဲ့လို
Yes, because of
ခွေးကားကြီးပေါ်မှာအဲ့လိုကြီးအာစမိုင်းတော့ပါပြီရောက်အီဂျီနဲ့ဟာမလောက်ပါနဲ့ညီကိုလေးဟေးညီကိုလေးလေစမိုင်းပါပြီရောက်ရင်ငါသိတယ်
Okay, we do see Godspeed. We don't see each
Fine, Bobby.
inside the circle.
အော်ဒီမှာတယောက်လေစမိုင်း
Oh, that smile taken out. Very important player for
3ရောက်တယောက်ဆိုတော့လေပေးဆက်လိုက်ရပါလေ
The rest of them will need to move in by themselves. The trio
အာ
comes into the circle. Watara Esports
ကဲ
playing
စင်မြင်နေတဲ့ဇုံလေးရတော့ကတ်တိုလေးတော့ဝင်ရအောင်ပဲထိုင်ရမှာတဲတော့လောက်ပါနေတာကြီးတို့အဲ့ဒီဘက်မသွားပါနဲ့တာကြီးတို့ရှော့ပေးလိုက်ပါအေးရမ်မိုင်းတော့ပါပြီ
Trying to go for
အော်
the
ဖေး
chase.
လုံးပြပါမောင်မတော့တော့ပြီ2 man တော့1 man ပဲကြမယ် MSI
Again, this
1 man ပဲကြမယ် please
there's
please
points again.
Hey.
It's the only team in the 60s.
1 man ပဲကြမယ်လေ
To go back
ဟာ
and try to make
ပေးမကင်နဲ့လေဟာ
He's getting into the car. They are driving towards
ဟာ
towards
ဘယ်အောင်ရဟိုနွားတွေကဘယ်မှာလဲ
the U-turn and now trying to think about whether he's pulling.
MSI ဝင်တီးလေ MSI မင်း
What is
ဟာ
happening?
ဖေးလုံး
Oh, Mane. Oh, he's down. Oh no. Godspeed getting on Mane. YG. They are in a very difficult and this is going to be a very hard terrain. They're coming up from behind for Terra Esports.
MSI မဝင်ပါဘူးတဲ့ငါလို့ MSI
to try to find space.
ဟာရောက်စေကလောက်လဲလမ်းမသွားပြီစေကလောက်လမ်းမသွားပြီ
Put the bump into ABC. It's just unfortunate for him, and now Romeo will be the final player for Young Guy to go.
ဟာ MSI မဝင်ပြစ်ပါဘူးတဲ့ငါလို့ခေးကောင်ဒီကွာလီပဲနှကောင်တော့နေတော့
Now it's their turn to decide on like, okay, do they want to go in or
ခွေး MSI
teams? Or maybe they deal with CSU.
အော်ရောဟိုက်ဒီကမင်းစုံရသွားပြီ3កောင်လုံးပြန်ထလာပြီကွာလီပဲ
Sends it across, but did not connect at all. Okay, that's a bit of a scouting work there, so they know that Ichi is up here for sure. And CSU, they seem to be in the mood to take this fight.
ဒီ round မှာ2ပွဲကြံနေတာတာကြီးတို့ AC ပဲဘာမှမဖြစ်ဘူးဒီ round မှာကိုရီပြရမယ်ကိုရီမတ်ပဲဟုတ်လား
And looks like
ဟိုက်ဒီအမဆိုင်မဝင်ပြစ်ပါဘူးတဲ့ကြောက်နေတာဂေးနေတယ်ကိုဂေးတွေ
okay,
အင်းတို့တွေမင်းတို့ဝင်လာပါမယ်လို့ဒီပွဲတဲ့တော့
so VK
လူ
so they have the best position for now
တဲ့တော့ e-sport ကြည့်ရမယ်ဒီပွဲဘာတွေလောက်ပြမှာလဲ OB BKE ရတရားတော့တော့ရပြီကောင်းတယ်အပါလေးရရတယ် OB နဲ့ 5K အဲ့တော့3မှတ်ဆိုရင် NGG စောက်ပြန်ကြောပြီနော်တာကြီးတို့ AC ပဲအဲ့တော့ YG မြရဲ့ကျန်တဲ့2တင်အားပေးမယ် Hive တွေဝင်လာပြီ Hive တွေကိုတီးပေးပါဦးတဲ့တော့ sorry
because of that as well they won't have a good clear shot no more Hawks is still okay though with a smoked up vehicle most importantly he's still alive
Oh, he can't get out. He was.
Oh, he got that one player. Nice. Okay, that's ABC.
Hai đi lá đâu mà, hai đi lá đâu mà tay rồi, em còn được thấy này ngã độ, khuyên gì vậy nó? Ê, nó đi à bé quên quá làm gì bé à? Đây là biết biết bảo. Ôi trời, ôi biết đeo vào rồi. Bé mà lấy à hai vị à? Mình mi à, ôi biết đeo vậy trời. Mà tê ra đây phía trông. Anh mới xài cũng mà thoát là bà này mới sắc cả về quá. Anh mới xài lâu bị bảo hai điều biết em mà tao có mấy Raymond biết nó. Hello quá, anh mới xài giờ sao tao mà chào. Ây, khui cái này win biết à. Chi.
And let's see if we can pull off a 1v2 clutch.
Nate's not hitting right now. For one say he needs to find himself a space and exit out. The smoke's on him basically.
Tay nào mà luôn á xinh như bà đấy.
Barely got enough for himself.
Ê, Ray mà tiêu bòi, Ray mà bòi tiêu bây giờ mẹ. Hai vị tiêu bây giờ mà zero, tiêu nó zero, tu mà nó. Tôi đi đâu kiếm nhau. ABC à kiếm nhau mà ABC piang cái, nó con piang cái. Con gì vậy? Con em mới cho. Con cho. Kelly Junior. Bia. Lên lại. Con. Chị quay tè ra quay về rồi. Mẹ con nó là mẹ anh né mà gì vậy?
Is trying to play those outskirts as much as possible, but the circle will comprises of different parts.
Con. VKS để cha này để cô đi mà đi ít xí về. Tay được. Con này là Yaka. Ai bị biết hả? Lúc kỹ cầu, mà cô gì à? Dạ, trên như mày bám hiểu, con. Trên như con đi à, bám hiểu ít xí về. Anh ra chỗ cô bố xem làm hậu đi ra đây. Anh ra chỗ cô bố xem làm hậu đi. Anh ra không phải chuyện xem này. Để Romeo cho ấy, xin vì vậy. Tấm mà lười đấy à đi. Như vậy UV ta mà UV cho mà qua UV à. Tống mà luôn này. Là khoa mày. Nhưng mà không nên nè mà.
Very close. But that will give them a clue that there's somebody there, and now they know that Clay Jr. is occupying one of the buildings in front of them. but they can still create that smoke bridge to take the other building on the side. So there's still a way for them to get into the circle, but they have to make it quick. Zone is closing behind them, and now they're on the move. That need to distract their opponent.
Quả này ở bao nhiêu nào mà là khoa.
Every one more building and they will be in the circle.
Ra quên nhà mày chỉ xí lấy chân này rồi. Ôi giờ nhà mày mi ngã đến chân này là đại độ. Nhà mày ngã đến chân này là đại độ. Nhà mày ngã đến chân này là đại độ. Ít xí về. Cô này mà ngã đến là đại độ. Ít xí về. Mù ra nè mày VI nó mà lâu nè, trên nhầm lâu nè. Trên nhầm lâu nè, đại độ trên nhầm lâu nè. Little easy. Thế ra mình đi quay mà giống con thôi, sao mày để mình bên là thắt xoay nó tôi check em mày. Còn là con máu mày vậy. Sorry về trông là. Trông là.
Opening in front of them. There's also those eyes prying and watching from different side of the building. It's so hard to clear off every single corner they can have in this sort of stance, especially if the circle's still gonna pull towards the south side of this sort of compound.
Yeah, if you still have needs, it's still gonna be hard because there's like multiple levels. Like you have to pick like, okay, do I want to toss on ground floor, first floor, second floor? And even that, does it land? So many questions, right? So and needs are scarce at this point because there's so many teams here. Not much loot left for sure. A VKS.
Cái phó bị tu. Nhưng mà nè tê. Khỉ lý chung nhà con nè, nhà khảo bị trả về nè. Đây là tôi rồi xem mình biết rồi.
BKE and Ovi's at is going to be the one that's right across them just now. If I'm not mistaken, that team probably it was ABC. But speaking of it, it just happened. ABC nailed down the Yucca, but it's going to be a different story that we're looking at as Vanex Esports try to stop VKS from breaching in.
Bây giờ tú bị phó. Ôi! Hai à, blue rồi. Không ai nhỉ? Biang cái boy. Cái gì biểu à bà? Tú bị phô rồi mình bé đây sao lại giờ con này nó hiểu. Jeffrey biểu à giờ. Mua ra ô ai blue thiểu à? Tiếp bây giờ này, quá mình quá. Rồi. Đây là những nằm lề đâu. Sao mà báo. Ok, cho rồi. Giờ thao biểu này ha. Mà lúc tiêu nhiều người nào lề tê rồi ha. Có speak of line be lại à lại. Cosby of line be lại à hi.
But on the side of ABC, they need to force the fight anyhow. If not, Terra Esports will make it harsh for them.
ABC hậu này ra mẹ à lẽ. ABC hậu này ra. Cố gòn này rồi.
They have to reconvene on the other building now. Rare managed to heal up, so they'll be okay for now. And if I want to that's a big target for them. Unknown and Lil Yaka now. The duo that's still left active as Master Ichi confirmed eliminated by 0. And because of that, that brings ABC to 10 eliminations now.
Plenty of heavy hole coming up from ABC. Now they having a fresh restart after that pause of a break.
Tiếng cô đến nhà này hey. Cái lên nhà giống vào đâu hey. Mà ủa mày dạo rồi. Còn đi soi tỷ lệ mà mày dạo rồi.
healthy lineup. But
ရှော့ပြီးရရင်မီးပလင်းနဲ့
close. I think Clay Junior might be spotted out by Rare. He's trying to just finish
အဲ့လိုကြီးချောင်းပြစ်တာကြီးကမကောင်းပါဘူးအဲ့လိုကြီးချောင်းပြစ်တာကြီးကမကောင်းပါဘူးဟုတ်လားအဲ့လိုကြီးမလုံးနဲ့လေကိုကြီးတို့ကလည်းအရန်နိုင်ကျင့်တာပဲငါအဲ့လိုဇုံပါနဲ့အနိုင်လိုက်ကျင့်တယ်ခွေးမျိုးတွေကရောင်ရင် 11K ပါတဲ့ ABC ကဒီနောက်ဆုံးပွဲဘာဖြစ်နေတာတော့အော်နောက်ဆုံးနေ့ဘာဖြစ်နေတာပြဖိုင်နေထဲတာလားမသိကွာငါလို့ဟောင်ကောင်ဂိမ်းမင်း
And ABC are also aiming for the Goodfellas spot at number 12 at least. Since Goodfellas have been eliminated and
ဟဲ့အောင်ရေအစင်းစနစ်အောင်ရောက်တော့မယ်ဟဲ့အောင်ရေ ABC ကမေးပေးအောင် GC ဟဲ့အောင်ရေ MSI ကိုကြောင်းမရမယ်ဟဲ့အောင်ရေငါတို့ လေတော့ဟဲ့အောင်ရေGC ကဒီနေ့အမှတ်ကိုမရလားဟဲ့အောင်ရေ
Now we have 6 teams left here at stage number
လို့
8.
baby အဲ့ baby 1 second မြန်မာ only ပြစ်တာနော်အေးမအေးနော်ဆောက်ရုပ်ပါကြည့်အောင်ကမ္ဘောဒီးယားကောင်
For themselves
စက်တရမရှိဘူးအေးစက်တရမရှိဘူးအေးနော်အေး no
wow.
အေး no no မာဒါ no မာ baby 1 second
Pretty obvious. He's waiting for that. He's been waiting for it for a long time. He knows somebody there. It's a pretty straightforward.
ပြောတော့ဟူ
On the side of ABC, they cannot botch this one. This is the opportunity they've been waiting all day long. They need to get another irregular. It might be their first back-to-back chicken dinner here for ABC. They need this hard because it has been a roller coaster.
ည ABC ကဘတ်တူဘတ်တွေပါစားပြမှာလား
Cold went out early the next one. So this is the first time they maintain their statue. They maintain the consistency. That's the task for ABC right now. But for GC versus VKE players across the wall, a jumping shot with the DBS fight. But Kim soaked in a lot of damage. But the Blue Suns arriving. But Kim, he needs to go for the heel, hoping that he will not jump away.
Oof.
The trajectory that bounced off the wall. That Molly really delayed Kim's recovery here. But for Kim, he needs one say to actually save. He needs to actually do this all by himself. There's nobody else to aid him. But unfortunately, the moment he opens the door, there's plenty of bullets flying over.
Oof, that was so close for Kim, but now Kim taking damage. Oh, down to his last stick of health. With baby 1 sec right beside him, and it is at the end of the day the zone that took him out. So the point is not given to any other team. But points will continue to be picked up by ABC right now. Dale will be the one on the ground. And looks like ABC will lock in elimination number 12.
ဟောရပါငါတို့အန်လုံးရပါလို့
For at least 4 more.
ကဲတေရာနဲ့ဒီဘွဲမှာအဆင်ပြေပါတယ်ဒါကြီးတို့
But BKE
ကဲ 4v2
still
တော့တူတယ်တော့ဝင်လာပြီတေရာ
have the
4v2 ဘာလို့ပြမှာလဲ
have it now.
ဘတ်တူဘတ်လည်းပဲ chicken က ABC ရအောင်မလားကြည့်ရမယ်
Now people are
ဘာလို့ပြမှာလဲ
But can they segregate themselves to each respective role to clear each levels? But they had definitely heard the footsteps. Unknown on the other hand, not willing to share any information. He's waiting things out and proning. Whoever's opened the door, whoever walks into that corner, he will straight away with that as 12K shot them down. But for Rare and ABC, that's what they are paranoid about. They know they are waiting around the door area. So they're not willing to go
ကိုစတန်နဲ့ကိုကန်းနေတာပါတဲ့ဒီကောင်တကောင်ငါစိတ်ညစ်ပါတယ်ဟေးအပေါ်ပြစ်တာကိုမင်းလက်မှာကွဲသွားတာပါတဲ့ဆရာသမားတွေရတယ်ငါစိတ်ညစ်ပါ
This is what we talked about before. ABC is on the way.
အေးစေးပဲအေးစေးပဲရအောင်
Trusting enough their
ညဇုံပိတ်ရင်တော့ငါတို့တာတယ်ကွာ
nothing else to lose is 2v4. Might actually try to get that.
ဒီကောင်နဲ့တကောင်မှပေးမှာသိလား
Oh, or are they just going to wait for the zone to do its work?
Oh, no, I know.
Okay, Unknown gets
အန်တော့ကောင်းတယ်ကောင်းတယ်
Oh no, this could be ABC losing the plot here. Terra Esports. They still hold on. Oh my goodness, and now the zone. Okay, it's not down.
Oh!
Piece of land here. Oh, who's able to hold on? Okay, different floor.
ငါတို့ရှုံးပြီကွာ
Killing game. Last moment.
ABC ပဲငါတို့ရှုံးပြီ
ABC got it. Got it at the end. Oh
အာ
my goodness.
ဟေးအောင်ရေး ABC ပဲဟေးအောင်ရေးငါပြောတယ်တကောင်ချန်ခဲ့မှာလို့ငါနွားတွေက
Pointed with a
ကဲဘတ်တူဘတ်ချစ်ကန်လေးပါတန်ပါတဲ့3000ရလိုက်ဆိုတော့ဒီလားဒီကောင်တွေကတမင်တကာကြီးကိုဝင်နေတာငါပြောအောက်မှာတကောင်ထားခဲ့မှာလို့မင်းတွေးထိုင်ဖြည့်နေတာမသားခဏရက်ခဟွာဖြစ်သွားတွေးမရှိတော့လို့ရက်ခနောက်ဆိုမိလောက်စင်ပြေပါတယ်လို့စက်တိမရှိပါဘူးလို့ no မှာ no မှာဇုံ no မှာလား 你会不会被记得咩？哪里的西尼比？
现在来看的话 ，4M， 如果在不等圈型的情况之下往前顺推，
啊 ，DDMP 都嘛要诶。
没必要。
如果 4M 先看要前面前面撇比。
已经跳出来了，两支竞争对手赛点队都被淘汰出局。4M 心里清楚，他是这场比赛最有希望且唯一有希望杀死比赛的。
到时候都不会被捡的哈。
决赛圈临近，兵家大忌是什么？就是
卖点没压脚要，不会逼干你讲嘛？你讲你卖没压脚要，少别人了。
就是吊人，现在是绝对不能死，而且 TT 这样的一个分彩也在被好汉锁定。
TT 要等嘛说呢？嘛是 YB。
这条路上又可以少一支战队来打他们了。
与此同时呢 ，TT 138分加上第8名的排名分啊，也突破赛点。
哦。
这种旋转，
别人比我刚来的。
做得到吗？
那刚喽，我路没有。
看看圈会给 4M 吗？
就个样啊，老你讲你啊。
你看，不管是 NV 天霸还是童家宝
，China 讲两个老你讲。
没错，这已经是给到 4M 了，
就看他们如何去处理了。
就算他们不处理，在这种情况之下还能够再磨一磨圈，而神森森很明显是想做动作的 ，TT 要来打脚下吗
？TT 这个角度进圈应该是不会对神森森有太大的威胁。再看这里，飞檐走壁非常神秘，先看到一个背身，秒掉轻质，但这一片的战斗确实有点混乱，人有点多。
神森森这波是 cos 了一波彼得帕克，带着队友往前冲，又是。向死而生的一波冲锋，但是真不能打呀 ！TT 在旁边的反扑，
那DD 线呢？
进圈，这波团战就不得不打。
其实再等一等，说不定 TT 都会往这边打。
一个手雷炸残，但是一定要考虑好是打上面这一层，还是打下面这一层。完，到底该打谁？架中间。
所以来叫。
跟队友又脱节了，又是一波2打1，
他受不了了，他直接往前顶，又碰到了轻质，这一波轻质已经3倒了。
在脚下的一个手雷的帮助之下，头上
也来兵器哦。
TT 来了。
与此同时，这一波战斗打得太久了，从而也导致北边的微博也闻声赶来。
哦，要赢。我也后得要。
逃出升天的可能吗？
还有。
啊，还漂亮，咦啦。哦，要赢，你讲要不进路没要赢？那不加要放弃的要赢啊路。呀。
下这一层还是打头上的这一层呢？
啊！干嘛嘞？
会有些迷茫。
不加要放弃吧的。
反而是后点
啊！
配合上队友把分
啊！
现在的这个
标肉要赢，
就算活下来也很难。
标肉要赢。
同样的 ，TT 也开启。
标肉了。我是 YouTube 嘛，对那吧是吧？啊，看不加吧，太拉了吧的，没被来忘了。
这里打得这么乱，你从哪里来的？
你是哪了么丢？
他想要过来当一波这个轻型裁判，
他反而是成为了这个决赛圈里面最自由的男人。
但是他再往前走的话 ，4M 可能不会给他这个运行的机会喽。
看看这一片战斗，
点了2枪。
这一片地形是分为了
那你我看他记下去，加上个。
中间的是 4AM 以及微博，脚下的呢是 TT。
再往下还有好汉的人。程C啊，这颗雷是炸的神森森，就在脚边，
没有炸倒，但是也确定位置，在第2颗雷炸最底下，这一片山地的地形太混乱了。
微博被神森森的枪雷并举淘汰了，神森森就是这一片山的喷子之王。好汉开始朝 TT 进攻，那这样的话 4M 的压力不就被进一步的缓解了吗？
格子在底坡的位置喷倒清醒，再一波趴地躲掉了子弹 ，TT 被淘汰出局。最高点还有人，是上帝航爷，
上帝航爷踩在了宇宙之巅，在他们的脚下是 LTG 的魏无羡。
似乎这场比赛航爷在给2人编制的 4AM 保驾护航。
现在场上还有4支战队的存活。4M 在圈的边缘 ，LTG 现在不仅要处理山脚下的人，头上还有航爷，有点乱了。一颗手雷差点放倒，
炸了个半血。
魏无羡还能回家吗？他还能安稳的回到队友的怀抱吗？
他刚刚过来是一个人把陈 C 给拔掉了，但自己可能也回不去了。
梅花桩给到了
南边的位置， 那也就意味着这一侧的 4M 以及 NV 都要被蓝圈逼迫。
酷酷，我有一点大胆的想法，
你是说，上帝没了，
上帝被解决了。那么，另外一个大胆的想法，有没有可能发生呢？当然，我们的想法并不重要。此时此刻，我们更想听到选手的对内沟通，让我们把语音交给选手。
要不先把你 box 上，你好不上？我再上，可以，准备来。俩人都捡点，一会儿能丢起火的。
没道具，没，就闪。
还有烟吗？
没有，
几个人啊？
啥也没有，不知道啥信息。
我也不懂。哎，
有机会。别急，
可能3打3，可能3打3。
小心 LTG 那个山上的拖你们。
还往前推呀！我看见。
孤岛。
有闪吗？给左边闪。
哎，都在上面好像。
都在上面。哎，你们一会儿看左边那个树能不能去人？
对，全在上面。
左边这个树，人，你左边这个树，人
倒俩。
左边这个树找机会去，
直接去树。你去。
溜着。
好像是一个 LT 死俩。
LT 死俩。别，能爬不？
我头顶有脚，看他右边头顶。
看不了。
左边页面。
火眼第二位见到了，
给他救闪吗？
都完了。
他没道具。
哦，火眼你有捡的也有。
上面啊。
哇！
上面有帮表。都没道具。
火眼地位去干呀，里面前面撇平咯。火眼地位去干呀，前面撇平咯，没有。ADG 呢？对比，火眼地位去干呀嘞。2比1。
别给破绽，等光圈。
2比1。我变干了呀嘞。
马上下来。
OK，没事，卡了。
有。他救人了。
怎么密绕一样？
闪光手。
没事，我再看。我就闪。
2比1。跳一。
跳了。没跳。等光圈。他在哪呀？
第二位见了，从哪边？前面撇平了。哎呀哎！哎，前面撇了，我别前面嘛，我别了秒大一个，不要比划比大一个，别就我半看嘛大一个，没别了喏。要一没不要那刚没见到没前面撇完了吧的，为啥半夜前面记住伢一点嘛的。要别进来，要属于了别进来，咱们得到我搞不来吐嘛，俺了，是得有一样耶。下面 of the week 哦 ，we 的 we 前面偏不是面一样的话，大一。哦哟，那时候都不会讲了哇，都不会讲了哇，高你啊，爬高你什么的，爬高你什么的咯。那时候都不会讲了哇，要玩家顶你楼啊，什么别扭大一个，哼，玩家谁低看你啊，那话，玩家没你啊，那么多了呢，没你啊，不多嘛吧了啊，那话，你啊，不多嘛吧是吧？你不要去西啊，没得低的，那看那哎那俺能得到讲。
The approach, it just didn't work out. Good news, I hope we get to see a version 2.0 of Elevate with a better outcome, which means they have plenty of time.
哦，样耶，
You know, reflect.
我也讲了耶。
Because I feel like it's a lot of it, mostly it's going to be mistiming and misjudgment. That's just it. When it
可
comes
以
to
嘛，看那他妈的个多的呀，嘛没前面票了吧？没必要。
same benchmark, but this Cloud just got shot while he was driving into the circle. We do have a very massive crossfire on the northern side. Terry Eastwood been waiting.
哎呀，踢嘛说了嘛，别的好踢我的呀，俺老嘛的都。啊，踢嘛说了嘛，别的好踢我的啦吧的。哦。啊，多话比哇，大一度呀。
Whether there's gonna be
啊，俺老嘛比的话没喏。
Thanksgiving Day to get that two
Ah.
at the same time.
Well, not only 2 at this point. Just look at the minimap. They're being pressured by other teams as well, including Hive International. Okay, Circle is going to be main peninsula. All right, so Yaku Galacticos will cut across. But let's see what would GC do with Yaku Galacticos. We'll check on them later because right now at the northern side, we have on screen here 3 different teams. Terror Esports, surrounded by all of them. The smoke is still protecting them for now. And here we have Unknown lobbing nades into the smoke right in front of them where Mr. International is at. They got South, they get Master Lion. And Mr. International now, they are in desperate position. But Wansei will try to deny them away the point. Yakka is now down on his knees. He needs to pick up his teammate Master Lion, so he has to decide. But Terror Esports, they're now distracted by time. So there will be space for Mr. International to reset. Here comes Unknown.
Slight and awkward angle, but he got it anyway. But Unknown, what a wacko time to do the wacko call. Time, wacko. It's breaking his back to carry out so much work for the team. He needs to go for the rescue. He needs to be the doctor. He needs to be everything the team needs. Oh man, but back to his MSI. It's not done and dusted. They're still bleeding now, still licking their wounds for time. But unfortunately, it's going to be MSI, Misfit International, keeping the pressure on. The heat still up. But Wacko is just an absolute beast. Oh, what a good clutch and what a good response. Nope, not like that, my name. There's going to be some full damage. Slight and awkward angle here to watch, but VK has got eliminated without any points there just now. We're just hitting stage 4-5. Oh, the long tours. Here comes another mid-air explosion. It's over. Trying to find a way around. He couldn't even pick himself too much. He might start spraying, but Crazy managed to shut down on YG. But it's still reachable, but Scythe and GGZ seems to be in action too. That's going to be last man standing for NGGZ. But for Golden Cross, they are the one that's stopping YG from getting into the party. And can they actually do it? Now, one by one, an opening being given to them. Cloud starting moving, how they rotate, they are more confident. And they do know where exactly to aim for when it comes to who's the first target for their first checkpoint. So Hive, they have slightly an advantage and a bit of edge when it comes to the Murama map. But it has been slightly a change of spot for them as a change of type because
From Matona all the way up to Campo Militar. So teams who want to drop on the left side of the map will need to travel a fair bit. We've seen a couple of teams drop in Patona before this, and this time it's going to be only Vanix dropping there, so nobody's going to share Patona with them. They will have the entire island for them to loot. Now, we're also keeping an eye on where might be any other potential clash point, maybe Chumacera, maybe Garo that's kind of hot as well. So we'll see on that, now that we have teams starting to drop around the southern area.
just slightly on the southern side, and the reason why majority of them do play in the middle ground, which is going to be the center of the map. I'm looking over the power grid Ricardo where we're starting off yesterday. There are sort of circles, so multi-power grid Ricardo. But in the meantime, do have one Patona team since yesterday is going to be DIX. This time they're not showing it to anybody else. Elevate on the other, they're going to take the very south where the forest is vacant within bridge. We might have St. Martin crash or Hasido de Patron based on where the trajectory of GFS and another team right on top, and high chance that's going to be YG. For GFS, they can lose the momentum. High chance we do have going to be another warfare over